Okay, switch you never know. Hello, and hello everybody. Sorry, we're a couple minutes late. First thing that happened. Hello, Goyam. First thing that happened is that my camera broke. It really wants to connect to my phone for some reason, and then like even if I get the camera working, it's like, yeah, but why don't we just switch over to the phone camera?
Welcome to the show. Aiden trauma dumps about her technical issues.
I spent all afternoon yesterday, evening yesterday, troubleshooting OBS to try and get it working properly with Uzulu, which by the way, it is working correctly now. At least it's not, it used to give me like an error on startup every time. It's not doing that anymore. But this time it was like, you gotta do some shit with Streamlabs if you want to get this to work. So, oh my God. That's all taken care of though. Hello everybody, how is it going? Violence is Life for Two says, am I still shadow banned? I hope not. I can at least see you.
No.
I can see your super chat. Thank you. Let me make sure I have this set to live chat though.
All these fancy fuckers with their shadow banning as opposed to me with my actual banning for some fucking reason, despite doing nothing.
Bill,
not even name all the times I named you know who.
Bill got banned from Twitter this past week.
Well, that was
suspended
or last week. Suspended.
Yeah, suspended.
But it gives no duration. It's
which is
like
forever,
inauthentic behavior, which is basically
not anything, nothing. Who knows what the hell it is?
Oh, that means it's permabanned.
Yeah, no idea what he did to do it, but oh well.
They did not cite a post one of them.
It has been in general a chaotic week. Maybe not chaotic, a clownish week. A clownish week.
F-U-K-T fucked.
Random.
Of course.
All I've been thinking about for the last couple of days, okay, this is going to sound really shady, so I have to, how I say this carefully.
So if you're in doubt, say it in like the Ethan Ralph impression. That way it can't be clipped.
No, it just sounds really sketchy if I just start and I don't finish the sentence. It's this clip of a young boy in a dentist office, and he's clearly high as a kite.
Yeah.
Right? His color, yeah, so he's
laughing gas or whatever, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. And all of a sudden, like, it's really funny because the chair is like being slightly raised as he's been brought back up, and he just belts out the N-word, like, nee, and just boom, lets it fly, but in this like angelic choir voice.
Yeah,
it's like beautiful, like, and he holds it for, it's like clearly a choir boy. But just belting it for like 6-7 seconds, holding a high note vibrato, then stop and doing it again, and then just doing that for like 20 seconds. It's hilarious as hell.
I mean,
I wish you could play it, but I don't think we can just play it.
Well, to be fair, the child was black. He has the pass. I'm more concerned that he's using the hard R, so he's using our word.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is hard R. Yeah, there you go. That's the clip. God, Bill could probably just watch it, but it's.
I don't know if we can
play a live reaction from Bill.
Well, we're waiting for that.
Okay, he's a mulatto.
Oh, is he?
Or high yellow.
I can't play this if he's considering what he's saying.
I'll check it over.
Okay. Is he saying the N word? Is that what you said he's doing? I can't play it then. Get in trouble. Get in trouble. Okay, can I play this on YouTube so that the audience so we can all enjoy?
I would say it's a coin flip because he belts it out with such gusto that it kind of morphs the word.
All right, shall we? By the way, guys, I got like.
We'll close out with it because
I've spent quite some time this afternoon cutting up a bunch of the clown shows that have occurred over the last week so that we can watch them in a format where hopefully we won't get in trouble with YouTube. But,
yeah, it is Jackson 5 quality singer. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, actually.
If you think I can play it, I will play it here.
Wait till the end. Wait till the end of the show.
We'll wait till later. We'll wait till later.
We'll close out with this because it feels like you're ascending. It does.
Okay.
This props to this child and whatever gospel choir trained him because good lord, he really says the N word with about as much gusto as I say it. That's really saying something.
Impressive. That is impressive.
This clip is like 27 seconds long, and about 25 seconds of him belting it out.
Yeah.
This is up there with the longest year boy of all time.
Yeah. The thing is that, like, all joking aside, like, his singing prowess is outstanding.
It's
okay.
perfect clarity, perfect vibrato, like everything is completely on point. And to do so with braces in.
Yeah, damn.
If I had braces, I'd use the hard R too.
Arceon, Arceon for two says, Arceon for two says, "Hey dork." Hey Arceon, how's it going? And Jake Kodo, who's been a member for 36 months, thank you so much, man, says, "Spoon, what is your favorite Fallout New Vegas perk?" I don't know if I have a favorite perk. There's so many. There's so many to think about, but
okay. Before we continue, cannibalism is just a go. Yeah. You know, like we'll give that. It's like that's like saying like who's best girl in all of like fucking like Zelda or some shit. Like it's like there are certain options that are just but what's the actual interesting answer?
What we have this evening in terms of the different events at the circus, at the right wing big circus tent, under the big circus tent this past week, it was the Candace Owens versus Andrew Wilson debate, which look, whoever. I have a little bit of it because the reality is
Black lung v black brain.
Whoever you think won or had a better showing, Candace Owens got paid $300,000. So Candace Owens won, right? I'm sorry. And she ran ads during
Marlboro versus Newport.
Honestly, I thought that was just a big stunt. No, like, hate towards Andrew, but because I like Andrew, but Candace Owens made $300,000 in an afternoon with this thing.
Here's my take on this.
Yeah.
And I actually want to do a video on this, so I have like a short, not terribly long. I want to say some things about Charlie Cook, which I know for a fact is going to piss off a lot of people.
Okay.
Okay. So as far as Andrew and Candace are concerned, who fucking cares?
Who cares?
But here's the thing: before the debate has even started, right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows this. Everyone knows before the debate started. Everyone knows who already won because people just go to their side and cheer, read, and rah rah rah.
Yep. That's how all debates work, by the way.
Especially on the internet, it does not move a fucking thing. It's two sides. Does not move
the needle even a little.
Thing in their crap at each other. Yeah. Because here's the thing, right? You know how this formula works. If you go to Candace's page, they will kiss her ass. If you go to the Crucible, they will kiss Andrew's ass.
Yes.
And you will see hordes of in-between moments of, oh, she won this debate type of shorts, like engagement shit. And you will see a whole bunch of people farming the unholy tits off it. And there's no objective standard to any of this.
You know what else?
People grifting off grifts.
It also just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Charlie Kirk is fucking dead. Whether there was whether the U.S. government did it with some involvement with Israel, which is more, or direct involvement by Israel, which is more Candace's sort of side of things, or whether it really just was the angry Troon. It doesn't act, or Troon lover, I guess. It actually doesn't matter. Charlie Kirk's dead. He's been dead now we're approaching a year that he's been since he was killed. Or has it been a year? It's damn close.
The best thing that can happen, because we've already established that that incident is not going to be like the big thing that kicks everything off for the right. It's good. It's a completely poisoned well now, and that's by design. Let's face it, the people who are surrounding the event are completely bug fucking sane, every single one to a man. The best thing that can happen is that we just let it fade into memory and leave it the fuck alone. And anyone who tries to grift off of it, we treat like we would treat anyone who's trying to grift off of a dead body, which is we should beat them in the street.
Yeah. It was September. It wasn't September 11th, was it? It was in September, though, I think. Was it September 11th?
Yeah. So.
No way. Or the 10th.
Yeah. We were on stream.
We were. Yeah, when it happened. Yeah, because it was.
I remember that.
Because I made a crack about it because I thought it was like, oh, there's been like a negligent discharge or something.
Yeah. I do remember.
It was a fucking assassination because we didn't think that was on the boards.
So it wasn't. It would have been on a Wednesday. It would have been on a Wednesday, sometime in September, I guess.
September 10th.
September 10th, then, yeah.
I will say this. And this is the bit that's gonna piss people off. But as far as the politics of it are concerned, Charlie Kirk was an utterly unremarkable person. And before people lose their shit at that, here's what I mean by that. His assassination being a shocker is because he was just a normie.
That's why.
The whole freaking point.
It was shocking because he was so milquetoast. Even if you think he was doing something important by
the two things
talking to the youth
before he got. Yes, the two things about him before his untimely demise is people made fun of him for his physiognomy because he had a funny face, and that he was milquetoast. He had basic bitch conservative talking points, and that was it.
Yeah.
Someone called him like Scrum called him the Kurt Cobain of grifting, which is God, that's funny.
Well, I mean,
That's
but
horrible, but
speaking
it's
of
true.
grifting, people have been grifting. Candace Owens and Jeremy
Often,
Hambley, who's in the
yeah.
thumbnail, and we will be talking about tonight because like I have been thoroughly enjoying the ongoing feltoning of the Quartering since he flagged Kino Casino earlier this year. But this past week, every once in a while, he will dip his toe into politics, like seriously. And by that I mean he got into a debate with Alex Jones this past week, and it was very funny.
shit
The
show.
whole saga around it is what's very funny. And this is Jeremy Hambley, much like some other people we're going to talk about tonight, is one of these people who is in this very broad right-wing big tent, the coalition, many of whom are just fucking grifters. They aren't people who stand for anything besides to make a buck off of politics. Now, look, we're here streaming. We've got super chats turned on, and of course, we very much appreciate if you give us super chats.
I have not taken 1 red cent from this show. It's all reinvested. I sit here with a clean conscience and an empty fucking bank account.
It was the oranges that turned the frogs gay. That must have been what they were for the whole time. But it wasn't just Alex Jones that got into a fighting match with Jeremy Hambley. The whole reason that happened is because Alex Jones got into a fight with Tim Pool, who was accused by Alex Jones of having secret meetings with Bibi Netanyahu.
Which we know for a fact was the case because they were, all but advertised. They were a matter of mainstream.
Now, Jeremy Hambley has also taken money from Israel. I think he took a whole 14 shekels. Which is
more than he gets from anyone else.
True. I do have that in my. I edited a video together of it. So not only that, though,
Also,
there was
Bill,
some
here's
other.
something that I can't share on the screen for you because it's funny.
Also, Tim Pool went on Jubilee.
You can always share the truth.
To discuss whether or not Trump is a sexual predator, and walked off. Now he did come back.
That still a thing?
But he walked off. He got so rumbled by this woman that he walked off. That was very embarrassing. Like I said, he came back. Involving James Lindsay, who I've put in the thumbnail, because he's back doing absurd, ridiculous, clownish things as usual. He got into a big debate about what does the Ring of Power represent in Lord of the Rings, and how actually it represents when conservatives, when right-wingers try to get any amount of state power, when they try to do anything, that it's bad and evil. Because that's how James Lindsay thinks.
James Lindsay is. He makes Matt Walsh look based.
He did make Matt Walsh look based, which is a feat.
It's a very rare beast that I can look at someone and go, wow, you have a worse take than the people who made the Rings of Power.
I mean, the Daily Gondor dunked on James Lindsay this past week. You're getting dunked on by the Daily Gondor, you done fucked up.
That's like getting jumped by Pippin. Just Pippin in a fair fight.
Dean Withers, who is not in the right-wing big tent, but under the broad political bullshit gestalt. Dean Withers, if you remember him, he was that little twink that the left was really pushing last year, maybe 2 years ago. And he still is a little twink. But he has been accused of sexual assault. And all of a sudden, Dean Withers, who also very recently did a Jubilee thing where he called Trump, or it was Dean Withers who was Trump a sexual abuser. I think that was it, right? And Tim Pool, what was Tim Pool talking about? It wasn't the sexual assault, it was something else. I've got it all.
Why does he look like Player 2 Colors Tom Holland?
He does look like Player 2 Colors Tom Holland. But just last month, Dean Withers went on a Jubilee debate thing to call Trump a, confirmed 100% sexual predator because of the testimony of E. Jean Carroll. And now, all of a sudden, he catches some sexual abuse or assault allegations, and it is not Believe All Women. It's, in fact, a MAGA plot against him. And he has a bit of a crash out, which is fun to watch. There's that bit of drama as well, which is...
Wait. Are you suggesting, is he suggesting that...
the economy
is he suggesting that MAGA honeypotted him?
No, he's suggesting, I think, that the person doesn't exist. Yeah, so I guess maybe it was a honeypot, that it was a fake person, and they're actually, we'll get to it, that they're a MAGA person pretending to be like a 14-year-old woman or something. We'll get to that. That one I understand the least amount of. Everything else I know pretty well. Then there's also been the story of this woman, what is it? Her name is why did it escape? Lindsay Clancy, which is spelled the same way as James Lindsay, too.
Too many fucking Lindsays. We need a call.
Lindsay Clancy is a woman who, it seems real cut and dry, strangled her 3 children to death with an exercise rope. And the women, being not okay, have decided overwhelmingly to back this woman because she's a Leo, and Leos wouldn't kill their kids. But
Leos
her
are the most
husband,
infanticidal of the signs. I'm sorry.
Bill, her husband is a Gemini. Can't help being a Gemini, and he looks
It was
scary,
a strangulation,
so he
not being
definitely
run
did
over
it.
with a Honda Civic.
Right? He didn't get. Yeah, he didn't run them over with the Honda Civic. We know that's how Geminis will
For those at
operate.
home, I would remind you that horoscopes and that bullshit are divination and therefore are a sin. Keep that in mind.
Well, Vrilla's actually here, and she does know a lot about horoscopes and astrology. But I do think that just being truncating down very real facts of a multiple child murder case into their star signs mean that she didn't do it is some crazy fucking nonsense.
Trying to figure out who the murderer is based on which stars were right is, now you start to see why this shit is considered witchcraft.
Well, there's new research that shows that TikTok is quite legitimately destroying people's cognitive capacity. And this whole shit revolving around this Lindsay Clancy woman, it all started on TikTok. It's happening on TikTok. It is a TikTok femoid universe thing, which is very bizarre.
We can't... The problem is that, let's face it, I don't use TikTok. I would implore everyone at home to not use fucking TikTok. And we can't really do much beyond that by virtue of the fact that down that route lays where the UK is.
Well, we'll get to the UK stuff.
I have read... Finding news is a bit of bastard because I don't have my fucking Twitter anymore. I'm only my fucking usual people I go to. And so I have read just like 10 minutes before the show started, like they are thinking of banning streaming in the UK. I'm not sure it's I'm guessing below 18. But if it's just carte blanche banning on streaming, first of all, it's not going to work.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's going on?
Other things is that John Doyle, who was repeatedly, speaking of James Lindsay, was just a month ago, as Spoon pointed out, saying basically speaking from the same playbook as James Lindsay about the retard right and the woke right and stuff, is now walking that back and kind of dunking on James Lindsay.
I'm part of the retard right. Can I get hoorah?
Well, we're all retard.
I tried talking to him about that. He did not take to my words kindly.
You did send me some of the DMs that you had with Doyle.
Yes. Yeah. Because I said to him, because he said James Lindsay is a retard, which he is. And then he just said, I know, though, you've been saying that about me for a year. And I said to him, I will criticize you if you say something stupid, and I'll praise you if you say something correct. And I pointed out, like, you've been using the exact same verbiage as James Lindsay for, like, the past 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, your audience is right-wing. You don't think they're going to notice that shit? Like, really, like, who do you think you're fooling, dude? Come on.
I don't know. And, I mean, I've noticed him do that as well.
Then he just said, you've attacked my integrity. I'm like, you think it was only me who noticed that shit? No, I'm just the one who told it to your face. Like,
see, you're a lot nicer because my immediate gut retort and then like half a fucking like heartbeat would have been, is your integrity in the room with us right now?
Well, speaking of, that's a good segue, which is that more countery is that Bo Dade, who I quite like, and I've been on segments with on from the Lotus Eaters, had a bit of a crash out the other day with Nate, history bro, about the elite theorists. And we were talking about it in our group chat, and I was like, Bo, are the elite theorists in the room right now with us? And I realized actually in this group chat, yeah, those are the elite theorists. They were in the room.
Yeah, I'm about to say, when you specifically hang around in big group chats full of fellow elite theorists, and I believe to this day, yes, your Discord tag is the ball, I could see why people might think something was amiss.
That's unrelated. There was also that what's her name? Something Phillips, that woman who had a complete and utter crash out about how Melanie Phillips, yes.
Too many Phillipses too.
Too many Phillipses as well, who basically her crash out was, well, you can't, it's perfectly fine, normal and logical for ethno-nationalism to be a thing among Jewish people, but Brits can't do that, and they need to be civic nationalists. Rules for thee, but not for me.
I'm of the opinion that the Jews shouldn't be allowed to be nationalists at all, considering that they're rootless, landless fucking heathens.
Well, that's what they want you to be, though. You have to be deracinated. That's, it's just a collection of civic, not in any way connected by identity or shared history. That's what the UK is, just this loose collection of people who are deracinated and don't have anything to really do with one another. So civic nationalism is the best you know, that they can do. Can be no ethno-nationalism for the UK because, oh, but there's Picts and there's Anglos and
There's
Saxons
the
and
bitch who
these
comes from
people
a group of people that have never had any roots at all because they keep getting kicked out of every society that I've ever been a fucking part of.
109 times for
It is
some
time
reason.
for myself and my fellow Normans to stand up as one and say we're going to pay for our crimes historically and kick the Jews back out.
Bo did attack AI Alphabet Cat. Yeah.
For those who don't know, the
also-
Normans kind of brought the Jews in as a client race. Literally, so listen, we're sorry about it. We didn't know.
I don't know.
You can also maybe join the Spanish.
I really don't know
They've done the same thing.
why Bo went after.
Or I
'cause it
die
was
side by
obviously-
side with a Spaniard.
I mean, if you're talking about the elite theorist, right? You're obviously talking about AA. That's, you know, kind of inherent, but it's not just him. Now he blocked Scrump on Twitter, by the way. Bo did. So there's
Scrump
just
is really
Broken
polite
clock
to
was
him,
it?
actually.
there's a ton of right-wing infighting kind of stuff going on, and I don't know why it's all popped off this last week. I think there's a lot of animus.
Because they need someone to blame.
Yes.
I just find it hilarious.
We're all miserable and we're sick to death of each other. Let's be real.
Well, Farage also this past week put on Farage Fest, a great big music festival. Spent a shit ton of money on. Oh, it is cringe.
There must have been dentists lurking in the fucking car park like vultures.
We've got all kinds of stuff. Let's get into it though, because I have a long, like it's about 15, 16 minutes compilation of just the Jeremy Hambley, Alex Jones thing that I've put together, and then we've got so much video stuff, which actually, because I'm gonna have to play them through my side because I did edit them, so you guys will just have to shout at me to pause, and I will also share my screen with you guys.
Talk over it. It's all right.
No, but this way
we're not pausers as a rule.
Well, no, we are.
Spoon, fair to say.
Hmm?
The men can comment on something in motion and not have to pause it.
Well, yeah, but let me.
Yes.
This way you can.
I don't know
also
how
watch
your
it.
Discord puts up with you pausing the fucking previews all the way through, making it like a 1 hour video, 6 hours long. That shit drives me nuts, even knowing it's happening under my roof.
All right, so that you'll be able to see it there, guys. I just shared my screen.
Patience.
So let's start out with Candace Owens and Andrew Wilson's debate, which I have to be honest, like I said, I had no interest in. Charlie Kirk has been dead for over a year. People have been grifting off of his corpse for over a year, and ultimately it really doesn't fucking matter. Charlie, all of the energy that the right was filled with after Charlie Kirk's murder, whatever he meant, dead or alive, has been utterly eviscerated into the ether with all of the Iran stuff. Yeah. It's gone.
Yeah. Oh, also, someone asked me, what is my favorite Fallout New Vegas perk?
Yes.
Jury rigging.
Jury rigging is a good one.
That's a good one.
Indeed.
Mine's personally Shotgun Surgeon.
Shotgun Surgeon is good too.
I
don't like to use shotguns, but it's a good perk.
Shotgun playthrough is my favorite playthrough. Got just put whatever fucking bullshit I want into that 12 gauge.
I just like to snipe heads. Sometimes I like playing a unarmed or like modern.
Try hatchets one day. Try hatchets only. Throwing and regular just hatchets.
Yes.
It won't say.
Melee.
And then you get the universal hatchet.
Melee builds are fun. I like to role play as a tribal and do melee builds. I love that run in New Vegas. But
I too like to pretend to be a drug addict online.
Let's start out by talking about the Candace Owens and Andrew Wilson debate.
I will say, as far as the druggy thing is concerned, I never really used drugs in New Vegas.
I don't.
I have the problem of like it's a consumable, so I don't want to use it.
Yeah.
There are times like mostly I would use buff out if I was overladen with gear. That's about the only time I ever used it.
Yeah, I will say the in Fallout 4. I did pop jet like it was Skittles because you can make it with fertilizer, which is really easy to make if you have like a couple of like
it's just Jenkem.
Making there was just a bit of plastic and a bit of fertilizer, and I was basically just constantly high as a kite in slow mo, just shooting everything.
Speaking of drug abuse and Jenkem and whatnot. Okay, before we continue, I'm sorry. The way that you've got your camera oriented, you look like a Sanford and Son theme stripogram. Because it cuts off right above the. Is the corduroy jacket? Is actually.
What did you say? I look like I was from today? What is it?
No, I said you look like a knacker.
No, you said I was from. What was that? What's that? The Wurzels or whatever.
The Wurzels. Yeah, you dressed like a member of the Wurzels. You're dressed like a Jippo. I'm sorry. You've got the fucking weird, like, velveteen shoes
you are.
on. You're about to try and sell me heather.
Across the shoulders.
I love you guys.
It's
Thanks.
either gonna be that or like a German like
Well, I
beer
do. I mean, I
waitress.
have like a corset
You
thing
can't go
on.
with the beer wife. The beer wives have to like carry like 200 kilos of fucking beer. I have seen Aiden legitimately lose fights trying
Well,
to
no,
lift a
you can
bag
see
of
that I
shopping.
keep my legs up on the chair. I put my leg up on the chair. It's only when I get
She
really
sits like
upset I
L.
have to put my leg
Now
down
we
from
look
chair.
really nefarious.
Now it does look very nefarious. Wait, I just realized that. Oops.
I swear to God, I'm trying to keep this show like watchable. And
PG.
no, not PG. I use too many slurs.
We were discussing about a young boy screaming the N-word a couple of minutes ago. At
That's
the
true.
very
We
start,
were
so, yeah.
speaking of the N-word. Let's
I'm gonna have to step
talk
my
about
game up. I'm going to do a base.
Candace
My range is usually basic profundo, so I'll need to try and do a fucking rendition of that and see if I can harmonize them.
Let's watch Candace Owens. So I've got a couple of clips from it that highlight, I think, some of the wins that they both took or L's that they both took. What do you mean rip monetization? YouTube's totally fine with that kind of stuff. They don't that. Oh,
It's okay,
oh
it's an
wait, it's
educational
not
program.
Twitch. It's not Twitch. To be fair, it is not Twitch.
I will say I am more offensive on my videos than I am on the stream, and I have rarely do I get demonetized for a video. Like I have to go really hard.
My last video that I put on Aiden Paladin, the one that was about smut, did get demonetized. But I had to go through and I went back through and people were like, they were angry at me, understandably, because I had to keep bleeping it out. I could have maybe choose a different song for the bleep or sound for the bleeps. I just used the one I used to use, my old one.
Can I tell you the last video that I was demonetized on?
Which was?
Okay, not and in that kind of sense, not because of like a copyright thing. This was like probably 2 years ago when AA was doing a live stream and someone mentioned something about Fuentes in a super chat. And AA just goes, now listen here. If he's not, and he just went off on this rant and he said Fuentes fans, but he stuttered, so he said a G instead of an N. So it's kind of like British idioms.
Sure, stuttered.
Right? Sure thing, Jan.
Right, yes. Yes.
Sure thing, Nima.
So when the demonetization kicked in, I said, like, why is this demonetized? And it clipped the part that was offensive.
Yeah.
And it was that moment. I went, he said fans, you dumbass AI. It has nothing to do with, oh my, I was so annoyed. Because it wasn't even anything I said.
This free stream is good of Candace in it.
Welcome back to Mineralogy Today.
Indeed.
It was such
We're on agates again.
We are agates. We're all agates here. Let's get into it.
Hold on a second. It was such a good moment because AA just got ranted and then just stopped him with like, oh, I'm opening a window. And then everyone just laughed because he was just so annoyed, ranting for like 30 seconds about why everyone on Twitter is annoying the crap out of him. I will say he does seem to be in better spirits now that he's not on there. He seems less annoyed.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
He does actually. I do think though that him. Yeah, maybe I do think him giving up social media.
Watch James O'Brien. Like there's nothing amount of Twitter is not making me as angry when you watch that son of a bitch. Like he is one of the most evil people in all of English media.
Oh, Aiden should do a reaction to the EDP 445 documentary. Oh man, no, it's disgusting.
What is that?
EDP 445, his name is Eat That Pussy. 445 is a big fat fuck black guy who solicited what he believed to be a child for sex by a predator catcher, but then like the predator catcher, Alex Rosen, yes, part of the tribe, fucked up really massively there because he approached, or one of his decoys approached EDP first. You can't do that if you're engaging in a sting. They have to approach the target. You cannot approach and talk to them and solicit them. So EDP got off. Now, with all of in that documentary, because I did watch it, he
got off. Yeah, that was kind of his point.
I mean, he got off legally. I'm sure he did in other ways as well.
I've heard people saying that was essentially like.
Alex has gotten much better in the interim. He has put a lot of people behind bars, a lot of predators behind bars. He's really cleaned up his act in the years since that.
It's not like EDP is difficult to run away from, firstly. Second of all, more importantly, is that EDP has essentially used this documentary as an attempt, basically as a way to try and get himself murdered.
I don't know if
because he doesn't want to swallow a bottle of pills. I'm guessing they just don't make packets of paracetamol that big anymore.
Some people were speculating, and I think there might be something to it, that he was going to top himself after it. Because like in that documentary,
that vibe about it.
He just straight up admits that, yeah, yeah, why else would I have gone to meet up with a 14-year-old? You think I really did it to get a cupcake? No, I wanted to have sex with a child. So I don't know
I really
how he's
shouldn't
not.
insist people use the Ethan Ralph voice or anything of this description.
That's what EDP445 said in that documentary. It was fucking. I don't know. I have no idea why he admitted to all that, unless he was going to top himself. But that's an aside. That's an aside. Friends, we've been talking for the last half an hour about what we're about to talk about, and I am actually quite excited to show you the mashup I've done of Jeremy Hambly's antics over the past week, because, fuck him. Fuck him for being a faggot, alright? And that's with an F-L-A-G.
I am gonna go straight up say it. I hated that cocksucker before, because the way he acted at Mines.
He did act like he was superior to people at Mines, which was weird.
We were all out smoking, and, like, all the warriors were there. We had Tim was there. I'm not sure he was out smoking with us. I think
Tim didn't go out and smoke, but Sargon and Dank were.
So, yeah, all of us are out there, and it's just him, and I assume his missus with him. I assume, like off by themselves, smoking and refusing to even talk to anyone.
Yeah, he was on the balcony.
People bigger names than him.
Yeah, he was out on the balcony with us, but wasn't interacting with us at all.
Actually, he was like hiding behind a pillar to themselves.
I had been on stream with him, I think multiple times by that point, but yeah, he barely interacted with me too, which you don't have to. I get it. Some people are just socially awkward. I'm socially awkward, okay?
Tim was a bit like that too, but he was just kind of pottering around doing his thing.
That's how Tim is. Tim's aloof. And yeah, Tim has embarrassed himself a little bit in some of this stuff this past week. I don't dislike Tim.
Oh, we all make ourselves a tit from time to time.
I think, just to be clear, I'm going to say, I'll be clear about who I like and who I don't like. I'm not a big fan of Candace Owens. I've never been a fan of Candace Owens because of the social autopsy shit. I've never trusted her. I've always thought that she was... Like, I know she gets the girlies real excited, and she does that female-oriented conspiracy theory stuff. I do not trust her. It's not that people can't changes.
I have eyeballs. I have eyeballs and a color chart. I don't trust her.
Anyway, let's watch a couple clips of it, though. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. Like I said, at the end of the day...
I don't trust her because she has ovaries. We are not the same person.
Love you too, Spoon. However, you're not wrong.
You said you had some...
You're not wrong. Right.
New evidence at the beginning of the...
Not all of them are bad.
What?
Just the ones with that shade of brown.
True. Let me go back. Can you guys hear it and see it? Man, what another great freeze frame there right at the start.
That is a great freeze frame.
It is. Can you guys hear and see?
Well, it's not playing yet.
Okay. All right. I will turn it on then.
You said you had some new evidence at the beginning of the...
Oh, yeah. You can't hear it?
Nope.
Oh, no. What am I going to do?
I've got this shit cranked up, too. I can't wait to get deafened in 3 seconds.
Well, no. If it didn't play...
I'm not really that bothered about not hearing it, to be honest. It's kind of
improvement. Just put closed captioning on. We don't need it.
Well, the thing is that for the videos, I'm going to have to... that should be different. When I'm playing my stuff, which are the long-form stuff, let's put the closed captions on there. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
You should show that text message that you read, just because I think that's important for the public. You shared it out of context.
So Andrew said that Andrew said he read this text message, and Candace asked him to actually show it, which was... What was it about, right? Text message...
Oh, Andrew looks rough when he's not smoking nicotine for a day.
It's starting to get the sweats. It's been 5 minutes.
He got a bit owned on this, I would say, because he had the supposed private text message. She asked him if he would show it. He said, no, I'm going to save that for my show. Now, by the way, whatever, get your bag. Andrew Wilson raised money, $300,000 for this. And then Candace ran ads on it. She ran her own ads for her own shit, as we'll watch, I think. I think I have it.
This is just a shameless grifting of a corpse. Like, this is just grave robbing.
It is.
Like, can we just
I
please not pretend that it's anything else? Because these people, these two, are they in any way connected to the security state, the regime, anyone in Congress, anyone in the executive that actually passes laws? In what I'm trying to say is this debate moving the needle in any capacity, in any way whatsoever?
No. People who like Candace are going to think Candace won. People who like Andrew are going to think Andrew won. So that's why I don't want to waste too much time on this. And over a guy who's been dead for nearly a year.
Yes.
You know, I'm glad he's not around to see this.
I mean, after all the shame, it's hard to get more shameless in terms of the grifting than what Erica Kirk did. I mean, like, I
was about to say, his wife probably enabled it because she's been batshit insane since
she has been batshit insane.
The Instagram coffin thing that made me go like, oh, this woman has no soul.
At first, I was kind of like, maybe, people grieve differently, but the fucking...
I remember giving you shit for that.
I know.
And I was like, no, that's just shameless.
Like, there are two interpretations: is that it's shameless and she's heartless, or she's had a psychotic break.
The skin-tight leather pants in the big Charlie Kirk funeral party thing they put out in a
Yeah.
It looked like
stadium
Krusty the Clown's bar mitzvah.
with the fireworks and all the like different musical acts and stuff. Like
Yeah,
a
that was
big tent, big church thing. It was shameless. Yes, it
people
was
think, "Oh,
shameless.
this is how America does things." Like, no, it isn't.
I
Stop.
don't think so.
This is embarrassing.
Sorry, let's get to it.
Show.
So he says he's going to show the text message on his show, not going to show it to Candace. It looks suspicious, Andrew. It does.
I'll share the text
So you're going to
message.
read it on my show, but not show it.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'll show it on my show, but that's what I'll do.
As well.
I'll show it on my.
Can
show.
I ask why?
Well, because I want to.
Because I want to drip out.
He's actively saying here that he's grifting. I want to drip it out so I get more money on it. How else do you interpret that?
Why,
I know they're both grifters, but come
question
on.
is this, then, I don't know, maybe I feel like we're kind of
In this
complicit by
sense,
showing
they
this
both
clip.
are. I'm saying in this, like, it's showing that both of them went into this with financial incentives and not really about any kind of, at least to me.
What else
I don't
have
dislike
either of them
Andrew,
got better to do?
but
They're
they
money
both. This
deals.
whole thing was a money-making fucking operation.
It's
That's why all of the communication on Twitter prior to the debate was in public, because they would get insane amount of
Interaction.
interaction with the tweets. I mean, there's one where Andrew just messages just a retweet, and it's a 1.1 million views. Like, they do this multiple times. Like, for those of you who don't know how much Twitter pays, if you did this just like shit posting back and forth for like an hour and you gather up like maybe 6 or 7 million views, you'll get like $1,000 for just sitting on your ass tweeting, doing nothing.
Just tweeting. Yeah. Now Twitter's paying less now because it turns out that, by the way, I think that is blood Elon. They've changed all their stuff now, or it's going to change. Also, YouTube's going to change next year, where basically shorts aren't going to pay anything anymore. In order for you to get any money from shorts, you have to get, what was it? It was an exorbitant amount of views. It was like over 1 million or something. I think it was like over 1 million. I don't know off the top of my head. But also Twitter, you're not going to get paid. Look, I enjoyed it while it lasted. I enjoyed getting a little extra $50 to $100 a month from Twitter, but that was untenable. And a lot of it was because of the excessive grifting of people who did just, I'm not necessarily saying these two, but people who did just fucking grift off of it and made a bunch of money by posting shit that was designed to get maximal views with little concern for accuracy or with integrity or anything else.
I will say I made a tweet.
10 million a month, is it? Yeah, for sure. It's crazy.
Yeah, I made a tweet a couple of, I think maybe like 2 weeks ago now, because I was below the threshold because something happened to Twitter's algorithm where I got no traction. Like, you can see, like, the fall was massive.
It happened to a bunch of
like,
people.
I was like,
it happened to Alex Jones.
There was like 80. It was like 80% less, probably like over 90% less exposure for my tweets. I didn't change anything. And then one day I just made a tweet mocking, oh fuck, who's the bitch that's trans now?
Which?
Ellen Page.
Oh, Elliot Page. Yes, yeah.
No, it's Ellen Page. Fuck off. That's the whole point of the post.
Yeah.
I just said, like, it's amazing how she spent this much money to end up looking like a lesbian next to a picture of Rachel Maddow's. And
she does look like Rachel Maddow.
Exceedingly well. Yeah, I got 4.2 million or like 2.4 million views on that tweet. It was insane.
You just look like a lesbian.
I got paid almost.
Hello.
Yeah, and I got paid almost $500 just for that tweet.
Damn. Wait, again, that was the benefit of Twitter when that kind of shit happens. But
you had to go to the mainland to set that shit up because we don't have it over here.
Yeah, but mine, I did. It's set up for me now, but I did have to be in England. Oh, I did mention. Go ahead, sorry, Spoon.
This just shows you how dumb that is, because I got more money from like that single tweet, which took like what 2 minutes to make, if that, and it was just one sentence, than like any video that I've made in the past like 4 years.
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like a single video. Okay, no, there's 2 videos that I've made that did like really, really well.
My last video did well.
Yeah.
The one I had to bleep.
Yeah. I think the one that I've done the most on was like that drinker video.
Yeah,
where I'm taking the piss out of Destiny. Yeah, that had like almost $1,000, but that had like 200 and something thousand views.
Oh,
so it just made me realize that I got so much money from just like 2 minutes of work. That's just like absolutely criminal.
2 things I should mention. Talking about like public events, we were talking about Minds IRL. I will be at the Wittan, not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after in Bedfordshire, England. I don't know if tickets are still on sale. I think they still are. So if you happen to be in the UK, or be traveling or something, or want to come, I will be giving a speech there at the Witan next week. And then I think we can announce this soon, but I will be also giving a lecture in Stevenage, which is North London, on the 19th of September. What else? There was something else. Oh, yes. And then yesterday, I was on Base Camp with Malcolm and Simone Collins. We recorded an episode. I don't know when it will go up. It was very lovely talking to them. You had done an episode with them before, right, Spoon?
With who?
Malcolm and Simone Collins of Base Camp.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, they're nice people.
Yeah, it was nice to talk to them. So anyway, that's random updates. Let's get back into stuff. Let's focus. Focus. We got it. Let's lock in, chat. We got this.
Rip out that evidence. Keep people coming back for the show. Right?
I mean, that is just admitting to grifting.
Snark serves you so well.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, I'll release it there. Yeah,
That's basically the way that Elon released the Twitter files.
Yeah. My God, what a face.
But with the sound off, it's very disquieting.
It really is.
Because it doesn't look like she's having regular facial movements. It looks like she's having to like crowbar every muscle into place. Like
it
she's
does.
Like, Botox done.
Maybe. Well, that came out at Melanie Mac about how much Botox she's had and stuff. So here's another clip. Oh yeah, dude, she can't move her eyebrows, which she can with concerted effort. Oh, dude, Spoon, if you didn't know about this, Spoon, let me show you old videos of her. She looks like she looks like a different person every year for the past 15 years. It's actually astonishing how much she has transmogrified.
I do need to eyeball that at some point because I'll be able to tell you pretty much exactly when and where, like each piece.
I mean, I don't know, but it looks like she's had some things done and then undone. Like she had these really distracting lip filler put in for a while, so her lips are like, you know, when it looks a bit off and they're real puffy. Yeah, like for a while she looked like that.
I haven't really paid attention to anything she said for like the last 18 months.
Yeah, I know you haven't. But is the gate lecture is announced. Oh, thank you much. I didn't know if I was talking to them in emails, but I didn't know if they had made it public. Sure. Well, I can also get that up then. Just give me a moment here. Well, let's put on Andrew. So this is this is the longest clip. This one's 5 minutes, okay? Because this looked really bad for Andrew. He could not look there. He was kind of wrong, and I would say it was a technicality. It was a technicality, but it wasn't a technicality. If you're going to talk about the actual charges that were levied against Tyler Robinson, which is the entire big part of this debate, you'd think you should know those things. And he challenges Candace like, "Oh, Candace, you don't know them," but she does. And this looks very bad. This was the worst part for Andrew, I would say, out of all of this. Like, this was not a good look.
Yeah, it seems pretty, like, if you're going to engage and you're going to say the evidence is overwhelming that Tyler Robinson is guilty, I just think that you should, like, can you tell me
what?
Yes, you know.
Oh, no, it's not.
I can't, I don't know why I can't get the audio. I'll send you guys the actual clip if you like, but I had the subtitles on. I don't know how to get that to work. Thank you.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, this is up, by the way.
And goes, hey, do you want to listen to black people? Nah.
I haven't even signed up yet. Well, I guess I'll be there either way. So yeah, I'll post this in the chat. Thank you.
Good.
Nah.
Nah, we're good.
Boop. All right, let's go. Let's get back into it, shall we?
Then let's do the counter. You can really, this is a great gotcha.
No. You just got to ask me, play clips out of context, put me in the hot seat. So please just answer the question.
This is fair. Name all 7 since you've been following these.
It is a question. I mean, like, look, I do think this is a bit of a gotcha. It's sort of a, like, oh, can you name all 7 of the charges? It sounds like a gotcha, but they're like challenging and testing each other in a way that's kind of bizarre. And it turns out she does know all of them. And the one that Andrew gives is not exactly correct. So it just made him look. It was not a good look for him, like I say.
Case.
Okay, sure. You name one.
Yeah, you named all 7.
I'm happy to do that, but can you name one?
I think he's been charged with murder.
That's actually incorrect.
Okay, great. Now name all 7.
He doesn't even.
This is so petty and stupid. You see what I mean about like this being a waste of time and $300,000.
This is like
name all 7.
And I
can you name all 7?
I can't.
Then do it.
Sure, you don't have to
do it. Pay me $300,000 to be in the presence of Candace Owens and not just start shrieking slurs.
Now, some people have also said, oh, she had an earpiece in, so she was being fed these. If you don't, if this is something that you've spent the last year talking about and you don't know this information off the top of your head, if it has been your crusade then I would be shocked. I would actually give Candace that she probably does know the charges, you know?
Expecting black person with a work ethic, I'll believe that when I see it.
And Andrew appeared to want to do a gotcha on her, but it didn't work. Whether or not she had an earpiece in, it did not work. And she was just being fed this. So it made him look silly.
Do it. I'll count them. Go ahead.
You don't have to put your fingers up. I
okay,
can do
I'll
that.
name them.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Andrew wasn't
Blackbird.
being serious about the murder answer. I mean, maybe, but now if he wasn't being serious, he was being serious about asking her the questions about what the 7 charges were, and then she can name them and makes him look, again, like I said, makes him look poorly.
Name them.
The first charge is aggravated murder because that's what carries
Okay.
a death
So
sentence in the
murder.
state of No,
Next.
that's not. That is literally not murder.
Okay.
And
Next.
so just for people, I don't have to do it in a time limit. There's nothing going on. And just to explain to people the difference of why that really matters and shows that he doesn't actually care about this at all.
Like a racial
is because
spectrum around
aggravated
the room.
It really is. Now, I would say
No, no,
she brings this up, and she is correct that Andrew, and it's not just Andrew, it is very, very common debate tactic and very common tactic that you find amongst people like Destiny to, not just him, but like this is a common political sort of conversation or debate tactic to put people on a time limit that they feel like they have to answer very expediently. I do think it takes her a while to fucking get to it, to get on with it. But she may have also been doing that to just be like, well, fuck you, Andrew, I'm going to answer my own time, because that is a tactic that he uses quite frequently. Out of the two of these people, I much prefer Andrew Wilson, by the way. I really am not a big fan of Candace Owens, but this wasn't a great showing on either part. And either way, Candace Owens made $300,000, plus whatever she made from advertising.
Aggravated murder.
Who do you think is most correct as far as the points are concerned?
I don't know if what is the point? Was it whether or not the whole point was Charlie Kirk killed by Tyler Robinson, or was he killed by Tyler Robinson, but there was financial backing potentially from Israel behind it? That there was state involvement in it. I think Candace does think like it's a totally different person. It wasn't him at all or something, maybe. I don't pay attention to Candace. I really don't. I don't pay attention. She's been talking about this shit for a fucking year, and it's
I don't believe it was some random lefty who just shot him.
No, I think look, the CIA and Mossad have a long history of doing this shit, of finding a fucking patsy. They also have a very long history of just randomly giving people guns, who shouldn't be able to otherwise afford them.
Nicaragua.
Yeah.
Has your son suddenly come into the possession of a Daniel Defense brand rifle? Call the fucking police immediately.
Well, I mean, the police are in on it. Well, the feds.
And why do they all have a manifesto?
And weird how that works too. Indeed.
It's not like they can't read and write.
Amy in Connecticut says, I think it's funny that anyone believes we'll ever know the truth. That's exactly how I feel, Amy. You're never gonna. That's why I find this pointless.
You'll have truth
You're
when
never
you rip
gonna
it out
know.
of them.
I mean, well, you might find out in fucking 60, 70 years when they declassify it. But probably in our lifetimes, we will never know.
Theory on that.
Sure.
I have a strange theory on that.
Yeah, what is it?
If I was the CIA, the FBI, or just the deep state, right, in general, this is what I would genuinely do. Considering their reputation is so horribly bad and distrusted, I think you could literally tell the truth in plain sight and no one would believe them.
Probably.
That's the point.
That's a plot of Stargate SG-1, which is that the government actively wants a TV show about their top secret space travel program to be made so that it's plausible deniability. They want everyone to know this and just be like, yeah. The U.S. government has this, space travel program. It totally exists. Just get that out there. Like, I mean, I know I'm talking about a obviously fictitious show, but I do feel like they do shit like that sometimes. They just put it out there. Let Alex Jones say it. Let someone like Alex Jones float it, and then it's out there. And if anyone else repeats it, they'll go, obviously, that's an insane conspiracy theory.
Or you can take people like Candace Owens, Alex Jones, like Ian Carroll, and give them all like a piece of the puzzle, like an actual piece of the puzzle, like drip it through CIA lines or whatever, knowing that there is no way in hell anyone would be autistic enough to go through all these people, get the correct information, stitch it together to the actual narrative.
And making sure that they'll form factions that will never listen to each other at all.
Yes.
But you still get the information out there for anyone who wants to look for it. Therefore, under Satanistic methodology, you don't take any negative karma for any of the horrible things you did because you are explaining them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, exactly.
We have been transparent, just across like a very decentralized way.
In a way that would make it so that no one would believe the truth. You know?
Defined.
Thank you. I have many good points. I'll be here all weekend.
carries
question.
a death sentence. I'm going to answer the
I've only
question.
got the one,
You're
but
just
it's
gonna
on this podcast, hasn't it?
Sorry, I should announce. I'm going to play it again because that way we don't talk over it. I'm going to play it again. Okay. Go.
Is because aggravated murder, it's narrowly defined, and because it carries a death sentence. I'm going to answer the question.
Okay,
You're just going to recognize that your strategy of thinking that people are intimidated when you try to put a time constraint doesn't work, and you'll be better the next time you do
I
it.
got it. Give me.
What was that?
And as the people who use this show as a just audio book essentially each week, think to themselves, have my headphones packed up?
No, the audience can hear it. You guys just can't.
Oh, it just does. Okay.
Yeah, it's just no. You guys can. You guys are the only ones who can't hear it. The audience can hear it. It's the way. I got to figure out some way around this. I gotta find some way around this. This happens every week when I do the Sunday show.
The other ones.
The more you cut me off, the longer I'll take. Do you want to just wait for me to finish of why that's a big
It's so
difference?
childish.
So that
No, I
people
just
don't walk
want you
away.
to
All of
list
this.
the charges.
Yeah,
Pedantic
I'm
and
going to do
childish.
that. You just don't get to pretend that there's a time constraint for me to do that.
Well, how long does it take you to list 7 charges?
Because I'm speaking. You just got to.
It sounds like you're just delaying it because you don't know them.
I know also.
Like, I think that was Andrew's gambit there of thinking she actually didn't know these, but she did. And this ended up going on. It took 5 minutes to fucking get through just naming the goddamn 7 charges, which is why we're not watching this whole bloody debate or whatever it was. Because it took them 5 minutes just with this sniping back and forth shit.
7 of them,
Then
and I'm
tell
going to
me
say
them.
again, because you're going to get embarrassed. You don't have to rush this. I'm also showing an example of a very flawed debate strategy. I actually am
well, I
under
got
no
one.
time constraint.
I got one.
Great.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The
you are
second
watching
charge
This
is
is
the
insufferable.
This is the
felony
Marlboro
discharge
Man.
Yeah, indeed.
of a weapon. The
Ladies and
next 2
gentlemen, you're
charges.
watching messy divorce litigation.
It does actually kind of feel that way. It does kind of feel that way.
Was this going on? How long was this debate on for?
I think it was like 2 hours, the full thing. I didn't watch all of it. I watched the highlights because I wasn't gonna. I have no interest in this.
It's not like
Besides the,
courtroom
like, the
divorce
highlights,
litigation.
exactly.
It's like what's that one where they have like an actual litigator?
A mediator.
Mediator, that's one.
Yeah.
This looks like a divorce mediation. It's
It-
like,
it-
no,
Patrick
don't
bet
give it. I'm
David.
not giving you the fucking dog. You'll put it down.
Patrick Bet David is the therapist here in the divorce.
Are for obstruction of justice.
Okay.
The next 2 charges are for witness tampering, and the
What's
final
the specific charges though?
that is them: obstruction of justice,
Both of
obstruction
those?
of justice, witness tampering, witness tampering.
Okay, and there's no other specifics to them.
Well, I can tell you why he's being
No,
charged.
no,
with
no.
it.
Just the charges and then 7.
Yeah. See, the bad thing is when you try to be an a-hole and it doesn't work.
What's the 7th?
The last charge is violence in front of a minor.
Okay, got it. So then he's being charged with murder. You just say aggravated murder. That's the distinction.
She did point out there is a difference, I guess. I don't know. I think that's a bit of pedantry, but Andrew tried a gambit there, and it did not work. The gambit of trying to catch her on not knowing the charges failed, and now he looks silly.
It's a massive. It's like you cannot
Massive.
say murder versus aggravated
massive
murder.
distinction.
This gets to the entire crux of why him being up for the death sentence, and I actually find the defense's filing about why this is not aggravated to be very compelling of why it's not aggravated murder. I actually think if the state was going to even try to pull this off, they should have charged him with just murder. And then I do also, again, want to stress to audiences that debate strategy gets some sport.
Ooh.
I think he thinks it's a blood sport. It's not. It's about being right and being principled.
Oh, no. It is a blood sport. Debate in politics is a blood sport. That's why this is pointless. Because, as we said at the beginning, people who like Candace are going to think Candace won. People who like Andrew are going to think Andrew won. The only thing... That's why it's a blood sport. Just drag each other out and try to make the other person look silly. And in this instance, Candace made Andrew look silly. He got at least one own-in on her that I saw, at least in my perusal of this, which I'll bring up in a minute.
Can we at least bring Ethan Ralph et al. Back to host it? So just have a morbidly obese midget high off his tits on Xanax in the background, actively ODing.
I mean, that was more honest in a way. Yeah. When it was just
trust me, there was
morbidly
no
obese,
secrets.
fat alcoholic ODing on Xannies. Yeah.
I want to watch a debate where Ethan Ralph gets a summons halfway through, an actual his hand in a court summons. That's what I want to see.
From my understanding, by the way, Deadpool Kid, aggravated murder means it is a different charge. And not that there is a passive murder, but aggravated murder is different than if like you accidentally murder someone. I think it implies intent. I'm not a lawyer and I don't know. But there's some sort of legal distinction there, I'm sure.
When you're engaging, and you can make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time, but at least be genuine in pretending that you care about this case enough to know one of the 7 charges that are up against Tyler Robinson when you say the evidence.
It's exacerbating circumstances.
Is it
premeditation,
okay.
Multiple victims, or a high status victim?
So premeditation, I think, is what it was in this case, right? So it wasn't totally off.
And a high status victim.
And okay, yeah.
Overwhelming that he's guilty.
If you would murder for hire or financial gain. And
yeah. Look, again, Andrew tried a gambit there. It didn't pay off for him.
To move to final statements, I'm fine. I want to make sure Andrew has had the time that he has requested.
I think your team would like to pull up the 7 charges that he just asked you about. If you guys want to pull that up just to confirm the 7 you went through. Can you guys zoom in a little bit? For
aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm, obstruction of justice, which is counts 3 and 4, 5 and 6, tampering with a witness,
7,
and count 7
violent
I said offense in the presence of a minor.
Front of a child.
Yeah.
So 5, 6, tampering witness, 3rd-degree felony. Now, I did notice something. I just was curious about. If I'm just wondering, when you pulled out your phone just before you asked that question, did somebody by chance text you that question?
You can check my phone.
I'm just curious.
No, you can absolutely not.
That looks. I mean, do it. Do it then. Does it really matter? This is so pedantic. Like I said, this is so stupid and childish. Whole thing, an enormous waste of time. Amy in Connecticut, you said you did watch it. Yeah, I'm sorry that you can't get your fucking time back. I'll try not to waste too much more of yours and play.
Oh yeah,
this.
sorry about that, Amy.
Yeah.
I have not had one communication with a single person, not even my producers who are in there this whole time we were here. You want to check my phone? I'm happy to do it because you're just going to get double embarrassed. Where's my phone?
You want to see it?
I'm just curious. Yeah.
You can literally do that. Here you go.
Oh, I forgot also Candace Owens is pregnant, by the way. So Andrew Wilson, potentially, depending again, because it doesn't fucking matter. Whoever you think won is completely based on who you like.
Apparently, but twitching like a maniac there was apparently because that's someone jonesing for, I almost said the F slur.
Well, no, for a cigarette. Is he? I mean, he does smoke. I would I'm smoking while we do this because
he does smoke a lot.
He does smoke a lot. Look, I like to have a smoke while talking politics.
The times I rolled over at the night at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and he's just there fucking chain vaping.
I'm not chain vaping.
DVD, you're the moderator.
Yes, you are.
Let's
see if anyone was texting.
That legit looks like one of like BioShock's health potions.
My vape.
That's good for you.
Bright, yeah, like bright candy red.
Yeah.
It's like she had to go one night without a vape, and legitimately she was like audibly like angry and twitching.
I was pissed. I am a little bit worried. I've never felt that before, but I was like in a bad mood today because I did. I know. Now I realize I got to deal with it because I didn't realize that like not having any.
It's a xeno testosterone. It's gonna fucking amp your aggression up.
That's it too, right? Like, where's my I need my vape? It's so gay. It's so gay.
Have
Mock me, deride me, Chad, please. No, I'm not gonna have.
I can make burgoo.
I'm not having breakfast whiskey, Spoon. That's an insanely bad idea.
No, you just make. We've got porridge in the house. You should put a splash of Dubliner in there.
Oh, I do like
Dubliner.
Dubliner.
Is it burgoo that's the one that's whiskey and porridge?
I think it is. I don't know if that's what I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Or is that the hardtack one?
I don't know. Anyway, we're almost done with this.
Bill, if you and I ever meet, we will have breakfast whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Spoon, if you ever come back to this fucking hemisphere, we will feed you breakfast whiskey. Di is supposed to come over here. Your fellow,
your stops playing Marvel Rivals.
Your fellow Iroid, who you get along with so well, Spoon. She's supposed to come over here to Guernsey.
Oh, that bitch.
Jesus.
Screw her. I will not be nice. She was an asshole. Get fucked.
See, this has ruined our plan to lure him back here, and in fact, we were also sending Di.
Oh well.
At the same time, with a camera going to live stream the fight.
We'll make sure.
Her name will be very fitting if she's in the fucking company.
We'll make sure to feed her weed and whiskey so that she survives. Well taken care of.
Yeah, because that worked out really well last time.
About the violent charges.
Now it makes it sound.
Yes, you know what we need? Someone from Ireland, and they need alcohol in them because.
I can't wait till we get to another clip.
And not a break.
I really want to get past this because I know they can't hear it, and that really makes it more difficult to get through it. Almost done.
I'm looking through this. You give me permission.
You
so I'm
have
looking
full
at I'm not
permission to
give
go through
names.
my phone. I don't need to cheat.
So the last one has nothing to do with it. It's just a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even read my text messages.
That's
so
a compliment.
he's reading them.
You're okay. You'll give me permission. I'm
Yes.
just going to read 3 of them
Yes.
to 11:32 because after that, I don't need to read it.
And you know their texts. Could have been Telegram. Could have been something.
All
like
I
that.
have is Signal. You can check that too. I only have Signal. Telegram I used in Russia.
Okay.
And that was it. I downloaded it for
I'll
Russia.
take your word for
Man,
it.
I
Yeah.
said in
I
my
don't-
video, this is just like a crap flinging fest between the two.
It
That's
is.
really accurate, actually.
It really is, and this was embarrassing. This part in particular was
It reminds me of
embarrassing
that
for
line
Andrew.
between, yeah, it reminds me of the line, but oh fuck, what's his name? Hold on a second.
We got
The
enough
author's
of it.
name
We
is
already sat
somebody-
through 5 minutes of that. So again, this is just from the Times of India, but just explaining what happened is, I've already said this, but Candace Owens got $300,000 to do this. Candace Owens, regardless of who
Yes.
won in anyone's mind, won. She also ran ads. Candace Owens
Yeah.
fucking won.
This would be less embarrassing if, and actually probably more, politically accurate and pertinent if in one corner, if with one person was like Paul Heyman and the other one was Paul Bearer. And it's like
Yes.
really just have it be a fucking like wrestling match. Fuck it.
Yes, Frosty Chaos, thank you for elaborating, but he says aggravated murder is a more heinous type of murder, like murdering police and children, murdering while committing other felonies. Yes, murder with cruelty, sadism. Yes, I think we did go over that. Spoon, I think, brought it up, but yes. So there is a legal distinction between murder and aggravated murder, and
Includes assassination,
if
including witnesses. And
maybe
whatnot.
Andrew was being flippant, or maybe he was just being colloquial with it, but you're in a debate, and if you are just being flippant or colloquial, it leaves you open to an attack from your opponent. So, like I said, in that particular
like to know,
instance,
did Candace offer to do a debate for 300, or did Andrew offer her?
he offered
300
her the money.
smackaroos.
He offered her the money. It was like,
Okay, well then you can't really say she's a horrible person when you offer the money first.
right. It was, well, we have to offer her money that she'll come and do it. Well, she did it. And then, as I said, she ran ads. Case in point.
When we get back, if you'd like to.
And then what changed?
That's a good idea.
Nothing has changed whatsoever. No needle was
Nothing.
moved in any
Yeah, exactly.
direction. This is a huge waste of time and money. Except for Candace,
Yeah.
who made a shit ton. I'm sure Andrew made some money off of it too in some way, even though he put up the money.
Andrew did as well. Andrew
He
does
did.
not do anything for free, let's
No.
be real.
Idea.
Andrew came on this show for, hang on, Andrew came on our tiny podcast for free, to be fair. He did. So,
Folks, we're going to take a quick ad break. We will be back in 3.5 minutes. Thank you.
All right, you guys.
Yeah, fair enough.
3.5 minute ad break for Candace Owens to run her ads.
Nearly 2,000 years, Christians have lived continuously in a small village just outside of Jerusalem called Taipei. All right, you guys, do you feel like you're working harder than ever but still falling behind every month? Between
This is her just
grocery
running ads
prices,
for
bills,
3
and
minutes.
Credit card debt growing, it can feel
Why are we
impossible to
showing
get
it?
ahead.
Which
But
includes
I
her
just wanna tell you
fucking.
Well, I mean,
QR codes.
I'm just, because these are only clips, but there you go. If you really want to use promo code Candace and click the fucking QR code on screen.
Promo code Candace Dick fit in your mouth.
Indeed. So again, this I
Yes,
will
you're
give
right.
one. This is a one little win, and it's short, but one little win that I do think owned that Andrew got in. But are these little wins worth paying her $300,000? Again, Andrew got paid too, but is this worth? I mean, people just
Think of how much money is 300 grand is. What you could do with 300 grand. You could pay someone to poo on a fucking front doorstep every day for like 3 years
I mean,
for that much.
it's
And they'd be a very well paid.
It's enough to
shit
buy a
flinger.
house. It is enough. That is enough
It
money
would be
to buy a
less shit
fucking
flinging
house.
than this.
Yes, that is enough money for most of
Hmm.
us to buy a fucking house.
Not over here though. Holy shit.
No, not over here in Guernsey, but in most places you can.
I could buy something
at
on
least
like
put.
the
You can
St.
at
Malo
least
coast.
put a hell of a lot of money down on one, on a nice house in a nice place like here in Guernsey. Although I do think like the smallest,
can
like
get
the
I would
cheapest
say you-
houses here cost like 500K, 500
It's-
pounds.
I've
by the
seen
way.
300 grand, but it's like beds. It basically places that were bed sits.
Well, USD to pound, that would be like
Oh, yeah.
250,000
I've seen.
pound. like that?
I've seen cars for more than that over here.
Yeah. Still, it's a significant chunk of change, right?
When you tweeted
300,000
Eric
is about 4.8 million rand. You could get like a 5-bedroom here for that price,
Yeah.
and in not a crap location, like
Well-
in the middle of like people around you.
Well, you do live in
Well,
South
when the
Africa.
Marlboro man calls us back and gives us a big fat paycheck to go on and shit fling at each other for 3 hours,
Andrew
we'll
offered, but you
start
wanna double
biting
down.
up South
Yeah.
Africa.
No thanks, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even do it for money.
No.
Just like out of principle, no. This is the reason I never spoke about Charlie. Because I can't, in good conscience, grift off a corpse. It makes me feel kind of gross, and also I like to think I'm better than everyone else. So
Yeah.
by doing that kind of shit, I would be rolling in the blood and mud with
Thank
all the
you,
other
Roman
pigs.
Michigan. I didn't know that. Thank you. So he says that this debate was on 3 channels, which I did know, but I didn't know about the ad differences. He says that Candace, Patrick McDavid and Andrews was just a feed of Candace's with her ads running. Patrick McDavid had his own ads running at an ad break. That's why he was so keen on doing them. Well, I'm sure that's why, Patrick was. But, I guess props on Andrew for not running his own ads. So Candace made money off of Andrew Wilson in a whole nother way. She ran ads on his channel. If anyone, probably not many people, but if anybody was thinking in that moment, well, I think Candace is winning here, maybe I'll go check out her thing, then she could have made more money that way.
Great polls, Green, by the way.
Indeed. Oil King Supreme for 5 says it was spectacularly awful. They should have worked together to find the truth on the case. They should have used that money to turn town hard right. Yes, I mean, obviously, but it's not about that. Were Patrick's ads ridiculous?
It's not about winning, it's about just money.
Of course, this was all about money. That's why it's grotesque.
Just cut out the middleman, just sell his organs.
What a great
that
freeze
fucking
frame there,
hard up
by
the
the
cash.
way. That's a great
I
one.
literally said this before.
Yikes.
Retarded to kill her husband.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain how you...
I mean, that is a good one. Andrew did say that Erica Kirk was too retarded to kill her husband. And she asked, could you explain how she was too retarded to do so? Your evidence that Erica Kirk is too retarded to kill Charlie.
Developed your evidence, your positive evidence for the fact
Well,
that
this is how
Erica
criminal
was
she looks
retarded?
when she hasn't done it.
Where is your positive evidence? Like I said, this is Andrew's W. That Erica Kirk was retarded?
I would have said
Where do you think it's going to go, Spoon?
My reply would have been the fact that she showed up to a funeral dressed in leather pants.
It's even simpler than that.
Yeah, sure. So
Yeah.
I just think all women are retarded.
I mean, I kind of agree with him on that.
However, that leads you up to the counterpoint of women murder people all the time.
Indeed. Well, that woman, again, Lindsay Clancy, killed her fucking 3 kids. And apparently...
Yeah,
I don't beat a Gemini.
Like, if you were accused of being a witch, they just hung you back in the day. If you were an infanticide, they burned you.
Rightly so.
And rightly fucking so.
Rightly so.
Oh, so you're allowed to just say stuff. Who knew?
I should really
and
grab
by
that
the way,
moment for a screenshot.
And what dramatically transformed your opinion of Erica after...
but then just grab Candace Owens' face and just put $signs in all over their eyes.
Yeah, why not? Just do it. I mean, that's it. That's basically the gist of it. Sorry, guys. I want to move on to something.
Can we edit Candace Owens to be like the Deanne Ward, like fatty bum fucking thing, like jet black skin with the fucking $sign eye?
Oh no, I have another clip, and this is Nick Fuentes, but I actually agree with Nick. It happens with increasing frequency. So here's Nick's take on it. I think he's right. I think Nick Fuentes is right on this.
I'm just going to be fair. I'm going to be honest about it. It was also clear from watching the debate that these are also 2 amateurs. And I'm not trying to insult Andrew. I am intentionally insulting Candace.
I don't want to insult Andrew. I am insulting Candace.
When I say amateurs, I mean, these are people that do not actually have any specialized knowledge on the subject at all. There's no expertise. If it's a debate about Charlie Kirk's assassination, what are some of the fields of study that are going to become relevant? It's going to be the law, because we're talking about a matter of guilt and whether he'll be convicted and the standard of evidence. So law is going to be a relevant field, and also maybe criminology and maybe physics on
psychology
some level, because
also.
we're talking about ballistics and explosives and things like this. It's very clear that neither of them really had a ton of expertise, and there were points during the debate when both sides, it was clear, didn't really know what they were talking about, didn't have a full grasp on the subject matter.
From what I've seen, that seems
to me,
accurate.
By the end, the whole thing felt like a waste of time, because one, you've got one side that is completely irrational, is just trying to score points by being snarky. For another reason, we don't even really exhaust all the...
By the way, that was Andrew's side, just to be clear. Andrew really was trying to score points by being snarky. From every clip I've seen of it...
But he does that in every debate.
And he does do that in every debate. That is Andrew's kind of modus operandi.
Subject matter. It's not even an exhaustive treatment of the subject at hand. And in the end, neither of them really even know what they're talking about. So we're not learning anything.
It's not about
This
learning.
is not like the clash of two titans that are
No,
at the top of
that's
this.
kind of Andrews's
Yeah.
that's his business model. I mean,
Yeah.
I've spoken to Andrew behind the scenes, and he's far more interesting when you just talk to him like as a person,
But
as opposed to being
I
in
liked having him
combative
on the
debate
show.
mode.
Again, when it's not like in a
Yeah,
combative environment and then you can just like
yeah.
talk
No,
normally.
though he doesn't like me now.
Oh, really? All of you burned that bridge?
Yeah, and I
Oh,
fully
you
stand by
said
my
some
decision.
shit about his wife, didn't you?
Yes, which is quite ironic because his wife will still talk to me if I say hi, which is quite weird. Which is kind of weird. I messaged her a while ago about like the debate that she had with that like not so erudite chick, and
Oh
it was
God,
really
yeah.
weird because I wanted to watch. Yeah, I wanted to watch the
She's
debate.
like retarded, man.
Yeah, and it was, you know, I was. Here's the thing. Like, I'm trying to be as nice as possible to like the debate format and not just pick one side, which I
Yeah.
obviously favor, which is going to be
Rachel.
her over the which is
Female
gonna be Rachel
destiny.
over not so erudite. Yeah, but then as soon as I watched the talk, I'm like, oh my good God. Like within like 30 seconds, I'm like going, I hate you because Rachel Wilson, this is like the debate was like, is feminism doing more harm or good? And Rachel lays out everything that's wrong
Yeah.
and that has actually happened. And this bitch just like, no, this is why it's great. I'm like, you were not even having the same conversation. She is telling you the end result, and you're still pitching it why it is great. It's like, oh, you're going to lose just based on the premise. Like within 30
Yeah.
seconds of a talk, and I went, Rachel is going to murder you just because you don't even understand what the debate is. I don't even care how Rachel behaved or the other person behaved. It was just the fact that you couldn't even understand how this format was basically laying out that you are guaranteed to lose because you're a dumbass.
Yeah. Indeed. Indeed.
And yeah, I said, yeah, I said to her, this is literally what I said in the debate. I said, I'm watching the debate here. Something that immediately strikes me in the opening remarks. Hers is bullshit, lofty idealism, sloganeering, and absolutely no contact with reality, whereas yours is almost exclusively focused on the outcomes. Like you're addressing the problems raised, and the little Miss Coconose is talking as if the experiment hasn't been going on for over 100 years. Genuinely bizarre. Because that's the thing that just drove me insane. If someone just says, hey, look, this is why this is a sketch show, and the other person's like, no, this is why it's great. I'm like, what? How?
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop talking now. You've lost.
I got a couple seconds here of Nick, and then we'll move on.
Field of knowledge that really are going to contribute something. So for this reason, I felt like it was a complete waste of time.
Yeah,
but I will.
That's it. I agree. I actually agree completely with Fuentes here. It was a complete waste of time. Now, there's Tim Pool versus Alex Jones. I'm going to set up a little bit of this. This is, we don't really have to watch too much of AJ, but he says he's pissed off at Tim Pool like everybody else because Israel spent $1.3 billion officially on their NESN to pay for U.S. influencers who attack anybody that's against the Iran war. And it's been clear that these guys all follow talking points and are in lockstep, and they hold it out of taking money from Israel. But on record, Israel's put $1.3 million in the last 18 months. If you go back about 14 months ago, that's why I'm reading it, because I know they can't hear. Tim Pool got caught meeting secretly with a bunch of influencers, and according to sources, and he said, yeah, I met with him, meaning Netanyahu, and there was chat and house rules, so he couldn't say what they talked about. Then I posted a video where he's celebrating because there was a glitch on X. So what happened was both Jeremy Hambley and Tim Pool went after AJ, Alex Jones, because he said that his viewership was down 90%. And guess what? At least Grok admits there was something that happened where viewership massively declined on a particular day, which I believe was the 17th. Or, yeah, so this was just August 18th, yesterday. But on the 17th, when Alex put up his show, he had a 90% drop in viewership. And for whatever reason, people, I mean, specifically, The Quartering and Tim Pool attacked Alex on it a little bit. That he wasn't making it up, but at least Grok has said that it did happen, and I think if anything knows that it would probably be Grok. I'll show it to you, the evidence of that.
Turns out fence posts isn't the only thing Tim likes up his ass.
Yeah, well,
live streams.
Reminder to those of you at home: if you find yourself in a position where you can take money from Israel, know that that coin is poisonous.
I mean,
I don't. The 30 fucking shekels of silver.
I don't know, but he says it was a glitch. Grok says it was something was off where everybody's views were way down on the 17th for some reason. And I mean, yeah, there seems to be evidence that Tim Pool did meet with Bibi Netanyahu. Tim says in response to this video from Alex, he said, or sorry, this is Alex Jones.
This was like his meeting with Netanyahu was like common knowledge.
Yes.
Like a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. Why did he secretly meet with Netanyahu? Yes, people.
No arguments about it then. It was just a given.
Yeah, it was years ago this came out. But then Tim is incensed by this, even though, again, as far as I know, this is public knowledge that he did meet with Netanyahu. With friends like Alex, this is the lesson of politics. There are no friends, only conveniences. Alex was fine to use my support and show when it served him. Now he's decided that I'm of less value. It's hard when you realize some people are never really your friend. I don't know. If you have taken Israeli money, which it seems that you have, I don't think that Alex Jones is betraying you in some way by talking about it, particularly after you talk shit about him, you know?
You hold your friends to task.
Also show when it served him. I mean,
yeah.
Tim, Alex has been around a lot longer than you.
Yes.
I think having him on your show
this for
boosts
35
the show
years,
more than the other
pretty
way
much.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim
like
came
when
up through
says, hey, look, Alex is coming on my show, that boosts your numbers because he's a big guest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tim
has
came
a
up,
name brand.
AJ did get drunk as fuck on Timcast.
Everyone gets drunk as fuck on Timcast. They got an open bar, for fuck's sake.
They do have an open bar,
But
by the way.
yeah, Tim came up through, as we know, like Occupy Wall Street and all that shit.
I'm just saying, I can confirm he does have an open bar there in the studio. So
let's not forget that our boy Alex came up through revealing the fucking Bohemian Grove.
Yeah. I mean but Alex Jones has been doing this for as long as I have been alive. He does know how this game is played.
He's been around since the 90s.
Yeah.
He's been doing this shit before you were born, Tim.
Yeah.
He was in a Scanner Darkly just to get blackbagged.
Yeah.
Hollywood was making jokes about him getting blackbagged.
Yeah.
It's kind of rough when you just say, oh, look, he's used me for like a platform of a show. It's like, dude.
Does Alex Jones
I
really
didn't see
need
you getting sued for more money than exists in the fucking treasury.
Yeah. Alex Jones got sued for $5 trillion. Now, it didn't end up being that much, but that is what he was being sued for.
Yeah, some insane amount of money. Yeah.
It was $5 trillion. I looked it up again recently. It was $5 trillion, which is more than a hell of a lot of countries' GDPs. Not what he ended up getting.
For the last century.
What he actually got sued for. But yeah, he was sued for an exorbitant, insane, incomprehensible amount of money for his...
an egregiously Talmudic quantity of money.
Wasn't Waco where he's cut his teeth reporting? I think he did also report on Waco. Alex Jones has been around for 35 years. So yeah, he's done all of it. And I mean, I don't know. I think this is a silly...
Murphy days it's a longer fucking amount of Murphy days and duration than my life.
This is interesting too, because Tim saying he's defended Alex Jones publicly for nearly 10 years is exactly what the Quartering said as well. Never said a bad word about him. Ask yourself what makes a man attack one of his allies in the media. Quo bono, Alex. He's attacking you because you met with Bibi Netanyahu. Tim?
And now you're starting to use terminology used by other people who took Israeli money, which makes everyone suspicious.
I mean, it's pretty obvious why he's not attacking you. Why he's not attacking you. He is saying something that appears to be a truthful statement that you met with Bibi Netanyahu and maybe took Israeli money.
He is holding a friend to task.
Who else did Tim take money from? Because what was the other country he took? Was it Qatar? He took or Saudis.
Aren't they antagonisms? I
thought yes, but Tim has taken money from Timcast from various different sources, and I mean, like, I don't think any of that is I know it's not.
Yeah, I don't
remember the other country.
I don't think Tim actually stands for much of anything.
No,
I don't want to.
Oh, was it Russia that he was in shit?
It was Russia. You're right. It was Russia. Is that Tim was accused of taking money from Russia, and I don't know if he did directly, but he may have indirectly taken money from Russia.
It was through Tenet.
It was through Tenet Media. God, yeah, Bill, you got it. You're on point. So Tim says this is the lowest circle of hell, Alex. Well, are there no subtitles on this? It's 25 minutes. He talks about it for a long time. He says, and this is just Tim talking about it. He's talking about, Tim meeting with Bibi Netanyahu, host of Timcast, now bizarrely accuses Alex Jones of receiving the call, implying that Jones is on the payroll of a foreign government, which Tim did do, by the way. He accused... I mean, it's very much like, you're accusing me. Always accuse your enemies of that of which you are guilty. Tim apparently has taken money from Russia, and he did at least meet with Bibi Netanyahu. I don't know if Alex has taken money from foreign governments. He certainly denies doing so. But to accuse Alex Jones, a man who was sued for $5 trillion of getting a call and changing his opinion on things, when Alex Jones has at least, if nothing else, and the whole reason this is happening, by the way, is because of this, because Alex Jones changed his mind on Trump. Trump publicly called Alex Jones a bunch of nasty names and threw him away after AJ had spent A decade, really, promoting and supporting Donald Trump. But the second this stuff with Iran started up and Alex Jones started to say, no, this is not what I voted for, this is not what you said you would do, there, within the conservative big circus tent, there was a pretty massive schism there. We experienced it here because we, of course, I think saw it for what it was, quite obviously at this point, which is that the war with Iran was a diktat of Bibi Netanyahu. It was at his behest, at his orders. And Trump went along with it. And it was a schism that occurred between people like Alex Jones, who went, well, I'm out then. I'm out of the fucking MAGA thing if this is what you're going to do. And you're not going to deal with the things domestically that you said you would. Whereas other people, like Tim Pool, like the Quartering, have been much more loyal to Donald Trump no matter what. Yeah. Lauren Chen got her own show. No, yes, she did. Yes, she did. She was, but Tenet was her big thing. So Tim has now demanded the exact same amount of money as Candace, $300,000 to debate Alex Jones. Now, this might be tongue in cheek, but, you know, Alex asked him for a live debate about this stuff. And he said $300,000 to do it.
Over the weekend did a major update, and it basically killed all the live streams, entertainment shows, media shows,
As far as I know, this is true, by the way, that it really did, like, hurt for the weekend. Like, one episode got fucked. Now, you guys will be able to hear this, I hope, because I'm going to share my screen with you. We're going to do that, okay? Because I've got my stuff here. Right, let me, oh, wait, where's my file? There it is. To find the, destination. There we go. We'll watch the, which one's first? Okay, let's do the Quartering versus Alex Jones. This is what I really wanted to get to because this was, I've got all the stuff in this in just this video. Quartering versus AJ. This is it, right?
Have you noticed how everyone who is against basically Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones are all Zionists?
Isn't that curious, right?
It's almost like it's the qualifying factor.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sound like Coach Red Pill there for a second. Okay. Let me just reorganize this for a second so it looks all right, and then I'll share my screen with you so you guys can see this. That probably, is that all right? Fine.
There we go.
That's about as good as it's gonna get. Whatever on it. Okay, let me share that with you guys so you can hear this. Sorry that you've not been able to hear anything as of yet. 1 second.
It's okay. I was declared legally deaf years ago.
Oh no, you'll be able to hear this. You'll be able to hear this. All right, you guys got that up?
Yep.
Hopefully we can all hear it now. Yes. Okay, this is the Quartering versus Alex Jones, and the major simping for Tim Pool saga. It's 23 minutes.
Oh, this better not have a single frame of gay porn in it like the last one.
It does not.
Let's scroll up. Maybe the Pakistani bots are asleep. Alex, as a daily viewer, I have personally tuned out since you've been on this "the Jews killed Charlie Kirk" nonsense. I'll tune back in when you come back to your senses.
My God.
What did my post have to do with Jews? I didn't say the Jews killed Charlie Kirk.
Clip that. What did my post have to do with Jews?
What did my post have to do with Jews?
The way he said that.
What did my post have to do with Jews? Just saw that peaked really hard. Sorry.
It's like a South Park bit.
Yeah. Can I would clip that and use it for a bit.
Oh God, that's what it is. Okay, Alex Jones's voice is just post-puberty Cartman. It really is.
Yeah.
The cadence.
What did my post have to do with Jews?
Can you play that again?
Come back to your senses.
Post-puberty fucking Cartman.
Here, I'll play it. Yeah.
Bots are asleep. Alex, as a daily viewer, I have personally tuned out since you've been on this "the Jews killed Charlie Kirk" nonsense. I'll tune back in when you come back to your senses. What did my post have to do with Jews? I didn't say the Jews killed Charlie Kirk. That's what most of the internet thinks, and I've looked at all the angles. Quartering. I'll give you a...
Oh my God. Just like, that's what all the internet, everybody else thinks.
Census. What did my post have to do with Jews?
Sorry.
I didn't say the Jews killed Charlie Kirk. That's what most of the internet thinks, and I've looked at all the angles. Quartering. I'll give you $10,000. You can give me a clip of me saying the Jews killed Charlie Kirk. 10,000.
You hear that clip of you going Jew. You start like staccato saying it to another guy.
Yeah.
I bet you more, but that's about what I got in my bank account.
You're not getting views because people don't
more
want to
than
watch
he's
it
got.
drunk on air.
Now this is Jeremy's cope, where, by the way, unbelievably, he's reading other people's posts to try and prove that actually Alex Jones has no fans and no support anymore. And it's not just, by the way, which was a glitch, again, as Grok said, or confirmed that this was a glitch, that there was something that was going on with Twitter as to why this episode received 90% fewer viewers than normal. Because that is pretty insane. And I can understand why, really, if you're Alex Jones, where you might think that you're being throttled directly, but it turns out it was everybody, right?
So,
oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I have to make sure that you hear that comment that Gordon was reading there, because he is pointing out and reading, by choice, a comment from someone who is calling Alex Jones an alcoholic. And Jeremy felt it pertinent to read that.
By the way, in case this isn't obvious, the way that the left was screaming racism and everything for the past, I don't know, like 10 years, the Zionist right is basically doing the exact same thing with anti-Semitism.
Yeah. You're anti-Semitic, yeah.
Also, look forward to this doctor. Let's listen to this Dr. Caligari's cabinet looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Real easy. I bet you more, but that's about what I got in my bank account.
You're not getting views because people don't want to watch it drunk on air.
So, the story's about you, isn't
it? The irony.
That's a steep drop to claim. How are you measuring a 90% reduction? He just doesn't have a 90% reduction.
Sniff.
And maybe it was
Dude, his
botted.
dead
I'm
air.
not saying he was.
I would like you to know that I clipped this all up. So someone had already clipped it, but then I clipped it to cut out some of the dead air. It's so crazy to look at Quartering streams on a video editing timeline and just the massive gaps between where he just says nothing. He just sits there. By the way, in a lot of this, he was on his phone, clearly tweeting for a lot of it. So I left some of that in. When he's got his phone out, he's obviously tweeting and in a fight with Alex Jones on Twitter while this is happening.
Botting it. I'm saying that X has a massive bot problem. And anytime you talk about that particular foreign country being bad, or you promote Candace Owens' idiotic idea that anybody but Tyler Robinson took that shot, it gets bought.
It would just take a moment to announce that Jeremy takes money from
insane
Israel.
Thing to say, by the way, that he thinks, what an alternative universe he lives in, where he thinks that if you say something negative about Israel, then you're going to be promoted on X. That's how you win. Well, Jeremy,
He's
why aren't you doing
suggesting
it then?
that the financial powerhouses of the world are anti-Jewish.
Yeah.
And that somehow Pakistan has money.
And Pakistan. So I'm leaving these tweets up just so you can hear the things he's saying versus the things that he on his stream versus the things he was saying on Twitter. Well, it's Miller time.
I didn't say that he himself made the claim, but he's.
You said, Alex, as a daily viewer, I have personally tuned out since you've been on the Jews killed Charlie Kirk nonsense. You didn't say that he was saying that. There you are literally saying it. I'll tune back when you come back to your senses.
On that beat.
On the beat.
He's promoting Candace Owens, who's promoting that beat.
Is he?
So his tweets were getting.
Is he promoting Candace Owens? You're going to see later on, he's going to ask his audience repeatedly for evidence that Alex Jones is promoting Candace Owens, because he's not, by the way. All that Alex did was say that he thought Candace won the debate between him and Andrew Wilson. That's all. And then Quartering, after being in the thick of this, realizes he actually doesn't have any evidence that Alex Jones has been promoting Candace Owens. So he starts begging his audience to find him clips while he's already engaged in the shit. It's so pathetic. Very funny, though. Very clownish.
A lot of engagement. I think from bots. Okay?
This is also from a guy who bots and buys views for his videos, which is very just deeply, deeply ironic there,
Both
Jerry.
the inbuilt YouTube promotion system and also third-party botting.
Yes, he uses both. He pays YouTube money to get views. And he buys views from third-party sellers. So this idea of that, Alex Jones is paying for bots is deeply ironic coming from this guy in particular.
It's just projections. Nothing ironic about it.
I know. So he's offering you 10 grand to do a debate. By the way, Quartering's going to take that because he thinks he can whoop Alex Jones in a debate.
More importantly, he's broke.
The debate. And yes, he is broke. And then we're going to watch the debate and we're going to see what happened. Do you think, chat, let me let this up. It's going to play for a little bit. Who do you think won? Do you think Jeremy Hambley or Alex Jones won in their debate? Who
Alex Jones.
The debate?
Who won? The guy who looks like Chumley let himself go, or the guy who looks like Lex Luthor's been doing Trenbolone?
Let's go. We'll see. Let's see where I don't know. It could go in a totally different direction. It could be that Jeremy just
Somebody's
trounced
getting
him.
more rat-like.
Yeah.
Also, it's gerbil-like.
Gerbil-like is correct, yeah. Gerbil-like?
Challenge
Gerbil.
to the video of Alex Jones saying
Gerbil.
that they
Oh, also he can't speak at all, man.
took out Charlie Kirk. I never said he said that.
Well, let
I
me have
said
a
he's
few more
on that
shots. Me
beat.
too.
He wants to debate something I've never said. Something has.
I'm putting it on the screen. Something I never said. There it is.
I never said he said that.
Yeah,
I said
you
he's
did.
been on that beat.
That beat.
Which he has
By
been.
the way, what a Weasley way to get out of it. I never said he definitely had. I said he's on that beat. Meaning, yeah, that's he agrees with Candace Owens. He's on that. What snivelly Weasley little liar,
I
dude.
didn't call you a rapist. I just said you had a rapey vibe.
Yes, exactly that kind of shit, right?
Here's my original tweet from last night. Nothing but love for you, Alex. But
No, it's not your original tweet. It's interesting he brings up this tweet. That's why I keep showing you the tweet in question. And it wasn't the only one. There were multiple tweets that he made like that before he, goes over and rolls over and shows his belly and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." And by the way, the whole reason he's done this, that he actually wants to go on the Alex Jones show on InfoWars, I don't think it's actually called InfoWars, is it still? Is so he could promote his fucking coffee, his failing coffee company. And hilariously, just wait for it, guys. Alex Jones reads out the name of his coffee company incorrectly. He just calls it, I think he just calls it Coffee Brand. He just says,
like coffee.com, was it?
He says like coffee.com or something, yeah. And then Jeremy later, by the end of the debate, has to correct him. Has to be like, actually, Alex, actually, I need to let you know the actual URL for my fucking scam coffee business. Dude, guys, it's so, buckle up, Homestuck. This is a funny fucking video.
Candace nonsense.
Don't say that word here. They'll summon them.
Yeah.
Which is likely why you're seeing the drop.
This is what I was talking about. Grok says, live streams on X saw sharp viewer drops on August 7th. Alex Jones initially flagged possible algorithm issues or censorship, then reported it was a platform-wide live stream bug hitting all streamers. He said X fixed it, and numbers recovered. Other people were reporting this as well. Again, Grok, the AI that runs on X, is saying that there was a drop in live stream viewers on August 7th. So it looks like Alex Jones was correct.
Still see our videos just fine. I just tuned out when you took the foreign country went after Charlie Kirk stance. When you put something out not about that, I'll watch.
And she slaughtered him. Absolutely slaughtered him. Now, I've seen Wilson before.
I don't want to do this, guys.
My son, I saw him.
Talking about the debate. He's starting to have second thoughts now. Uh-oh. I don't want to have to talk to Alex Jones about anything. Because you realize he's going to pummel you. By the way, Alex does it so quickly. And then I watched the whole thing of this because it was more funny to me. Jeremy just kind of waffles for a bit. There's some really hilarious shit in here, though.
Rogan was familiar with him. And I've seen his tactics. A lot of his appeal to emotions. He just acts confident. That's what he does. And a lot of times he's debating a topic where he's on the right side, so he wins the debate because he's in the right. But she destroyed him.
That's it. It's talking about the Andrew Wilson-Candace Owens debate. That's what Alex is talking about there. He says that Candace destroyed him, Andrew.
I'm going to post right here with this same post here at Alex Jones on X.
I'm letting this play for a reason.
Defining moment where he got annihilated. She said.
So he's supporting Candace Owens, who's supporting the.
No, he's not. He's saying that she won out of the two of them. That doesn't mean support. It's saying out of the two of them. By the way, at this point, he is looking for evidence desperately, as he's about to beg his audience for evidence that Alex Jones has supported.
I like the way
Owens.
it becomes synonymous with the people and just not. Like you realize, like I can agree with this, but not agree with Candace Owens. That seems to be an impossible thing in today's political landscape. Like you cannot separate a take from a person.
No,
like at all. Like it's really, really freaking stupid.
It does.
I've tried. Believe me, it doesn't work.
Indeed, but that's what's happening though. Is that like he's desperately, Jeremy is desperately.
Or
trying
if you
to
agree
find
with someone on one thing, it means you agree with everything they've ever said.
Which is not
like
what,
I got that repeatedly.
Which is not what Alex is saying whatsoever.
Yeah,
he's just saying Candace.
I'm still annoyed by the fact that I experienced that. Yeah,
well, we all have. Yeah,
I still hate that. Well, yeah, because I agree with Melanie Mack on one thing, and it wasn't even for the same reason. It was just, hey, look, if you replace woke signal with boobs, you'll just get everything with boobs. Which, okay, fine. If you want boobs, that's great. But if you want things that's more focused on just sex, you'll still be annoyed. Yeah, and that was just like an incredibly difficult thing for people to handle. I'm like, why is this so difficult for you morons to get?
Roman Michigan says
It
AJ
was
will
insane.
destroy Jeremy even though he's kind of retarded. Yeah, well, he did, and he barely had to do anything. Alex just starts talking in the beginning, and it's so clear that Jeremy has no idea what the fuck Alex is talking about because it's just way over his head. This guy couldn't find Iran on a map months after the war started. Sorry, continue, Bill.
I have a position here, which is very simple, and it will make this the most watchable thing possible.
Mm-hmm.
Both people involved have to sit down and down a fifth of vodka and then do the debate.
Well, Jeremy probably already had. Although it's interesting.
Well, I could bump it up to a handle if it would help.
He looks very uncomfortable, and he's very rigid, and he's actually sitting up straight, which he normally isn't doing. So there is a change in his demeanor when he's actually on with AJ.
I too would be uncomfortable if I weighed 60 pounds overweight.
Yeah, I would too. If I had started some shit, well, probably half in the fucking bag with Alex fucking Jones in a desperate attempt to get some people to pay attention to me. Here's the attention you ordered, sire.
The Jews, whose position is the Jews killed Charlie Kirk. I win. Game over.
Did you? Look, he's announced that because Alex Jones thinks that Candace Owens won the debate with Andrew Wilson and that she did better at it, that means Alex Jones thinks the Jews killed Charlie Kirk, therefore he wins. That's not even close, baby. Like, your brain is so fucking cooked by alcohol, and that's coming from me, homie. You're fucked. He's just desperate, and you're gonna see how the desperation increases.
I really just wanted to play poker.
I just wanted to play poker. I don't want to debate
I just wanted
Alex
to gamble.
Jones.
I just needed to gamble more.
I don't want to debate Alex Jones. I just wanted to gamble. I wanted to be a degenerate.
Indulge more of my vices, completely unrestrained, and have gone horrible psychotic verbal rampages through the internet, and I make sure that no one ever talks shit back to me. Because I'm Jeremy Hambley. I'm a narcissistic retard.
Oh, I forgot.
It's really weird how you have
really need the
food
fucking
and drink, and now you want a gambling. Like, dude, you have any self-awareness at all?
Nope,
No,
he sure doesn't.
Do you have eyeballs? Of course he doesn't.
Oh, he just wants to gamble. What is that, Jeremy? What do you want to do? After a long pause.
I really just want to play poker.
Whoa, buddy, you just want to fucking gamble.
I really wish I could have been warned before you did that.
I told you. I did warn you.
He took a pro.
Just buy Balatro,
did you see that, by the way? How he just goes, after he says that, he just goes and checks his phone. Because he's so fucking terminally online.
Just, okay, Jer, like, buy Balatro and play it on stream. There'll be people who tune in to watch that mindless fucking content. But oh wait, we'll have to see how bad you are at actually gambling and why you're probably in oodles of fucking debt.
Indeed. Yeah. Well, how's it going at the casino, Jerry?
Here's the problem, Jerry. Is you keep going for a
House
flush.
Always wins. Oh God, the amount of dead air is unbelievable. Dead air, Jer.
Just tweet in the middle of live stream and get a fucking co-host if you're gonna be doing bullshit like that.
That's Melanie Mac. This is now he's in his research phase where he's got to try to find evidence that Alex Jones is a big supporter and promoter of Candace Owens. So here he is looking for evidence of a thing he has already claimed and has staked $10,000 on. Right?
Well, make sure that you do all of your research on stream so that it is trivially easy to find out what your plan is.
So yeah. So
if you had one, which you don't.
Right. Here it is.
And here, we're not really talking about, I mean, if you support Candace Owens' opinions and you support that Israel killed Charlie Kirk, that's not a...
No. If you say that Candace Owens won in a debate, it doesn't mean inherently that you agree with her.
All of a sudden believe the government. Like, really?
Well, I guess, right? But it doesn't mean these two things are not analogous.
Some believe, we believe the official state story.
Yeah.
Even though the CIA was basically ganging for Trump fucking years on end, that people all made videos of.
Yeah. But that's his contention, is that if you agree with Candace Owens, it's what's that fallacy? It's guilt by association. If you say Candace Owens won this debate, that means you must think that the Jews, as he and by the way, he won't even write Jew on Twitter. He'll write JOOS. Because he thinks that makes it, it's silly. There's no way that Israel could ever do anything wrong. That Bibi Netanyahu could ever do anything nefarious. Because the Jews, look, I'm making fun of you. Pathetic. This is your conservative, right-wing, big tent grifter here, sire. Here you fucking go. It could never be the Jews. Because look, I said it, made it sound silly.
That's not a leap. So Alex has never promoted Candace Owens' conspiracy theories. I disagree with that.
Except, as he's about to say, he doesn't actually know that Alex Jones has never done that, and he is desperately looking for evidence. Someone in his chat told him he hasn't, and he goes, well, I just don't believe that. Now find me evidence that he never has, that he must have done it at one point.
I'd be pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that he has shared her videos and
Are
implied
you?
that she's correct.
Are
For those of you that want me to do the debate, can I ask you for a little research?
Okay, as someone who's had 3 shots so far in the stream, he sounds half cooked.
He's always half cut, you know? Always.
Yeah, he just sounds like that all the time.
Yeah, he always sounds like this.
Can you?
Bill, you cut out?
Normally, it's not that tremble in his voice.
Oh, he's scared. He's got the tremble in his voice because he's actually scared right now.
I think he's stressed.
I'd like to say for the records, I am absolutely sourced as we are doing this stream. How's everyone doing?
Oh, fucking race, you there, Chief. Hang on.
God damn it. How are you guys doing, Chad? Are we having a good time at least? I think we're doing better than Jeremy Hamley.
I am currently completely sloshed. How is everyone?
I think you're playing that up, Spoon. Anyway, let's continue.
I could fake being drunk on this show and everyone would still believe me because I'm just that damn good of an actor.
That's true. Probably is true.
I'm going to put my drama GCSE to work now.
Find and post any links to where he's promoting Candace Owens' theories. No, mods, don't delete. I know he's tweeted them out on X.
You do?
If you guys could help me find them.
Please help me find it. Please,
Please
Chad,
help me. I have no cognitions.
I've decided to start a massive public fight, and where I declared
To
something
be fair,
as
people, I need help to find this information because I'm drunk and currently seeing double vision. I can't quite make out what I'm reading.
That I have already accused
Ringo Starr.
He did
that or Russell Brand.
Or Russell Brand. Yeah, he also is. You're right, Scott X. He is chaining Zins as well. So like he's
and
just,
Zans.
Zins and Zans. Zins and Zans. Yes, Jeremy Hamley tragedy. That's what Scott said. Zans and Zins. The Jeremy Hamley tragedy. And
okay, I'm not a druggie. What is that? One is Xanax and
Xanax is like it's for anxiety, but it basically just like from my understanding,
what's the other one?
When people use it recreationally, it just like numbs your brain. And then Zins are nicotine.
Which are very strong nicotine.
Very strong nicotine delivery system.
I've once seen someone take Xanax when I was in Italy with a bunch of Americans, which they brought over. It was right after a steak dinner, which was really funny because then the dude took the Xanax, he looked out of his face, and then he just lay down next to a traffic signal.
Jesus Christ!
I'd take the Xanax before the steak dinner.
Yeah, it was actually pretty great. He was just—he really enjoyed the steak.
I'm sure he did.
That, but it was just really funny to see him just lay down on the ground, staring at the sky. This was like at 8 o'clock in the evening.
I've never taken Xanax.
Really nice evening, and he just lays down
in any capacity.
Like,
but from my understanding of what it does is that it just like totally numbs you.
Yeah, it just turns into like a dribbling baby.
Yeah.
It's like
he was quite a bit of an angsty person for like the week we were at Italy, but when he was on Xanax, he was very chill.
Yeah, interesting. I'm sure he was. Yeah.
He said Jews killed.
So chill, he would lay out in the middle of traffic.
That's pretty fucking chill. I don't know
next
what to
level of no. Yeah, exactly. He was more fun on Xanax. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like Doug Stanhope. You don't want to see Doug Stanhope do stand-up comedy sober. It's a fucking mess.
No, he was just so happy because right after he got up from the street corner that he was laying in, he just walked up to this dude who was like this really tall guy outside of a bar and just went like, "You're really cool. Can we take a picture with you?" Just like really friendly. I'm like, where the hell has this dude been? Clearly, Shane, I'm not suggesting you should do drugs more often.
Extra fucking out who you're talking about.
You just outed your friend. You fucking doxed him. You doxed him live.
I'm not taking you out in the piss fucking anyway.
Mate, what are you doing? Yeah, now...
No one gonna trust your ass.
Don't do. Just don't get high and land in the middle of the street. You'll be fine.
That is...
No, I want to do that.
That is good advice. Don't get high and then lay in the middle of the street. Jeremy maybe could learn from that.
I'm allowed to have my hobbies, goddammit.
Anyway,
you can. It's just that what was fun about this week is because these are a bunch of people that I met online, and I pretty much had the same personality then as I do now. But when I'm in person and everyone is being kind of asshole-ish, and you're in the middle of Italy where these people have never been and they don't speak a lick of Italian, I had to be the mediator and the nice person and basically get everyone to a hotel room.
It's easy to speak Italian.
Well,
Okay,
not if you're in a
Maybe
risk
like
race,
Hoopity.
though.
Yeah, like just it's an entirely like a
The world
non-verbal
is not
Having a
the world is
broken
not
wrist,
a
call that
Family
bitch
Guy.
gesticular
Yeah.
gesticular torsion.
Yeah. But what was really funny is when everyone came back, everyone was asking like how I was, assuming I was an asshole in person. And Shay just went, "Oh, Spoon is so nice. Like he doesn't rattle anyone, and he was very calm, and he made everyone sure everyone got along, and everyone just looked at him like, who the hell did you meet? That's
What?
not the person we know." Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it turns out in person I'm a human being, and not like the rest of you cunts.
Aw. Spoon's a nice guy. He is, by the way.
Yeah,
Spoon's
don't tell people that.
cantankerous
He's
online,
just a
but
little
he is
fella.
a good man.
I am
Are
the
you
hand of a
are you
massive
are you
cunt in
feeling a little
person.
embarrassed now, Spoon, that I said something nice about you?
Like,
Anyway.
Shut up, I hate you.
I hate you
there we
too.
go. See, now
There we
you're
go.
now you've
Yeah,
brought you
we're
back down
back.
to earth.
Let's
Back to
go.
reality.
Let's
Ghost gravity.
let's continue fucking laughing at this retard.
Charlie Kirk, I said that anything around that topic gets massively botted, which it does. I'm going to go hard. If you guys help me search up the links, I'll go hard.
It's the first time for
Do you
everything,
hear
Jay.
that?
Get the blue pills out.
Help me find evidence for the thing I have already claimed is definitively true, and then I will go hard. I know it must exist somewhere.
You can't make the claims then say, I'm going to find evidence for this now. You present the evidence
Hey,
before you
chat,
make
be
the
my
claims. That's how that
fluffer.
Yeah, chat. Yes, fluff. Yeah, be my fluffer, chat. Indeed. Holy God.
Hard if you can give me like 3 or 4 links of him supporting Candace Owens' theories.
Just the 3 to 4 links.
I'm only talking about me.
Why?
I tuned out when he started down
You're
that
asking the
road.
audience for the evidence, you twat. What are you doing? That's not you. Hey, Chad, this is my opinion. Ask me, give me some confirmation bias,
Chat,
please.
I've just been like this guy's betting me $10,000 that he's right and I'm wrong. You can find it for me, right? Right? Like it totally exists, right? I already made the claims.
He's just sniffling the whole time, looking like a giant fucking
yeah,
rat.
that's what people think he's on coke or something. I don't know what it is, but he does sniffle. Jeremy, Jerome.
How is he more of a catastrophic failure of a human being than fucking Ricada, who was actively like nose deep in fucking blow at all times?
I'll tell you this though, Jerome, if you actually have problems with whatever's going on with your nose, take some fucking allergy pills. I had to take them.
Take 12 Benadryl.
No, take 12 of them. Take one. I'm actually okay today, shockingly, but I will take one because sometimes I also get sniffly. I also get a little bit congested because I do have pollen allergies.
Like the Hat Man to be there beside me is emotional
No, I don't
support.
want the Hat Man there to be there beside me. No.
Have you tried
Don't look behind
the
you.
Kurt Angle extra strength Vicodin diet?
What?
There's like maybe 2 or 3 people in the chat who will get that reference.
Look, actually,
I ain't one of them.
If you did see that, though, on my part, I'm so bad at taking pills. I could never be a fucking pill head because I have such a hard time swallowing them. I almost choked my fucking little tiny allergy pill.
Oh, you have a hard time swallowing. I would never.
Okay, so let me explain what that joke meant. Kurt Angle, when he broke his neck several times and was put on medication for that, he was at one stage consuming something like 60 extra strength Vicodin a day.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ!
How did he survive?
Yeah, that was the thing
finally Dr. Mansion.
Yeah, it was really
Lord.
funny because Kurt Angle was talking about this on Joe Rogan
Kirk
and
Angle,
how
the
much he was taking it in. Yeah, it was
I see
insane.
that it's an obtuse angle.
But it was really funny.
Me too, Cecilia.
Just because he was describing how much Vicodin he was taking, and then when he went on to TNA, he was also prescribed Xanax because he was having anxiety.
Oh my God, he was going to be.
And then
fucked out of his mind.
hold on, at TNA, all those guys drank, so he started drinking cocktails.
Oh, what a
with the
great
Xanax
combination!
and the Vicodin.
Xannies, alcohol, and Vicodin.
Yeah,
you're fucked, man.
and he said at one point he had like I think like 5 DUIs in the space of like 3 or 4 years.
That's just impressive.
Which was insane because during this period, this is like when he did his best wrestling.
Jesus
Christ. Yeah, because he can't feel pain.
Yeah, because he can't feel. Yeah, exactly. He's on so many fucking.
And he's a technical wrestler, so it's all in his fucking lizard brain anyway.
The Xannies are like slowing his
column.
What was insane is he described one point his sister died of a heroin overdose, so he took like 20 strength Vicodin in one shot, and basically like blacked out for like
Yeah.
24 hours before he was having a match with Brock Lesnar. It was an Iron Man match.
That's a
And I
bold
remember
person.
that is a
to
very
fucking-
bold move.
and here's the thing,
Holy
I
shit.
remembered that Iron Man match, and I went like, you were like 20 strength Vicodin before this match.
Well, I guess
I remember this
Man.
match so clearly. And I'm like, holy crap. I was like, that was
That's
a
what
great
wrestlers
match.
are really
I mean,
trained
to
for.
be
Is how
fair,
much
if you're
fucking
gonna
smack
fight,
can you take?
if you're gonna fight Brock Lesnar,
Yeah.
you probably do want to be like 20 Vicodins deep because that guy's gonna beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, you're already going to the other side of the mortal coil. You might as well fucking preview it.
I guess so, right? That's insane. That is insane.
No, that's not insane. That's fucked, is what that is.
Horwitz, Feinberg, and Horwitz says at least the booze would offset the perks. Maybe. I don't know. This is an insane... Look, speaking as a humble alcoholic myself, although I've tried to work on it in the past, I've been better with it. But this shit's totally outside of my fucking wheelhouse. This kind of level of drug abuse is insane to me.
Yeah.
Holy God.
Hold on a second.
Apparently, Jeremy, when he was at the Timcast, he drank a 2-liter of Tito's vodka in one sitting.
Yeah. That's what Tim says, is that he drank and that is funny, because...
Handle of Tito's. That's strong stuff.
Because, like, Jeremy accused Tim of being drunk when he went on Jeremy's show, but very famously, when Jeremy went on Timcast, he drank an entire fucking bottle of Tito's. Allegedly, you know?
Kind of
Good
pull
fucking
up
God.
that clip. That's a clip with angle.
Oh, let me see.
It's only like a minute.
Yeah.
He
Oh wait,
tells
no,
what
I'd
he
have
was
to
doing.
like totally change everything though.
We'll come back to it afterwards.
Well, I'll bring it up later, yeah, because we got a ton left of this. I thought we'd have a fun time tonight, guys. Me
and Spooner both toasted.
I at least enjoy a bit of right-wing infighting when it's all of the fucking dregs, when it's the fucking grifters,
Oh wait, I forgot it's more. It's 65.
When it's these people who are not serious, who are just, you know, the MAGA big tent people.
I will tell you this much: like the closer the church, the further from God. It really is the case.
Indeed. Suffragist, suffer bish, as neon suspenders. Yep, suffer.
When you turned on Trump,
suffer.
I don't think it's an X algorithm thing.
Apparently it is.
And I guess I'll just go hard. I
Oh,
think
you're
I
gonna
have
go
to go
hard?
hard. If I go hard.
Do you guys, chat, do you think he's gonna go hard on Alex Jones? Do you think he went hard on Alex Jones?
No.
Might as well just
the poll's not looking good in his
He might as well have
favor.
tucked into downward dog. And
The poll is
fucking
90 with 69 votes. Nice. Is 96% say AJ won.
If you want to go hard for debate, pop some Viagra. I don't know about debating with a boner. That's probably...
Wow.
You know,
Somehow he lowered the tone
if
from
you
the shit I was
find any
saying.
of those clips...
Oh, sorry, he's gonna go back to this. Could you find some of those clips? Please go find the clips. Please find the clips for me.
Clips or tweets where he's like sharing her shit and not debunking it, email it to me at thequartering@gmail.com. That would be extremely helpful.
It's unbelievably pathetic.
But I'm not in a position to debate Israel's influence over America.
Of course you're not.
Why not?
Well, he's not because
Was there something you signed?
You have no merit. You have no expertise in
he
literally
doesn't know
anything
where
else we ever
Iran
talk
is.
about, Jeremy.
He doesn't know where Israel is. He has no fucking idea. And I've got a clip in here from when he debated Rex Jones.
You've been sending how much money to this country for how many years? You should at least know where the hell it is.
You're paying for it. You should at least see it.
I did my due diligence in that when I put together this compilation, I included when he debated Rex Jones earlier this year. After he kept dogging on Rex Jones on Twitter, demanding a debate, and then he got one, and he got a debate, and he got on Alex Jones' son show, and he just went, "I'm a big stupid fucking idiot retard, and I don't know anything. I talk about Brie Larson's tits." That's why I feel that I should be able to comment on serious political issues. A war in this case. Absolutely insane. The whole Jones family tree has raped this man.
I don't know how this works with people, but I don't quite understand why there's this perspective of when you reach a certain audience size, and I've even noticed this with my sub count, is there's people who want me to talk about things just because it's in the news or it's mainstream. Yeah. I'm like, I have no interest in any of this or any expertise. And I don't want to be one of these people that just does things because my audience has. I've said to people before, like if they ask me to do content, I go, I do not have the expertise or knowledge on that to give a video that is worthy of my quality in my own head, and so I won't.
Digital
Just don't.
Foil, he got famous. He got famous because he got banned from Magic the Gathering, which, by the way, was his fault. But then
Yeah, we
his
found out since that he was just fucking lying through his teeth
yes,
for the most
his
part.
bread and butter for years though was talking about Brie Larson, the woman who played Captain Marvel, and just being very like generically anti-feminist, anti-woman, but not like in an intelligent way, just in like a very basic bitch way. And
I feel
that
like it
era
bears
is over.
repeating. Like,
Maybe not forever, but it was over.
It does bear repeating. Like the reason we got the whole like Pinkertons thing is probably his fault.
Yeah.
Because he was revealing cards before the fucking watershed.
And then Hasbro hired the Pinkertons to go after random people that they fucked up and sent early release cards
Jared's
to.
the reason we had that whole like the
Yes.
reason the
I bet he
Pinkertons
is.
will have work.
I don't know that for a fact, but I wouldn't be surprised if he is the reason why the Pinkertons were hired by Hasbro. Horwitz Feinberg and Horwitz for 10 says, if this isn't a sign, I don't know what is. Some info metal at the end credits for nostalgia's sake. Absolutely. More than any time, I think we are absolutely due some info metal after we get through
mandatory.
The Feltoning of Jeremy by Alex and Rex Jones here.
You're not playing his hands to blow up in your face.
Sorry. Let me just go back. Oh, no. Wait. Gone too far.
You know,
so much dead air.
If you find any of those clips or tweets where he's like sharing her shit and not debunking it, email it to me at thequartering@gmail.com. That would be extremely helpful. But I'm not in a position to debate Israel's influence over America. You're not playing to his hands, it's going to blow up in your face. I don't think so.
Not going to blow up in my face.
We call this foreshadowing.
I will just speak some hard truths, but I won't be mean.
Won't be mean.
That's what I'm gonna.
He's gonna speak hard truths though. He's gonna go hard.
He's joining the masses of lots of other people are big mad at the quartering. I don't know why. I mean, I keep getting told my channel's dying and I'm irrelevant.
It is.
You are.
It is. You really are irrelevant, and it's crazy that Alex Jones is even blessing you to touch the fucking hem of his garment
before you
through
use
his
a
water
fucking
filter,
triangle.
buddy. You're actually completely fucking beneath him.
You are.
Truth.
Fuck yeah.
It doesn't matter. Yet people are extremely mad at me, and I don't know why.
I just don't know why people are mad.
Clear.
Could it be that I flagged down the Kino Casino channel because they were making fun of me? And
by the way,
flagged down Luther Morgan and Mikey No More and Camelot and Rant Man. And, you know what happened?
He's been back on a flagging spree again recently. He flagged down Camelot the other day. He has been continually flagging people on YouTube. Your free speech advocate, your free speech right-wing grifter, but your free speech right-wing guy, right? Like, he's all about free speech. And yet he has shut down not only these guys, Kino Casino, but he has lobbied, it certainly seems, strikes against, at this point, about a half dozen other YouTubers. Just to try and get their content making fun of him taken down. Go ahead, Jeremy. Go the fuck ahead. Fuck you, man. I can't believe that I ever... this is not who I think you were back in the day, by the way. Maybe you always have been this piece of shit. When we talked about Magic back in the day, I didn't think you were this much of a garbage human being, but you have really proven it recently. I think he was. He was a dick to us at Mines. Not just to us, and not directly, but like just...
everyone.
Him just not wanting to interact with anybody. Yeah, he's a dick.
There's people on Twitter who told me exactly why they were upset with me. But I don't know what happened,
that was very
guys.
funny, Digital Foil.
I really don't. It's like, are you fucking retarded? Like,
yes.
He is.
Yes.
He actually is.
Nothing but love for Alex Jones.
Really?
I'm not mad at Alex.
I
don't.
That was the way he said that was so. Have you ever had like a moment of clarity when you realize that someone is just a fucking like nut job?
Yeah, there it is.
Like that was that. That was a moment of like, I don't like. He said that like someone who's just blackened someone's eye.
Indeed. Jeremy the
also
felted drunk,
maybe
yes.
maybe this is just me. He needs to move his light because the fact that the tip of the cap is overshadowing his eyes in that manner does
it looks
not...
terrible.
It makes him look cracked out. It looks
yeah.
like Cabinet Dr. Caligari type shit.
Yeah, he's already like using filters, and people have suggested in the past that he uses makeup. I use some
need more.
I use some makeup, obviously, but homie, come on.
I will say that when you first started the Science Civil channel and you had all those filters on and you looked like you were glowing.
I did. Well, because I did. Oh no, I put a glow filter on it to make it look like fanciful or something. I don't know. I just went too.
Were you trying to pretend that you were Galadriel? Because you were literally fucking irradiating the room.
Maybe I was Galadriel maxing. I don't know. It was a filter I put on the whole video, by the way. It wasn't just on me. The whole video had that filter on
I
it.
know it was
Like, so it was on all the stock footage. I thought it
mess.
made like it looked nice and like glowy and whatever. Oh well.
Incredible
You
work.
called him a so he just starts fucking shining his shoes and sucking his ass, which is what he's gonna do tomorrow.
Handed to
He's
the
not gonna-
racists.
By the way, PPP called it. He's going to shine his shoes and kiss his ass tomorrow when the debate happens. Will that be the case, chat? Will that be the case? Did he shine his shoes and kiss his ass?
Come on there and be like, Alex, you're an evil anti-Semite and blah, 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 and you're ruining Erica Kirk's life and blah, blah, blah. He's going to be like, I don't have any issue with you. I love you, man. Let me suck your dick. Let me eat your shit, bro.
I'll ask this. By the way, 96% said Alex won the debate. Did Jeremy kiss Alex Jones' ass, though, specifically? Did Jer kiss AJ's ass?
Johnny.
What did PPP
Johnny
call
Jer.
it? Did Ashton call it on point?
That's what it's going to be. Just like lame as fuck. The same shit he did with Rex, where he'll refuse to defend any sort of position. He'll pretend like he's just a performance artist troll, and then he'll go, "You mad, bro? You mad, bro? Are you triggered, bro?"
Well, I'm about to show you here the evidence of why PPP predicted that, which is because that's exactly what he
You know
did
what
with
I've
Rex.
noticed about,
Yeah.
with a lot of people,
Mhm.
especially because if you notice now, ever since the Iran war, the slop cycle is basically dead.
Yes.
Like Trump's political capital is done. MAGA
I
is
think
basically shot to shit.
that's why you're getting
and we're now
this
running
clown show
We're
that's
now
currently
running
happening.
2016 over again. Yeah, but with these people that went all in on that,
Yeah.
the only way they can remain relevant is to be like a pinata.
Yes, essentially. That's what's happening.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, like all of these people have basically just become cringe lol cows because that's the only way they can stay relevant.
the thing that will come up right
Does
after
make
this
sense.
is it's going to be a clip from the Rex Jones debate that Jeremy did with him, and about how he did exactly what PvP is describing here. That's why PvP is saying this. It's because that is exactly what Jeremy did with Rex, who he felt was lesser than him. Because it's only Alex Jones' son, it's not Alex Jones. So he can be a big fucking cunt towards him.
No deal, just bury them, take their oil, and move on with our lives. What are we even doing here in response to the negotiation? That's all a ha-ha to you?
Yeah, it is. It's a hilarious joke to me. All of this is stupid. You know, I think that I get that maybe X means more to you than it does to me. Like
This big timing of Rex Jones. Twitter means more to you than it does to me. This guy is obsessed with all of his metrics and thinks it's a funny haha joke.
You
to be
damn
like,
well know he means that shit.
yes, he does. And
That's not a joke.
It
Shut
is
up, Jeremy.
disgusting. Yeah, just turn it into a glass car park. Fuck the Iranians. Fuck them. These people are part of, I mean, they're not identical to. Islam has taken over there in many cases, in many instances, and in many ways. But one of the oldest civilizations on planet Earth. Just fucking kill them all. You neocon fuckstick.
that is totally
The
real.
Greeks
Like
are that
when
mental.
you send out tweets, maybe you're like really thinking about it and really crafting it and stuff like that. And that's probably why you have a better, maybe a bigger following than me. But I use Twitter to shitpost because Twitter is completely overrun by bots and is
Everything
large.
I say on Twitter
I'm not
isn't
trying.
real.
That's why I'm about as popular as AIDS.
Indeed. I'm gonna have to use the restroom.
I like the way his face is like, this motherfucker is lying through his teeth.
He sure is. I'm gonna let this play, guys. I'm just gonna let it play because I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back, okay? Alrighty.
Useless. So when I rip off a comment like that,
You're admitting you're not a serious person, are you? It's all
no, I am not. Rex, no, I'm not a serious person. I never said I was.
Okay.
What are you talking about? Of course I'm not
Why-
serious.
why
dude.
are you
I talk
like-
about Brie Larson's tits on the internet, man.
Are Brie Larson's
Okay.
tits in the room
All
with us
right.
now?
All
I've
ha-ha.
not
Why do
seen
you
'em.
even take the time to worry about politics if it's such a big joke
Why'd you
to you?
show
You
up?
say it's X, that's a big deal to me. It's actually the dead children. You don't
Oh,
seem
okay.
to take that seriously.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, yeah, who couldn't think of the kids, Rex? I mean, geez. I mean, if we would just think of the kids, I mean, we could
He's
really,
twitching out.
really push forward some awesome authoritarianism like you seem to like, because, if we just do, if we just think of the kids, that's why we locked down, right, Rex? Are you a fan of those lockdowns? Because that was for the kids,
He's
right?
fidgeting all over the
Scientific
place.
argument that
The
has
vibe I'm
nothing to
getting
do
is
with
like,
anything. No. There's a genocide going on right
Sorry, I'm back.
the tone, like the way he's doing this, like he is pre-planned and pre-practiced all these things he's going to say. It is like watching
I
like
don't
a
think
PS2
people
era
have
Mortal Kombat
any-
player. They hit all the buttons and they just sit back and watch the character do it.
I don't think these people have any idea how the Iranian regime treats children. None.
No.
Literally no idea.
Jeremy certainly doesn't. No, of course he doesn't. He doesn't know he doesn't know what any of this stuff. He's a fucking.
To be fair, he doesn't know much of anything.
He's a failed
fucking idiot.
He's a cardboard crack tuber and a failed one at that.
By the way, I used to like when he and I did talk. He like the way he acted was like as my academic equal because I also have a master's degree. I just found out because of Luther Morgan. He does have a master's degree, but it's like an online master's degree. You know, I mean, I'm not saying anything like he hasn't. Yeah,
it's holds about as much water as my fucking.
It was an online program that he got like he completed back in like 2008 before such a thing was really even around. Yeah. That's some from basically a community college. You know.
Also, it's like unless it's Liberty.
No, it was some local Wisconsin college.
Yeah, like no one gives a shit about your online degree.
Yeah.
Like if anyone gave a shit about online degrees, I'd be able to call myself
in marketing too. In marketing.
Jesus Christ! It's like you might as well just have a fucking like Epstein's Island fucking stamp on your fucking back of your hand.
To be fair, I think what it was for is it's like an MBA, so it's for people who basically run businesses who want to get like just to say they have a marketing certification essentially. Which is fine.
Basically a tradey version of it.
Yeah, but just don't act like you have some kind of academic bona fides. TJ France for 2 says, Ave Crown Crew, blessed stream upon you. AJ wins. He does in fact win. Sorry to spoil it a little bit. But I would say 81% have voted yes that Jerry's going to kiss AJ's ass. 19% have said no. So we will see how that plays out.
Right now, he's laughing at the dead children.
Frosty Chaos. Does that mean Bill calls Aiden master? No. No.
I may be a service top, but a top nonetheless.
That's what you're doing right now. You're making light of it. That's disgusting. You're a disgusting being.
Yeah, I like your position here. I like how intense you are. I love this energy for a late Thursday night.
I despise people like you that are ignorant.
Jeremy, he's not your bull. Calm down.
I do also. I agree with Rex completely. I despise people like you who are talking about children. Remember, I'll take you back to when this happened. It was after the school got blown up. In the first salvo against Iran. When the first fucking
thing... As if it was being used to target.
Yes. One of the first fucking things, which, to be fair, was next to government facilities, yes. One of the first things that the United States targeted was a school. A girls' school.
Was the Israelis
does that not mean that Muslims have a history of doing that kind of thing? No, they do. But you did blow up a girls' school in your first salvo against Iran.
Everyone should be asking that. Wow, Iran had a girls' school. Doesn't that go massively against the narrative we were told?
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Oops.
Talking us into World War III, making a joke out of the sickest thing to ever happen in modern human civilization.
It's going to be lame as fuck, which is why I like advise like nobody even engage with this guy at all. Other than to just completely clown him if you want to.
Sure
the next
day.
I guarantee you, and I'm challenging right now, Tim Pool to come on and debate me. If there's no money involved, he obviously won't do it. If there is some money, he can't control himself, I'm sure.
And what happened? Tim Pool asked for $300,000.
Sure he will. If he thinks there's like a nickel or something involved. But
maybe
Jeremy from the quartering will come on and debate me. And I like Jeremy, been on his show off and on for years. And
look at the body language difference. Sitting very straight up, which he never does. He looks very awkward and very uncomfortable this entire time. I think it's because it's the first time probably
What's with
years.
The fucking iDub shirt?
I mean, look how wrinkly
shirt
it is.
Buttoned all the way up.
But look how wrinkly it is. Yikes.
It's very clearly brand new out of the fucking packet. Or
something like that, maybe, yeah.
Couldn't put it in the fucking dryer for 10 seconds, yeah?
Treachery Everywhere says, speaking of dead children, recently a 17-year-old in NL. Netherlands, yeah. I got murdered by a doctor and they called it euthanasia. Apparently the reason was to end psychological suffering. Evil. Indeed. Oh my god. I hadn't heard about that, but that's terrible. He looks very uncomfortable. We saw earlier that he was like, oh no, I don't want to do this. I want to go gamble. I don't want to debate.
Slightly Asian.
I think it's just the glare on his glasses, to be fair.
I hope so. If he's taped himself, that's all.
That would be funny.
If he's just sat there LARPing like Tim Pool LARPing as him.
My man, terrified. Indeed, digital foil. He is terrified.
Bro looks like he's about to be sentenced.
He's about to go to the Shadow Realm.
I appreciate him coming on. But I think the main thing he does is hides behind that he's just crap posting or it's just a joke.
Like Goldberg.
Well, that's why I played the previous clip in this video, which is that where he did say, when he was on with Rex, with Alex's own son, he did say, "Yeah, I'm just shit posting. I'm just fucking around. I talk about Brie Larson.
I'm a clown. Don't
I'm a
take me
clown."
seriously. Except all those times.
Except for when I demand to be taken seriously. Yeah. Right. Hang on. I'm sending you a message.
Is it to tell me to go get you a drink? Yeah, unsurprisingly. Fuckwit.
Thank you, Bidoo. How'd you go whole bottle? Because that's been for hours, man. Bill brought me up a bottle that was full of like a pre-mixed drink. Do you want me to? You did want me to show it. It's the local. It is a local alcohol, isn't it?
Rep the local
No,
brand.
it wasn't full alcohol in here. It was a mixed
but
drink.
It was like 50-50.
But it's called Bobo. It was not that strong, man. So this blueberry vodka though is very good. As I make fun of someone else for being an alcoholic, but
Bobo, is it made by clowns?
well, it does seem appropriate given the circumstances, right? That I've got this blueberry vodka that's called Bobo. Is my thing reversed? Oh well. I think my camera might be reversed. It's very good vodka though.
Yeah, now it now just says odd. That also works actually.
Oh wait, I don't know how to. I think I could do it over here. Actually, hang on. Why is it like that? Hey, okay. There we go. Now it should be correct. Now you can actually see that it does say appropriate for the clown show that we are beholding.
Aiden, I think you may have had you may have been right about we're going to be making fun of women now as the next paradigm shift. Because I'm just seeing a load of stupid, retarded women all over the place now. It was that stupid bitch that killed her kids.
Yeah.
It's this really weird, performative, throwing ice in a tub to cope with children shit.
Yep. I got
yeah,
all that, by the way.
Seeing a bunch of dumb women all over the place. I'm like, okay, why am I seeing this now?
Isn't it curious, though? We'll continue.
But he said maybe the Pakistani bots are asleep when I was talking about the big live streaming glitch on X. It was confirmed to be a glitch that they fixed by Monday morning. Alex is a daily viewer. I have personally tuned out since you've been on this Jews killed Charlie Kirk nonsense. I'll tune back in when you come back to your senses. Well, again, they're all playing on that glitch with me pointing it out that was affecting all live streamers, saying you're not popular. No, it's the war. It's the economy in deep trouble.
True, by the way.
It's Israel trying to take control of our Congress.
I think Alex is completely on point, and Alex is just going to go off here for a while before he lets Jeremy speak, which is that he is correct. People are quite literally burned out of politics. That is true. So a lot of people aren't doing well because
yes, I do said that
because people fucking hate this shit. All of the raw stuff that really motivated people politically between like 2016 till about 2025 or at least 2024. Thank you, Bidoo. Thanks for calling me a pisshead. Anyway, Alex's monologue here at the beginning, I think Jeremy already looks terrified. But then just imagine also that this guy's about to debate Alex Jones. Alex Jones is about to just lay out a bunch of actual factual information about these political issues. And Jeremy clearly has no idea what the fuck Alex is even talking about. It's quite funny.
And in trying to run our foreign policy, that's what's unpopular. I don't want my main issue to be Israel. I'm all over the Muslims. I'm not in the Red-Green Alliance. But Israel is bragging that it's primarying people in Congress. It's bragging that Netanyahu wrote the subsection of the NDAA 219 that literally merges them with our military. So that's where
we talked about, yes, which that was a proposal to merge the American
a
military.
Normal thing to dislike.
Yeah, right?
I do not want my government to be mixed up with a foreign power. It's not about the Israelis. That's just the people that are doing it.
They're the ones doing it, right?
Fucking issue of impetus.
Yeah, if it were any foreign government proposing, hey, let's combine our militaries with the United States, it would be insane.
That's vassalage.
Yes, it is vassalage.
Anyone who's played even like a crumb of fucking Total War knows that's what being made a vassal is.
Yes, or Crusader Kings or anything. You're a vassal at that point. Yeah.
I stand. And I do think, I did watch this morning while I was working out, part of it, him and Rex last night debating, and I'll tell Rex, I think I appreciate him defending me, but I think he's being a little mean, and I'm being, we're obviously a little mean, all of us, but we can't be so mad at people we disagree with. When we agree with them, I'd say on 95% of stuff. And
I
that's what I've been saying
disagree,
the whole
Alex.
time.
We should
You don't-
definitely be more angry.
Alex, you don't agree with
I
him on
will-
95% of stuff because he doesn't have opinions on anything. He just says things that he thinks his whole brand, despite him saying that he's like not MAGA or whatever, is appealing to, I'm gonna be honest about this. Sorry. The low IQ MAGA base. Not the whole MAGA base, but that specific subsection
No, the
of the
remaining
MAGA
ones.
base that are just like, yeehaw, I fucking love Trump because he triggers the libs. And that is the entirety of their political.
Those are the only ones left.
Yes, in MAGA. Now, at this point, yes. In MAGA, that's who's left. Is complete and utter fucking retards. Which is like, I love how Trump makes the liberals angry. Pathetic.
Those people, you're not politically active. You're just tribalists.
You are not serious. You're a joke. You are a clown. Welcome to the circus. Welcome to the big tent.
No, you retard. We are.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be useful loyalists if Trump was actually competent.
And indeed, Scott, I don't think Hambly had any idea what Alex was saying here or any idea what's happening. He, at this point, is going to do what he always does. He's going to roll over and show his belly and say, "Oh, actually,
He's going to roll up.
I like you,
Oh,
Alex
dear
Jones.
God.
Will you promote my coffee company?"
Trump called me low IQ and
That's still a
burnout and
thing?
all these attacks.
It is.
That doesn't make me mad. It makes me mad that
Dude,
he's
he
siding with
looks
never Trumpers
terrified.
who have almost no viewers now, like Ben Shapiro, and it's going to make us lose the midterms. And the war
It is, by the
literally
way.
cutting off.
If you really are like a GOP simp or shill, for whatever reason, I talked about this stuff. We're talking about it for months, which is that if you want the Republicans to win, then backing all this stuff, being rah, let's go Trump forever, while he's doing things that are explicitly against what he promised, is going to make absolutely sure that the Republicans lose. Now, I hope they do lose, because I hate the fucking uniparty. But I actually have political opinions, that are reasoned and thought out, as does Alex Jones. Jeremy Hambley does not.
Energy and the fertilizer, and now JP Morgan and others say we're going to have a global food crisis and mass migrant floods. I just think multi-level stages in, it's kind of a curse I have, I guess. It's how I think. Talk about 3D chess. We're doing it here. That's how we predict tomorrow's news today. But here's some reporters breaking.
I do want to point out that Alex did say 3D chess. Alex, we're always playing 3D chess. I know it was a misspeak, but Alex, we're always playing 3D chess. Well, for the most part. I guess if you play it on a computer, it's 2D chess. It's almost always 3D.
Down the fact that it's very destructive to have the Israel First lobby come in, become Trump's brain, and then attack everybody that questioned the war. And a lot of them got emotional and did overcorrect and basically have become Democrat apologists at some levels in all of this. But I'm not those people.
By the way, Alex might consider me in that camp. I am not a Democrat apologist. I fucking hate those people as well. I
don't even know what that means.
Well, I think he's saying that in Alex's perspective, he thinks that some people have gone from right wing and out of being so disgusted with the actions of Donald Trump, particularly as it pertains to Iran, have now become left wing. Now, by the way, I think that's what Bo is saying, and when we get to that clip, what Bo is talking about, the elite theorists, and they're basically just leftists. That's that same kind of mindset. Is that like, well, you're criticizing us, and so you've gone to the other side? No. First of all,
I don't
drop
think
this
Bo
idea of
actually
sides.
knows what an elite theorist is.
Part of the problem is this idea of sidesism. If you're
I
an
don't
elite
think
theorist,
Nate knows either, actually.
if you're an elite theorist, you're not concerned with sides, and you recognize that sidesism is retarded and distractionary. Oh, I do have my distractionary thing, but I should have put this up way earlier. We both have distraction zone and containment zone. Let's fucking go. Anyway.
I'm not mad at them. I know why they overcorrected. I'm literally trying to defeat the globalists and the Red Green Alliance and the Chi-Coms and the New World Order. And now in the power vacuum, we got Israel trying to flood him with Netanyahu to take full control when he's so unpopular even in Israel. So bringing in Jeremy of the Quartering, popular YouTube and Rumble commentator with millions of subscribers and owner of the coffee brand, Coffee.
I really want to make sure you hear this part, the coffee thing. But yeah, millions of subscribers. Very quickly dwindling.
To take full control when he's so unpopular even in Israel. So bringing in Jeremy of the Quartering, popular YouTube and Rumble commentator with millions of subscribers and owner of the coffee brand, coffee.com, and apolitical coffee.
Owner of the coffee brand, coffee.com. His coffee brand is called, quote, Coffee Brand Coffee. He named it that because he was like, oh, well, it's apolitical. I just care about the coffee. However, this guy's got, again, allegedly, a master's degree in marketing. He does actually have it, and he got online. At no point in time did you think, ever consider the SEO of calling your coffee brand coffee, and how that would make it absolutely impossible to find that on any kind of search for your coffee brand because you have named it coffee brand coffee. You fucking moron. Actual, I mean, I've worked in marketing for a lot of my life. I still do. In many senses. I have a minor in marketing and a minor in PR for my undergraduates.
Hope you pay them.
Pay who?
The joke went over your head.
Oh, sorry.
Minor.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Okay. Throw me off track there, man. I am glad I took that allergy pill because I've also just started to become sniffly. Allergies, man.
Unless it's slave labor, in which case, don't.
No. You should know that the SEO on naming your thing coffee brand coffee is abysmal. It's horrific. And look at his face right here. Right after Alex Jones has misread the name of his coffee company. Look at the supreme defeat upon his face. Coffee.com. He so felt it.
Is that actually his website?
It's coffee brand coffee. CBC.com, I think it is how you find his coffee. But Alex Jones read it out as coffee.com. And look at how felted he is. Couldn't have happened to a shittier person, Jer. I don't know. This is what you wanted, right? Here's the attention you ordered. You're on InfoWars, which you said is not important. And they're falling off. They got 90% fewer viewers because everyone hates Alex Jones and his positions on the Iran war. And yet, why are you on this show?
Really?
You are on this show for one fucking reason, and it is to get your coffee company shilled on InfoWars. And when you show up, Alex Jones reads the name of your coffee company wrong. That's why you have that kind of face. Felted. Unfathomably felted.
Company seeking just to get people great coffee, so we're plugging for you.
Look
TheQuartering.com.
how
I
upset.
like his show.
Look
I
at
like
him.
his clips.
He's gonna bring it up later. He's gonna be like, actually, you read it wrong. He will correct Alex. He doesn't do it though, because I watched the whole thing. He doesn't correct him till the very end. They talked for an hour. He doesn't correct him an hour and a half. He doesn't correct him until the very end. So he was just sitting there stewing in this for an hour and a fucking half, and it's glorious.
Though, if he's not taking Israeli money and not meeting with the Prime Minister of Israel secretly, and I'm not saying he certainly is regurgitating the points, or maybe he just agrees with them. So, Jeremy, good to have you on with us.
Thanks, Alex. It's an honor to be on your show, and I appreciate you taking the time to have me on today and to discuss.
Oh, what's this?
Perhaps
Is he showing
a
his
small
belly?
disagreement that we have. I think you're right. We agree on.
A small disagreement. Yesterday it was a big. Oh my God, he's so fucked. But it's what this guy always does. He talks a bunch of shit on Twitter. He gets shit, and then he comes on and goes, "Oh, I love you, Alex. I love you. Let me suck your dick." Exactly as PPP said. There it is. Which is a small disagreement, a little disagreement. You called him. You said he was botting. You said he was fucking around. That he was actually doing all this shit, and that actually everyone hates him. And the only reason that he has any viewers anymore is because he bots, which is what you actually do, freak.
98% of things.
I don't think so.
I'm looking forward to this opportunity to try and hopefully refocus people, because I think there's a lot of infighting right now going on the right.
Was that Spoon?
On what?
Yeah, who knows? I don't think on anything. Other than that, Alex Jones used to like Trump, but Alex has turned against
Trump. There's a lot of infighting on the right. Like, yes, there's a bunch of people who don't want to go to war with a country they can't even freaking name or show on a map. And it's a bunch of morons who do, for reasons that totally don't involve them taking money from that country.
Well, the infighting on the right comes down to this. It's people who are to the death loyal to Donald Trump, and people who are America first. People who actually want to make America great again.
Ben Shapiro.
And the people who are the pro-Donald Trump side includes people like Ben Shapiro, who used to hate Donald Trump, but have weirdly, for some strange reason, come around and become big Trump fans as soon as he starts doing directly the bidding of Israel at each and every fucking turn. Isn't that a curious coincidence?
Whatever form of the right you want to talk about. And, after Charlie Kirk was assassinated brutally, it was a real opportunity to finally defeat the left.
By
and
the way, that was
instead,
him getting
like
his
the
little
right
bit of
is more
grift in there on Charlie Kirk.
Okay,
brutally assassinated.
What does that mean?
Who knows? What that means is
to
that
take out the left. What does that even mean?
we just have to fight the left. We can never deal with or address
But
problems on
that
the
doesn't
right.
mean anything. That's a slogan.
It is a slogan.
Charlie Kirk is dead. Help us beat the left by
Yes.
doing what?
Because that's all he has. Our slogans, our platitudes, our basic bitch copy paste verbiage. He doesn't believe in any of this. He doesn't mean any of it. And he's about to go up against someone who has been doing this for 35 fucking years and tell him that Alex Jones, in fact, is the one who is politically incorrect. And not in terms of like the common vernacular use of that, but who is wrong, who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Wrong
We just saw AJ's opening there while Jeremy sat there in fearful silence of knowing that you were about to talk to a guy who has been doing this for 35 years. Whether or not he's a kook, he certainly knows what he's talking about.
He's definitely infighting, that's kind of his brand.
Say again, Spoon? Sorry, I clicked play.
He is definitely a bit of a kook, but that's kind of his brand.
Yeah, it is. That's his brand. Yeah.
Certain foreign countries, and that's why I'm here. I want to try to hopefully realign together before complete disaster with the midterms and then the 2020.
Too bad. The midterms.
No. The midterms are already done and
over.
over. Trump is going to get absolutely annihilated.
Trump's going to be annihilated. By the way,
he's not going to get impeached, though.
We've talked about this before, though, which is that the candidates that Trump, one of the candidates that Trump supported directly, lost to literally no one. Lost to someone who had dropped out of the race recently. MAGA, the endorsement of Donald Trump, has become a cancer.
A kiss of death.
A kiss of death. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
2028 election.
I don't have any issue with you. I love you, man. Let me suck your dick. Let me eat your shit, bro.
Well, I think where I'm coming from, and obviously the bot conversation was not about you. The comment was not about you.
Sorry, I blurred this out because for whatever reason, Alex decided to just on repeat play the assassination of Charlie Kirk over there. So that's why I put a censorship box because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube because he plays the fucking video.
Specifically, and sometimes that gets lost in translation on places like X. It's about anything, Israel bad seems to be heavily bought on X. I have no evidence of that, but that's just my
there's
opinion.
definitely forces.
Isn't that fascinating? By the way, Alex is going to agree with him that anything that is anti-Israel is botted on X. Nothing that's pro-Trump is botted on X, owned by Elon Musk. Nothing. Not the Israelis aren't paying you any money. They have paid you money, by the way, Jeremy.
I would definitely believe that the anti-Semitism is definitely cranked on X because a certain group of people are always the victim and would undoubtedly use that mechanism to make it appear like more people dislike them than they really do.
Of course they would.
Pushing the
because they're shameless in their lies.
Yes.
It's almost like that's the reason why they've been thrown out of every place they've ever lived for over to like 2,000
109
years.
countries, indeed.
The Russians are, the Chinese are, Qatar is. Qatar spends $40 billion a year on propaganda.
Their number, the number they gave is 1,366 countries.
Oh, right, because they're the perpetual victims. Yes, perpetual in-group victimhood orientation is a trait like variable that was first identified by Shori Eyal in Israel.
That's going on. So yeah, definitely the anti-Israel stuff does get pushed.
Well, my concern is that it's being pushed to do exactly.
He doesn't fucking think, man. But here's his explanation as to why it's being pushed.
This. Now, I find this opportunity, which I'm very grateful for, as a blessing because it's my hope that maybe we can work together to point out the fact that there very clearly is.
No, I love this. I love this. He's just like, he's already sucking Alex's dick. He's like, yeah, we can work together, man. We need to, well, let's not have this right-wing infighting. And while he's on this little tirade, Alex just has up on his screen the tweets.
Concerted effort to divide the right. Now, you've gone from a staunch Trump supporter to somebody who's been critical of him. And I think many of the criticisms you've laid at the Trump administration's feet is valid. I don't support Trump attacking you, calling you low IQ or whatever stupid personal attacks he gave out.
I love this.
And you're right to be mad about that. But I'm concerned.
There's the article about Netanyahu meeting with Tim Pool, by the way. Look at what AJ does. I still love AJ. I do. I've been watching this guy for like 15, 20 years. And he still just cracks me up. He always does.
Well, like when you tweeted, I believe Israel was involved, has that changed? Do you still believe that Israel was involved? Because I think that is the core wedge issue on the right now when we should be focusing on the left who's laying back and continues to be demonic and continues to want us dead. and they are just gathering power across this country. We see Muslims winning elections in Michigan. Texas is being overrun by
So
Muslims. You
Alex
guys are
Jones is a
having more.
master of physical comedy. He
Really
really is.
is. He's not listening at all. He's just showing the shit of what a duplicitous cunt this guy is while he's going off. Just on screen, though. It's not his fucking face. It's Alex Jones doodling a fucking Hitler stash on
Why is
there.
Alex Jones's like sense of humor the same as like fucking what's that guy who's in The Jerk?
Steve Martin.
Yeah, he's got a very Steve Martin sense of humor.
It's so good. Wait till the end. The end's great too.
Well, that's one thing I want to say earlier
yeah,
is,
I think so.
okay, those of us who have watched British television may know the series like Young Ones and Dangerous Brothers and Bottom. A remake of Bottom where it's Parvini and Dutton.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
I knew I forgot to bring up some idea earlier on.
That's a good idea. I like that. I like that. I'll pitch it to them.
Crypts are out there. There's probably a bunch of leftover ones from.
I don't think Dutton will be there though, unfortunately, this year.
Such as like he lives in fucking like some fake country, Finland or something.
Finland.
Someone said that Dutton would not do well as like a figure in a government organization.
Oh no!
And I thought like, oh my god, Dutton running any political organization would be funny as hell. Like,
it would be funny. Like it's very yes minister.
He'd end up in IT or some shit.
I would like to see him in anything in Westminster because I think he would annoy so many people or drive them completely insane.
It would be so funny. It would be like a Westminster
really
skit,
funny.
though. It would. I think. I love Dutton. He's good.
I imagine a conversation with him and Sir Humphreys. Oh my god, that would be the funniest thing on earth. I would probably die laughing at it.
It would.
Islamic foot washing stations in there. People aren't talking about that. They're talking about, whether or not the Jews killed Charlie Kirk.
Well,
which
I am talking about Islamic. I am talking about.
By the way, of course, Alex is. We largely,
jihad
a lot of us try to avoid it because yes, we understand it for what it is. We recognize that this counter jihad shit is
9/11 bullshit.
Jewish trickery,
and it's fucking containment. So
yeah,
that's why we largely avoid it.
Islamic foot washing stations and the giant Islamic invasion.
You are
of Spain.
Yeah. Look, I'm sure they've done a lot of bad stuff. I'm not a pro-Israel guy. I think we're both the same here.
You love Israel. You stand with Israel. But did you know your portfolio can stand with Israel too? Wise Money Israel manages Israeli stock and bond accounts for Christians and pro-Israel investors around the world who want their money to reflect what they believe. When you invest in Israeli companies, you're participating in the economy
I believe you're
of the Jewish state.
Shill.
This guy's quite literally taken Israeli money. He is shilling here.
$14.
Yeah, he got like $13 for this, by the way, for this shill.
$14 to sell your soul.
Now, to be fair, he is kind of laughing at it. He's having a really hard time keeping a straight face. But you still did it, didn't you, Jer?
The invocation coming out of the Holy Land and the nation God promised to bless. For many believers, it's one of the most tangible ways you can put faith into action. So you can check out, there's a QR code, and then there's wisemoneyisrael.com.
I'm America first, America only.
Sorry, what's that, Bill? Sorry.
If you're an evangelist, this is what your preacher actually believes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And he's some, I don't know, he agrees with whatever the fuck Melanie Mack says regarding religion, so she's some sort of Schofield Bible Baptist type.
Yeah, she is.
No. So he just listens, he just
tried to
repeats
talk to her about
whatever
that.
she says. I don't think he's ever been to church once. I mean, he claims to, but I don't think he has. He just repeats
I think
whatever.
he fit in the door.
Yeah,
He walked in through if he walked into a church, he'd probably it would burn off some of the fat.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't care about Israel. I don't care about Qatar. I don't care about Germany. I care about American citizens in America, just like those people in Israel, Qatar, and Germany would care about their own citizens.
By the way, I want to say, this is such a dumb thing to say when you go, oh, look, this is what I think. It doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah,
What matters is what the people in power think.
Yes.
You're a fat, irrelevant. God, I can't even think of a word. I'm just like, no, it's not even. It's just like a blob.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I think. Like, bitch, no one cares what you think. Like, that's not how democracy works.
It also just doesn't matter. Fact, like, things exist. There is a quantifiable empirical reality. Your feelings don't fucking matter. You remember that shit, Jeremy? Your feelings about the shit don't actually matter. It matters what actually is happening.
Bros on that, we're all just chemicals bullshit.
Yeah.
Problem. I have a real concern with people getting sucked in to what I believe is a concerted effort to divide the right. And I feel like some people are getting sucked into it.
You were the one who attacked Alex Jones. You went out of your way to talk shit about him. And then rolled over in your belly and went, oh, actually, I love you, Alex. Let me suck you off. So you could get on his show and fucking shill your coffee, which Alex mispronounced and didn't say correctly. I hope that AJ did that on purpose, by the way.
Me too.
I don't even know how that's a thing to say that. Oh, look, there's a concerted effort to divide the right. What is the division? Trump started bombing
It's
Iran,
Trump.
and most people don't want him to.
Yeah, and
Like,
people who have, and people who have
the division
integrity.
is Trump's own fucking behavior. You daft.
And people
git.
who are genuinely right wing looked at that and
Fuck you
went, well,
talking
fuck
about?
off.
You
Fuck you.
fat ass retard.
You're useless.
You're Jim Sterling with a beard.
Yeah.
Because they see all the interaction and they see how popular this stuff is on X.
The thing is
And
that this is how Jeremy thinks about everything. He only thinks about money. He has no conception whatsoever of a principle. He wouldn't know one if it bit him in his big fat ass what being principled is, what having actual genuine political beliefs is. It's all just the
thing that
fucking
happens to
grift.
non-Talmudic people.
Yeah, right.
they think, well, maybe I'm wrong. They gaslight themselves because, you know, the bots,
I'm not the
bot
goy.
army. I mean, who
Right.
benefits
Yeah.
from dividing the right now? And that's what we should really be asking ourselves, not whether or not Candace Owens' absurd lies about Tyler Robinson are true or not. She should be ignored completely because she is clearly driven to destroy the right and perpetrating
Wait.
her narrative.
No. Candace Owens is
How?
exactly the same as you, Jer. She is a grifter. She doesn't give a fuck about any of this stuff. She has been talking about Tyler Robinson and Charlie Kirk for the past year because she makes money off of it. She has made an extraordinary amount of money off of it, and at this point is probably one of the biggest, if not, she's definitely the biggest female voice in conservative politics in the United States, bar none. No one comes close.
Really?
Oh yeah, easily,
How sad.
easily. And she's a grifter.
That's really depressing.
This is the woman who started Social Autopsy, a website that entire purpose for which so that you could easily look up who had wrong think right-wing opinions. You know what I mean?
Which is, of course, exclusively, anybody who's looking at this honestly, is that Israel killed Charlie Kirk. She's had a bunch of offshoots from that, but that is the core tenet of what she is claiming. And that is why I believe it's also artificially inflated on multiple places.
Why?
Okay.
Who is artificially I guess Qatar, right? But the Israelis don't do any of this. I guess they don't artificially inflate anything. They don't have any kind of excessive power. The Israeli lobby, AIPAC, doesn't have any power, despite the fact in the American government, despite the fact that like almost, what is it, like 90% of fucking GOP senators, governors, etc., are all paid
It's like
for
all
by
but like
AIPAC.
3 of all of them.
It's more than even 90%. It's like 95, 98%. They're all paid, but they have no power. It's Qatar. It's Saudi Arabia. I'm not saying that they don't, but it's very curious that you leave Israel out of this equation. Right. They're all for sale.
I hate
One
to
of
break
the
it to
many
you,
problems
those of
with
you are
democracy.
taxpayers, you paid without choice. That means that you are the lowest bidder.
Yes. Yes.
And this isn't a military contract, so you're fucked.
You are fucked. Yeah.
Well,
Even
I'm just being
Hassan
honest
Piker.
when I point out, we'll get to Hassan Piker in a moment, frothing
Yeah.
communist Islamicist.
Yeah.
But I just call the balls and strikes. So when you say people get pissed off at me at one thing or the other, I don't care, but I do mention what people are saying because I'm into what the population thinks. So any implication that I go with what pressure is the opposite. I neurotically do whatever I believe is real. So
He has.
My brain doesn't
By
even
the way,
ever even think
Alex
about.
Jones again has a 35-year track record of doing that. Jeremy has a 15-year track record on YouTube of just going with whatever the fucking current thing is, going along with the flow. For the right-wing flow, at least. Whatever the fucking GOP narrative is, he has just repeated verbatim without a single fucking second thought for the past 10 years at least. He is just a shill. At least Alex Jones. Alex Jones, as I said before, was sued for $5 trillion.
So money's
For
no
going
longer an
against
issue.
the
'Cause anything
narrative
he
on
makes
Sandy
is going
Hook.
to some fucker else.
Yeah. I mean,
Pulling back from pressure. In fact, I tend to go into pressure. But that said, people go, well, what's up? You expose Israel financing all this propaganda in America, and you expose the other. Which side are you on? I'm on the side of being aware of this. So, yeah, it's known that Qatar spends all this money. It's known these other people do, but so does Israel,
Thank you,
is my
Alex.
point. And then you've got Tim Pool saying, Alex must have gotten the call. Well, I'm wondering, he needs a name from who? Because I didn't get a call, as Tim admits, from Netanyahu to meet secretly with him. And then when it came out, Tim said, yeah, I did meet, but it's secret what we said. Chatham House rules.
Hey, Coffee Brand Coffee would sponsor you, man. No, I don't think you got a call.
Well, the only calls I listen to are the hot women. I mean,
I love
seriously,
this. It's the first time Jeremy in this whole interview doesn't look like he wants to die. It's the second that Alex makes like a vague sex joke. He's like, oh yeah, calls from women, yeah. Pathetic.
There's nobody. No, I'm joking. Of course not. I'm a
You look
virgin.
great, Alex. By the way.
That
Oh my
was
God.
bait to bait out the fucking gigagoon that is fucking.
Let me replay that. Jeremy then hits on Alex Jones a little bit.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna drink heavier now.
Yeah.
You look great, Alex, by the way. If it's okay.
You look great, Alex, by the way. I only take calls from women. You look
No, he
great,
looks like
Alex.
Lex Luthor does. He's on the juice.
Hey, if we can
It's a
just
good look,
have a
don't get me
talk.
wrong, but-
Hang on, I'm gonna go back again. Just play this one more time.
I mean, seriously,
I'm sure
there's
you get a lot
nobody.
of
No, I'm joking. Of course not. I'm a
You look
virgin.
great, Alex. By the way, if it's okay, if we can just have a talk as I'm not a peer. You're on a different level.
Oh,
than
stop
me.
that. All humans are peers, and that's.
I'm not a peer. I'm not your. If we could just
No,
have a
they're
talk,
not.
Alex. I'm just gonna roll over and show you my little yellow belly. I'm not your peer. Ooh woo. Pathetic. Genuinely pathetic. And then Alex has no time for it. She's like, no, whatever. All humans are peers. Fuck off with this self. Yeah. Fuck off with this self-disparaging act. You know, it's incredibly gay.
I'm gonna get you. Yeah, seriously. No.
Sure.
I'm just a regular guy, just like everybody else.
Yeah, you're 100% right. I think one of the biggest mistakes Trump made was leaving X, because during his first term,
If you don't remember this, so the biggest mistake Trump made was leaving X. That's it. That's Trump's biggest mistake. Because that's this guy, his whole fucking life is Twitter and YouTube and social media. The biggest mistake Trump has made.
That's most people in politics, let's be real.
Right? It's not starting a war with Iran at the behest
Cut
of
off from
Bibi
it has shown
Netanyahu.
how much it fucked my life up.
It's not building the wall. It's not deporting millions of people, as he claimed to do, because the ICE stuff, it's inconvenient. It's getting off of fucking X. Get your priorities straight, you fucking wanker. Holy shit, dude. Unbelievable.
It takes a lot to get the
When you say
Yanks to
wank, it's
tell
funny.
wanker.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
That's how you know
to be
they're
fair.
upset. It's not
Now,
He
it's
was
one of
banned,
the
but I think he
words
means
typed
now
properly.
that because obviously Trump was unbanned when Elon bought it, but Trump uses Truth Social, and that's the
The
biggest
Americans,
problem.
twat has no H in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like twat because that was actually an old Britishism
Yeah.
at one point. It's a more of a sailor thing.
Twat. Yeah.
felt like
First
he was
one was
more in
right.
touch with the grassroots, his
Twat.
grassroots baits. Yeah, when we'll come down there and we'll
Definitely
go to the range
demonetized
together,
now.
and you can teach
Oh my god, yeah, sorry. Let me come down, we'll go to the range together.
me a thing or two.
Translations:
know.
I want to have a gun on me in case you try and grab my dick.
Yeah, he kept doing this. It's like, we're friends, right? Aren't we, Alex? We're friends, right? Right? You like me, right? Right, Alex? Right? Like, you're not mad at me even though I disparaged you and said that you're run by Pakistani bots?
Blatantly fucking like defamed you. in the public
Alex,
square.
I totally like, dude. Nobody is more under attack than Alex Jones, and anybody, even if they're providing, harsh
Oh, stop this.
criticism or
Make it
sharp
stop.
criticism, or
It's almost
maybe
over.
it's
I don't wish to see it anymore.
It's almost over. He is asking him on a date. He's actually asking Alex Jones on a fucking date to buy. He goes even further later. He asks him to buy him a steak dinner.
sarcastic and it doesn't come across right. Like,
This is
I think you
somehow
and Tim
even
should
more cringe
we-
than trying to ask out Melanie.
It is.
you give Tim a call later and just
Please,
sort this out.
please. I love Tim Pool. My grift is all dependent on how much I suck Tim Pool's dick. So would you please go call and make up with Tim Pool? This is so fucking gay. This is so fucking gay. This man is here begging another man to kiss and make up with a third man.
This is the gay and 6 guys fucking 5 guys.
It surely is. It surely is.
Are you open to that? Because we need
Are you
you.
open to that?
Even if Trump isn't our.
That's fucking ugh.
I know, right?
It's so slimy. Holy shit.
Chat, this is deeply embarrassing, right, Dr. Metalblood? It sure is. We're almost done, Lamented God. I had this all set up, so we're done. We're at
This
the end here.
is fucking
It's
painful.
fucked, yeah.
Guy, we're going to have a new president in 2028.
Well, sure. In the
probably.
interest of not infighting, I mean, I won't do that. But Jeremy, what's your view on
Yeah,
this?
well, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, this is insane. So Alex is talking about this event. He mentioned it in passing. He has it up on the screen. This event that he's going to be doing. And what does Jeremy say about the event?
First of all, I'd love to go to that. I see that's down in Dallas, so maybe we can meet up there and you could take me out for a fancy steak dinner and we can wrestle or something like that. But
we can wrestle.
I have never been more uncomfortable in all my days.
You can take me out to a fancy steak dinner,
me, you
and
big
we
fella.
can wrestle. Look at AJ's face. He's trying so hard, but just watch.
I mean, I think that America needs Christ right now. I happen to believe that there is something at a large scale. I know not everybody's religious, but like at a demonic level.
Demonic? What the fuck?
Because he's trying.
You can't just throw that out there.
No, he's trying to copy the kind of thing he thinks AJ would say. It's like it's demonic influence. Yeah, we're gonna wrestle. Wait a minute, Jeremy.
Like this is like, is this someone trying to do like high affect, but they're just so completely
He's
detached
trying
from
to
reality
engage
that
in communication accommodation. It was like, oh yeah, Alex Jones talks about like demons. No, he doesn't. He does talk about demons, but you should have said goblins. Jeremy, you fucked up. Should have about the goblin influence, which is what AJ calls.
Gotta talk about big
globalists.
goblin.
That's what he calls globalists, goblins. You should have called him a fucking goblin influence. Instead of a demon. Come on, man. What are you doing?
This is just dreadful. This
It really
the
is,
worst thing
but-
I've experienced today, and that's saying something.
Lamented, we will move on. We're almost done. This just you see
I
why I
started
wanted
the
to
day
get through
doing
this.
400
It's
kilo
so funny.
chips, and it's gotten downhill from there.
What's happening is, while we're all infighting, the Democratic Socialists of America are gaining power. It used to be fun to laugh at all the crazy, insane things that somebody like Hassan Piker said and did, but he helped get Zoran Mamdani elected. Well, first of all, minor update. It's coffeebrandcoffee.com. Sorry, I just want to.
I am once again asking to be spared this, and I beg to God, and he does not answer.
It's almost over. Just be sure you got it right, Alex. It's coffee, brand coffee, not coffee.com.
Correct the URL if people want to check it out.
They
Sorry,
don't.
I'm a shameless shill if nothing else.
No one does.
Marjorie Taylor Greene was mildly criticizing him, and then he started calling her traitorous scum and stuff.
She called him a pedophile, Alex. I don't think that's a
she
mild
said,
criticism.
she said he's protecting them.
Which he is.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Come on.
Yeah, Alex was like.
I think. Here's how I would
think
handle
I think you've got the train of events wrong there.
Maybe she said she was protecting them. I have to. You maybe you're correct on that. Your memory is far better than mine.
Oh my
Here's what I'll
God,
say.
the sycophancy.
Well, you know,
We have
Trump
to
is protecting people that lied about deep relationships with Epstein, and he is.
So is every president. Yeah, I mean, so is the FBI.
No, by the way, Alex's response here is perfect and the correct response. Banana Rabbit asks, "Is Jeremy Jewish or something?" Spiritually, we know. Wise money Israel.
Spiritually fucking homeless.
Yeah.
So is Kash Patel. We agree on that.
And
But I
Trump
would
was supposed
say-
to be different.
Yes.
I know he was.
I
know.
oppose those
But-
other presidents. I mean, if I support what he didn't have to say stuff like, if you believe Epstein isn't a hoax, you're not MAGA. It was just the dumbest stuff ever.
Yep, it was.
I know, but I think
When you're
I
getting
interpreted that as
reality scaled by Alex Jones, it's bad,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, you're
It's rough in these
you're
streets.
so raped. You're
When,
so
when
raped.
AJ's saying like, man, you're fucking delusional. Like, how do you
When
even
Alex
react to that?
Jones is saying you're delusional, we're fucked, man.
his
Rough in these
involvement
streets.
in it, him being in the files, but maybe he did mean it's a hoax.
No.
didn't
I
like
mean,
that
I
language
understand he
either.
meant his involvement. Now the Democrats were looking at it was a hoax. Then you counter it. But no, he wanted to
Yes.
protect Lex Wexner and
He did.
and
The guy's name is Lex
Howard
Wexner.
Ludnick and people.
All these people.
It's all.
Yeah.
It's that is so
Prob-
obviously a supervillain name. It's unreal.
That's fucked.
Probably. I'll even concede that point. When they attack
conceded
you,
everything.
you just come back twice as hard. The conversations on X are not real life. And when the neocons come out and say you're a traitor for criticizing him,
It's almost irrelevant.
ignore
sorry.
it. You get criticism more
I was
than
worried
anybody
about
on the
that.
planet. You know exactly how to do that. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for having me on, Alex.
Thanks
Call-
for coming
call-
on. Thanks for coming on, Alex. Thanks for having me on. Oh my God, he can't talk.
You're going to call Tim, right? You
You're
call
gonna
Tim?
call Tim Pool.
Come on. Put
Look at Alex's
Godzilla.
face.
Use
How
Godzilla
does
for
he
somebody
want-
who isn't.
Look at Alex. He's just like, no, I'm not gonna call Tim Pool.
95% on your side. You're Godzilla. He's Mothra.
What the fuck
he's
does that
Godzilla.
even
This is
mean,
right
you
here.
retard?
I'm fighting
It's
Tim
my
Pool.
favorite part because Alex clearly just loves this shit, and he's like, no, no, I'm not Godzilla. No, I'm this big fucking ape. Like,
This is actual. This is not AI. This is real. Okay.
Yeah. I saw it on the news this morning. It's 100% real.
You get Mothra from
Please
this.
at least consider
King
it,
Kong versus Godzilla.
because we need you guys united, even if you disagree on this one issue. I can't say if he'll come on and talk to you or not.
I'm a gorilla. Murder yourself.
Oh my god, I forgot about how good that meme is. Holy shit. I'm a gorilla. Murder yourself is the best.
Alex has not paid any attention to this fucking
Oh my god.
dipshit.
It
He's
really
just
is
watching
my-
this
it
AI
is my-
stuff and being like,
it is my favorite.
Yeah,
I forgot
I'm
how
a gorilla.
good.
Murder yourself.
Murder yourself. That is, I haven't heard that joke since my pet fucking Irishman Dom said it.
Alex, it's
Oh my
been
God, it's so
great. I
fucking
hope
good.
you
Holy
consider
shit.
it. And
Look how Alex, he's not paying any attention. He's just looking at the fucking AI slop. Look, he's so distracted. I love it.
I just kicked Tim Pool's ass. That's real footage, folks.
I kicked Tim Pool's
there you go. The fight's over.
It's like, oh good, a breather section on the show.
Now what happens after a fight?
Paid
The
for
fighter
by
shakes hands,
Kataria.
Alex.
Kataria.
Kataria.
He just like talks like, oh, we can get the quartering on here. That would be hilarious. I can take a break.
Right? Oh, by the way, he was doing that. He just let quartering waffle on for like most of that hour and a half long segment. I cut this down. It was, again, multiple different things for multiple days. But their actual hour and a half long talk, it was mostly just fucking Alex sitting there saying nothing, doodling, and just letting him fucking go off.
That's what you want, really.
Yeah.
Like, am I here to listen to the quartering? Fuck no. I don't listen to
just
one
let
of
him
his
fucking
show.
waffle on. It was so funny, though.
The
Qatarians
Qatarians
paid
paid for it.
Now you
Qatarians.
fought, and now you
Qatarians.
shake hands, and that's what real fighters do.
I don't
And,
think Tim
I
wants
hope
that. I
they-
think he's going to want to strike back.
No, I think he would. I think he would be very open to it. I mean, if he strikes back, Alex, then go double Godzilla, nuclear Godzilla. But I just think
Alex is just thinking about being Godzilla.
Your voice is so important.
He's thinking to himself, wow, meltdown Godzilla.
criticizing
Well,
Trump is
according to
great.
Tim, I have no audience anymore because I'm anti-war. The war's super popular, which is just pure crap. That's why I thought it was a talking point. It looked like a talking point. It was put out by everybody else. That's why I got pissed.
There it is. That was it. That was the whole quartering fucking bit. I thought
What
that
a
shit
joke,
was
fuck.
funny as
Holy
hell.
shit.
Now, I do have another clip, which is Tim Pool, since he kept coming up. Oh, go, apologize to Tim. Tim Pool was on Jubilee. It didn't go great.
How's it spelled?
My next surrounded claim is that the United States is tracking towards a civil war.
Yeah.
How many times have we heard
thank
that one
God.
before? This guy, actually, this clip was also on Kino Casino, which is why I found it, because I wouldn't have typically watched this. But Tim is also going through some shit with this. This was very embarrassing for Tim. Much like that shit was embarrassing for Andrew Wilson, this is far more embarrassing for Tim. He got so fucking rustled, he left. He did come back, but he temporarily left.
Last time we talked about this was in 2019, so it's been quite a while.
I think it was
since
before
you've
that,
been calling
actually.
for civil war.
I've never called for civil war.
Or not calling for. I'm sorry. Said that we're on
Important
the brink
distinction.
of civil war.
And what was the citation I had for when I said that?
I would love you. To
It was
tell
The
me.
Atlantic.
Okay.
And it was a journalist who
Is it a
interviewed
ginger
several
one?
national security experts who said
We'll do Bo
that
next.
there is a range of opinions in the national security space that the U.S. is trending towards a civil war. Notably, that when you cite people like Stephen Marsh, journalist, as well as Barbara F. Walter, former CIA, the U.S. Academics describe the period that we're in as civil strife, meaning there's a criteria of death that has occurred for political reasons over the past year or years, for which the next phase would be civil war. However, tracking, will make my
You'll
point,
see why
tracking
this is
towards it,
interesting a little
I've
bit.
not said that it will happen, although there have been many people who have said that we are in a cold civil war or some kind of cultural civil war. I always caveat because...
By the way, though, this guy, I mean, he had the information on deck about how many times Tim Pool has talked about a civil war over the past couple of years. Because he has. It has been kind of Tim's grift, is saying we are on the verge of a civil war in the United States. He's been saying this now, as from his own admission, since before 2019, so it's at least 2019.
I don't actually have a strong prediction.
First of all, you do have a strong prediction if you've been saying this since 2019. There's
Well,
42.
reading articles about
People
it,
can
sure.
look this up. There's
Yeah.
42 of your titles that have the
42.
word civil war in it.
Correct.
With big fonts
Just
on
the titles. Just the titles of videos. Now, he talks about it, constantly. But just the titles. 42.
Yeah, that's kind of Tim's thing.
Is that not a grift at that point? It's not happened. It's
I mean,
been 7
you
years.
said that so much. If you type in the phrase civil war, they'll probably just find endless videos from your fucking channel saying that
I mean,
shit.
there'll be Marvel, there'll be the movie Civil War that's not Marvel. But, I mean, 42 of your titles, just in the titles, not talking about anytime he talks about it, which is constantly, is Civil War for the last 7 years. Where's the Civil War? He said he has been saying it was imminent for the last 7 years.
It's sensationalism, let's be honest.
It is, yes, obviously. It's sensationalist, yes.
Front.
They sure do.
So why is that? It's sensationalist. It's easy to get clicks on
There you
that.
go.
There's
Yeah,
a
there you
reason
go.
why you say it, because it's very profitable for your business.
Not necessarily.
But there's a,
We
there
have
comes a point-
1,600
Tim Pool,
episodes
Tim
of
Pool,
just
Tim
IRL.
Pool. There comes a point where
titles,
people
don't we
stop
mention
taking your predictions seriously.
Are you going to make an
If you
argument,
said-
or are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you. I'm
Okay,
trying
then
to
let's make an
explain.
argument about whether
I'm
or not
trying.
we are tracking. No, no, no.
That looks so bad. Are you mad at me? No, he's actually making an argument about something, and you do have to kind of address this. You have been saying that there's going to be a civil war, that civil war is imminent for the last 7 years. Well, where's the Civil War? And as this guy's going to bring up, at this point, if there is one at some point, you can just go, look, I was right the whole time.
Can we just be brutally honest here for a second?
Yeah, please.
It's both of these people looking for a gotcha moment.
Absolutely, it's Jubilee.
It's
That's
like
what this
watching
is
two
about.
retards fight.
That's what Jubilee is
that's
about.
kind of my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making an
The
argument
point-
you
no,
don't
Tim.
like my thumbnails, or you don't. You try to say my
I'm
name
saying,
over and over
I'm
again.
saying that you say bullshit in order to get money. But what
Let me
I
ask
really
you.
think
Let
is
me ask you a
the
question.
predictions.
Let me
Hold
ask
on.
you. Let me ask you a question. You
I
can't
will
answer.
agree with you that there's
There's no fair.
increased polarization.
Huh?
I would attribute a lot of that
Let
to
me-
people being specifically online.
Let me ask.
There's
I
a
don't
lot
disagree.
less interaction
I
with
completely
people
agree.
that are,
You'll see the
in
reason why
different
I'm
camps.
Let me ask you a question.
But you're going to sit here and tell me that we're way more polarized than fucking Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr, who like shot each other with their disagreements. You're going to
Why
tell me
was
that
Aaron
Andrew
Daniels-
Jackson, who's the sitting
Do you
president,
want to have a
calling people out for
conversation, or are you
duels,
just going to be
is
angry?
not polarization?
Why was Aaron Danielson shot in the chest twice?
Tim looks like an old Orson Welles. A little bit, yeah. All live debating is looking for a gotcha moment. Indeed, Mentos, 100% it is. I just see here, man.
Sorry?
Why was Aaron Danielson shot in the chest
I'm not
twice?
disagreeing that political.
We talked about that earlier also, Mentos. We covered the Candace Owens, Andrew Wilson debate, which is always just about gotchas. It's always just about...
Otherwise known as the century's biggest grip
Yeah.
of money.
I'm back.
Hello,
It's
Bill.
called a live
Welcome
corpse
back.
robbing, basically.
Violence is
Answer
taking
the
place
question. You say
Tim
Alexander.
No, you... Oh, that's true too, Banana Rabbit. Tim Pool sounds like a girlfriend caught cheating when he said, "Are you mad at me?" It did sound a bit like that, huh?
Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr, but then when I ask you a question about an assassination, you
I know,
defer.
Lamented.
Where you can say that.
It is
ask you a
lamented.
question.
It is slop. It is slop. This is the
What
current
is
slop.
this man's physiognomy?
What is his physiognomy? Bill, you're an expert. What's his physiognomy? Tell you.
I'll
Same as the guy who plays Jaws.
for every fucking year, and it doesn't happen. And
I
you're gonna
never
say,
said
it just
there
hasn't
was.
happened yet.
Look, I did say we'd move on to Bo next.
Heel.
I will. I want, but this Tim Pool thing was directly next after it on my list, and I don't have to change sources for it. So I do want to talk about John Doyle and James Lindsay, though. Let's skip. We'll move over. We'll do the Bo thing for a minute, and then we'll move back. We'll come back to American slop politics.
Let me ask you a
Or if
question.
it does happen, you say, "See, I've had it all
Let me
along."
ask.
Sorry, what's that?
Normally retarded. Go with the James Lindsay one, because James Lindsay, we get to talk about Lord of the Rings.
Okay, Lamented, will you be all right? We will talk about the Bo crash out. I want to do the Bo crash out as well, because I'm sorry, he really did kind of crash out. But we'll hold off on that. I have
Yeah,
an
we'll do a
section.
video on it just because it's funny.
It is funny.
Ask you a
You are
question.
the same thing as
Let-
like the
let me
Christian rapture
ask you
people
a
who say
question.
that the rapture's coming every fucking year,
Are
and
you-
when it doesn't happen,
do
it's
you want
like,
a
oh, it's
soapbox?
not.
Nice.
He's kind of correct about
Yeah,
that, though.
he
If you
is-
say
he's
it
kinda
is like
correct, actually.
it is like people who say the rapture is
Christmas
coming. It's any day now. Any day now. Jesus Christ is going to come back, and we're all going to be raptured. When we do get raptured, people will be like, "Well, look, well."
I've
Why is
been
the
hearing that
protagonist from
shit ever
Titan
since
AE in the
I was-
background?
Yeah, he is.
Do you want me to get you a
I'm just
soapbox?
saying,
This
it's
I
guy
can
really
leave.
is
You want me to get?
aggressively like Greco-Jewish.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I'm gonna
really
go.
easy to
You want
like
me to
do
leave?
what you do.
want me to
It's
leave?
really easy to do what you do.
Asshole.
Like you literally just
Tim got so called out, he stood up and walked off.
Like he has claimed the beanie. Another hand has touched the beanie.
Like I said, he comes back, but I think it's because he realized how horrible it would have looked if he had just walked off, right?
What's the homeboy on the left there next to the purple lad?
Oh man! Oh wow!
He's got like the
To be
fucking
hon- to be
Wendigo
hon-
stretch on
Yeah.
his jawbone.
Look at the large lad in the green
To
as
be
well.
honest, my
Fucking
opinion
man.
is both of them look shit.
Yeah.
Civil War is happening next year. Civil War is
By the way,
What's up with his
Tim-
hand?
This guy's got one hand, which I didn't realize until this point. But the guy who just like wrecked Tim to the point where he walked off has got one hand.
He defeated him single-handedly.
He did defeat him quite literally, single-handedly.
happening next year. It's coming. Make sure you subscribe to TimCast. Continue to watch my videos, please. Follow
Many
us on
shows for
YouTube.
him.
No.
Follow us on Instagram. It's easy to do what you do.
I got the win. Quickly, time to shill.
Quick, let me shill for you as you walk off, buddy.
Mate,
I mean,
respect, to be
all right.
honest.
Okay. So, wait, do we want to do either way? I've got to change now. I've got to change things because unless we do the one thing.
That's
All
the
right,
audience.
guys. Well, what would you rather do? I got the Dean Withers thing, which because I'll have to.
Bo for 1 and James Lindsay for 2.
Okay, so wait, 1 for Bo.
I
Bo,
definitely.
and then 2 for Lindsay. Well, I've also got some other stuff too, but that's these are the main. Like I said, it is a clown show tonight. It really is.
You're telling me.
Well, I could just put a poll up as well. While we do this, what we do next is that do we want Bo or say next? Should have just done that. It's like there we go.
Oh, good old Bo looking like Tyrek racers on Trembling. I realize
Bo is also that's the elite theorist. Rage against elite theorist. There you go.
This isn't Kino Casino.
No, you know what?
We're meant to be a monarchist podcast. What are we doing a vote?
This is fun. That's why. I got something in the interim while we do that. Let's talk. We will move on to at least this part of the UK stuff, which is that the ethno-nationalist only Jews are allowed to be ethno-nats in any sort of capacity because of course.
Oh god, this
the most nationalist people, the people with no nation.
Right? Isn't that how curious is that, huh? So here's Melanie Phillips. This all went a bit.
Don't trust people called Melanie or people with last name Phillips.
Melanie Phillips says that if the West abandons Israel, it deserves to die. The West, in turning against Jews, is turning against goodness. And we'll just watch it. Here's what she has to say, and this is the post that actually.
You don't realize the West has been against Judaism for like over 1,000 years.
As God intended, God damn it.
Yes, exactly.
This is in response to. She's talking about something that Leo Keir said over here. He says, spat between Restore and Zionists is infuriating. They both want the same thing. No, they don't. Now alienate my fellow rightoids and say,
she
my
tried
Zionist
to attack Grump. It did not end well.
Oh, it did not. No. I can't. She was very stupid for even bought. You responded to Scrump. The fuck, bitch.
Yeah, especially on
he
that.
already wins by you doing that, by the way. She says, this is very muddled. British identity is civic and not ethnic. It's totally different from Jewish. It's totally different from Jewish identity, which is ethnic, religious, and cultural. Judaism is the unique fusion of a people, a faith, and a land. That's why the Jewish people, as a people, is entitled to live in its ancestral homeland, not the British.
Our religion, not a land.
Yes, not their land. And again, she's saying here explicitly, the Jewish people are entitled to live in their ancestral homeland because they are ethnic. The British are not. They are civic, not ethnic. They are not entitled to live in their ancestral homeland. That is what she is saying there explicitly.
Full mask off.
Yes, full mask off.
It was always what they're like. They have got nothing but fucking hubris. That's why they are the way they are.
I know. This is different, again, from Israeli identity. Arabs, Druze, and others are also Israeli citizens with equal civic and religious rights, but not ethnic rights.
You are an apartheid state, not in the fun way.
But unless they convert to Judaism, they can't be Jews with their unique claims to self-determination in the land and their unique political right to the state of their own. Something that she is saying intrinsically, British people cannot have. They can never have their right to self-determination because they are civic.
Goyim.
Not ethnic.
It's because they're Goyim.
And if you convert to Judaism, you can have the civic rights. Because of the
you don't get rights unless you're Hebrew.
Yes, because of the unique and multifaceted nature of Judaism, there's no crossover. No crossover. She hates you. She hates you. No crossover with British identity. But as I have written for decades, the British are not only entitled to, but should promote and defend their historic nation, identity, and culture. By the way, she explains elsewhere, that what they should defend there is Jewish people. That is actually what they should be defending. Their historic nation, identity, and its culture should only be defended and protected insofar as it helps Jews. There is no conflict between these two positions, and the suggestion that Jews want to deny the British the self-determination that the Jews have fulfilled at the state of Israel is disgraceful. You literally did it earlier in this post. You said they cannot have a right to self-determination because they aren't real.
Lies and slander.
This woman is disgusting. Absolutely fucking sick.
Took you this long to fucking figure it out?
Now, here's a clip of her as well.
The West, in turning against the Jews, has turned against the Jewish part of itself because Jewish values lie at the very bottom, the very core of Western civilization. And it's turning against goodness in favor of evil, and it will destroy itself. It's already destroying itself.
Thank
it's
God that it is.
dying out. It's not having babies. is not replacing itself.
Who's responsible for that? Who promulgates that kind of bullshit?
Culture. It's now going to tear itself apart. It's setting group against group inside itself because it's denied all the values that have kept the West together and kept the Western cultural.
Judaism has nothing to do with the West. Not this whole Judeo-Christian values. Doesn't exist. There's Christian values and there's Jewish values. The word Judeo-Christian doesn't even appear in language until like the 1970s, 1960s. It is a modern invention, this idea, Judeo-Christian. It's a completely modern invention, creation, that did not exist before the Second World War.
Show on the road. So, in Israel, Israel is fighting and it will win and it will survive.
We'll see.
And it will become a regional power, and I think the leader of the free world, actually.
Anyone who isn't seeing a stream.
What?
I'm not seeing a stream or anything.
Oh, sorry. I realized I'm not sharing anything with you guys. My bad. So we just
I felt like I was going nuts. I assumed it was just the alcohol.
No, sorry. My bad. There we go. We're quite through this. I was reading your post before, but now we are playing this. Sorry, guys. It's up now. My bad.
Oh, now I get to look at a Hebrew.
Yeah, unfortunately, things are getting worse, yeah.
Because Britain has departed from any claim to stand for anything good now.
What is that true-ass voice?
Britain has departed from any claim to stand for anything good, as has America, because they are not loyal enough to the Jews, who are the founders of Western civilization and the core of Western civilization.
Oh, shut the hell up. No, they're not.
Civilization.
Unbelievable. This woman, I can't believe, actually, that she's gone to
I can believe it 100%.
I know, but
yeah, so can I.
normally they try to hide this shit a little bit, but she's just mask off. No. We are superior. We are the greatest people on earth, and the role of you goyim is to worship and serve us. Just straight up.
The world is the Jews and
not
the
a joke.
slaves.
That is what they actually think.
It is what they actually think, and she's just being. She's being honest about it. Thank you very much, Melanie Phillips, for being honest.
Keep going, mask
about how
off.
you feel.
It'll make it easier to explain to the people in the future why we have those graves.
Yeah.
And America is riven.
Or not.
Okay, we've got President Trump, who is, a loose cannon, to put it mildly.
It's just insane that she would attack Trump, who is the biggest fan of the Jays, who has gone to war, dragged America into a war for Israel at the behest and
Rid of the entire
request.
world's supply of energy for them.
Yes, destroyed the world economy.
Yeah.
To go to war for Israel. But even you can never be a good enough goyim, can you? Not ever. Not even Donald Trump, who goes to war for Bibi Netanyahu, who goes to war for Israel, who puts American lives on the line, who kills children for Israel. It's not enough. He's still just a goy, isn't he? These people hate you.
Yeah, Austrian painter, you were right about everything.
They truly
That's
hate
not true.
you.
He's a vegetarian.
America is riven down the middle,
Well,
really,
okay.
divided down the middle
They're
between
not
people
right,
who
but
want
they
Like
kids for
soybeans.
animals.
These things are
That's
awful.
good.
Yeah.
the West to survive, want America to survive.
I mean,
the
he did
Western nation.
meth.
People
Okay,
don't.
with some math.
So, that's sort of work in progress. We don't know how that's going to end.
A work in progress. You mean like replacement
You give us
migration?
the
What's that all
Autobahn
that-
and some decent automobiles.
What's that all that edge? Like if you translate a tweet from Hebrew, you're gonna see something that looks like
You're
a,
gonna
something,
see some
like a
shit.
lost page of Mein Kampf.
You're gonna see some insane shit, yeah.
But
Oh, they had
America
great
nevertheless
uniforms. Give them that.
has basically abdicated its role, very noisily abdicated its role as leader of the free world. President Trump says, don't care about Europe anymore, has to look after itself.
So they're decent.
He said
architects, isn't it,
that.
man?
This is the insanity. He said that because Europe didn't assist him in his war for Israel
Of aggression.
directed by Bibi Netanyahu.
Another
Like I
war of
said,
Israeli aggression.
You can
can't call
never
you can never
be a
call a
good enough
war the
goy.
war of Israeli aggression because it's just simply too vague.
You can never be a good enough goy. It is too vague. Donald Trump has destroyed his legacy, has destroyed the GOP, has destroyed the American economy to go to war for
That's
Israel.
by design.
It is by design. And she's still kvetching that it's not enough. But you didn't get Europe on board, Trump. Your job was also to get the Europeans on board to go to war for Israel. And you didn't do that well enough. Insane. Absolute
In case you
lunacy.
didn't notice, these people have been for the last several centuries just trying to get Europeans to die.
Yeah. Why is the U.S.
Their
leaving
goal
NATO?
is to wipe out your race.
Yes.
The U.S. is going to
'Cause
leave
until
NATO.
Edom
Their
dies,
only goal.
The U.S. is
until
leaving
Edom's
NATO.
destroyed, you cannot have the Return of the Messiah, and therefore you cannot
Yes,
have all
yes.
those souls free
They
for
have
Sheol. They can't. They don't believe that they can get into heaven until such time that
Yeah.
that the world is destroyed utterly.
And in particular, that Israel is the enemy of the world. That's part of their
It's
shit.
hated by
But
everyone.
why is the U.S. leaving NATO? The U.S. is going to leave NATO if we do. The whole purpose of leaving NATO is to get the United States nukes out of Turkey so Israel can invade Turkey. They have said this explicitly. So that Israel can go on with its campaign of conquering other nations it doesn't like, using the United States as its war pig.
Do you realize, like, their final idea is that Russia, Iran, and Turkey are all going to attack Israel?
Yes. That is on purpose. They
And
think that has to
somehow
happen. The
they will
war of Gog
win.
and Magog has to be. They've portrayed Russia as Magog, and also Turkey and Iran. That all those nations, in fact,
They
all the
can't
nations of
even
the world
fight the
have to hate
Iranians
Israel.
without losing their shit. But yeah, sure, let's get Russia and Turkey on
Yeah.
board and still somehow win.
I know that when I say shit like that, it sounds insane, and it is insane. But these people actually
That's
believe
'cause
this
they look
stuff.
at
These people think
it's a
Trench
theological belief.
Crusade is a fucking documentary.
I mean, and look, people believe that stuff. They do. Some of them believe it more seriously than others.
No, there are beings that believe this shit, and none of them are humans.
It's unbelievable that you just come out and say this
Entities
shit
even.
with no compunctions. Just overtly say this shit.
We only care about America. Okay. So,
no, right.
you know, where's the leader of the free world? It's Israel. Israel is fighting Iran on its own at the moment. Okay, it's
The sheer fucking hubris, right? Israel is fighting Iran on its own. Americans have done
I
nothing.
wish that were the case so I could watch that fucking little spat of land in the Levant burn.
Look at this guy's reaction too. Like, is that Brendan O'Neill? I don't know. I don't watch a lot of this slop. But
He's like
he's just like,
fucking
"The
Brendan
fuck?
Jack
I can't believe you're
Nicholson
saying this
brows on the
shit."
go.
Yeah.
Zionist.
This is crazy. Legitimately insane.
being defended by
this bitch is off her tits.
Yeah.
America. Sure. It needs that. Absolutely. But it took the risk. It is paying with its own Israeli blood for the fight.
But not Americans. The Americans who have died. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? They're goyim. She's
They're not people,
so
they're
close
just
to
cattle.
directly
They're just
saying
there
that.
to- they're just
They
there
are
to kick
cattle.
bullets.
Who gives a fuck? Their blood is worthless. Is in fact worthless in her mind. Jews are dying. That's a problem. Goyim are dying for Jews. They don't
Is
even
it?
count.
I don't really think that's a problem.
Well, she says it doesn't even count. Doesn't even enter into her calculus here. It's just because she does not believe from the things that she's saying. I think I can make this, assumption, inference. She does not believe that the goyim are human. They are cattle, and so their blood doesn't even count. When they die for Israel, fucking whatever, because they are not
That's
human.
how they were
They don't
that's
have
what they were
proper
there for.
souls. That is part of the Kabbalistic belief too. Is that goyim do not have souls. They have animal souls. They don't have human souls. That's again whether or not you don't have to believe this shit, but they do.
That it's waging
So
on
that reality
behalf
is
of the
about
free
what dumb
world.
bullshit your enemy can believe in.
Yeah.
On behalf of itself, obviously, but on behalf of the free world, against an Iran that threatens
This is Melanie Phillips, is who this lady is.
the free
Based
world.
going around.
Israel
People with the last
is
name
paying
Phillips should just be locked up until they're proven to be not insane.
Yeah.
in its own blood for this. The West, America is not. Britain is certainly not. France is certainly not. And Israel is
The West.
Casually speaking for the world.
The West is not America. The West is not Britain. The West is not France. The West
Yes,
is
it is.
Israel. Kat,
No, it's not.
guys, do you think that the West is Israel and only Israel?
No, I
You
don't.
get some twos if you think that's not the case, and ones if you think that it is, in fact, that the West is Israel, and twos if you think the West is not Israel, and it's, in fact,
I would rather
America
have a
and
decent
Britain
relationship
and
with
France
Iran.
and Germany and the Netherlands and the
Germany,
Scandinavian
let's not
countries
get ahead of
and
ourselves.
Europe. And Australia and South Africa. That's the West. Maybe we could debate about South Africa. I know people have a mixed opinion. I think that it is. But I know some people obviously disagree
Well,
with that.
Germany.
going to become literally the leader
I'm seeing
of
lots of twos. Let's
freedom
go.
in the world. as a result of this, and the West is going to
No
continue
thanks.
to tear itself apart
It's tearing itself
because it
apart
has
because people like you.
taken the side of evil.
No. Well,
You
I
would be
agree.
Taking the
They have
side of
taken the side of evil.
sanity.
They have taken your side, and it's not good enough for you. America, Donald Trump has completely capitulated to the desires and wills of Israel, of Bibi Netanyahu, and it is not enough. Look at the contempt and hatred that these people have for you, even as you break your back, you destroy your economies to do their bidding. It is genuinely shocking.
As they claim to be slaves.
This woman, dude, she blocked Scrump and after like tweeting, like responding
Broken
on Twitter.
clock. Right twice a day.
Just as did Bo, by the way, which I will move on to next.
Two broken clocks.
Bo also did block Scrump for, like, I mean, this was a bit crazy,
Scrump was really polite to him, actually.
which is unusual. This
So,
also
fucking
fucked up my
like one of
timestamp.
three
I know where it
people.
starts though. So it
Scrump is nice too.
anyway, this is the part in question.
Point there, an important point there. Even though
it just, again, are the elite theorists in the room with us right now, Bo? I don't mean to be rude, but are they?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yes, quite literally. Scrump and I are
Yes,
elite
yes,
theorists,
yes.
and as is Spoon. So,
Reset
you
the
know.
clock like 4 times.
For what? Okay, sorry.
God.
Still a bit milk
Lazy.
toast. There are still elements there of globalism, frankly, about integration and stuff. It's still a stepping stone. It's still a good, valuable stepping stone because the Overton window doesn't just shift magically to full remigration. Yeah, it has to be moved. It has to be dragged there by the fingernails.
Oh, no, we drag the Overton window.
By
we
who?
open the Overton window. We do all kinds of stuff with it before we didn't know it could do. All of the new things that the Overton window can do.
Need be millimeter by millimeter. Yeah, that's why I think it's
By
so
who?
contemptible.
Yeah, but who's going to do that? Yeah, indeed. Hyper Omnimon for 5 doesn't say anything. Thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah,
A name that based says it all. He doesn't need words.
Very based, indeed.
The
Also,
types of
Bo, not to be an asshole here, but
Yeah.
the topic that you're discussing here, which is migration,
You can't just deport immigrants, is the
the
title of the
vast
video.
majority of people are already on board with that.
They are. We know this.
If no one in Europe wants to be subjugated by a bunch of foreigners in their own fucking homeland, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about with getting people on board.
People
With
are
what?
on board.
The thing that they already agree with.
With the exception of like the insane left, they're always insane. It's the people overwhelmingly are on board. It's the political oligarch class that is not on board. And you
Yes, it
can't
has nothing to do
convince
with this.
them because they know what they want to do. They've had this replacement migration program in place for the last 30 fucking years. So you're not going to get them on board by democracy. You can't vote them out. They are bureaucracy. They are oligarchy. They aren't even voted into power. You can't vote. You cannot vote your way out of this.
And you never could.
And you never could, no, indeed.
of elite theorists and the types that say vote harder, Lamau, you can't change anything, it's over, don't even try.
I mean, it is what I just said, but it's because it's true. Because these people aren't voted
true,
for.
yeah.
That you don't vote for them. Bo, that's the
You
problem.
voted for the policy.
Yes. You did not vote for these people. They are in power no matter what. They are the oligarchy. They are the political elite.
They're not even on the ballot box because of you either.
No, they're not. So you really can't vote your way out of those people. You can't. Away from the bureaucracy, away from the oligarchy.
I hadn't
you
looked at
cannot
the
vote
screen
for them.
before now. Look at the fucking specimens we got here.
Nate?
Left hand side.
Nate or Bo?
These are very unflattering images.
It's not.
They look like character selects of a 1990s fighting game.
Are you trying to say that
Fell
Bo
for
looks
it.
like Kano
Oops.
from Mortal Kombat?
Okay.
Again,
He looks like Cable from the PS1, the second PS1 X-Men game.
I quite like Nate. I usually like Bo. This is
I
just
like
a
that.
weird
I like
crash
that.
outfit.
I like the second PS1 fucking X-Men game, but it doesn't mean that this makes these images any dumber, less dumb. Like, look at this shit. Look at your eyeballs. Holy fuck.
By the way, Nate doesn't appear to be on board with this particular line of reasoning. His reaction to it
I
is
think if his
quite timid.
reaction to me on the comment section that ended to go by, no, he's seething inside.
Okay. Yeah. You said, and I looked for it here. Well, now it's gone. Pull on his arm. Where was this? If you could find a screenshot of it, Spoon, I'll pull it up. Because I think they might have deleted that comment because I looked for it earlier and it wouldn't load properly. So.
Well, how was I? I was able to find it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Could you pull up a screenshot for me, please?
Scroll down.
Where was it? Pulling his armed guards at his border.
Go with.
Spoon, you're gonna be able to find it, right?
I just go with newest first. That's typically what I do.
Newest? What's that gonna?
Yeah, there we go. There it is.
Which one?
Yeah, that
Love
one.
the vote
That one,
harder.
yeah.
But see, when I click on it, it doesn't. Do you see what just happened? It like that's what happened to me earlier.
It's really weird.
So yeah, see if you can find it because that's what happened to me earlier. I'll keep playing though.
All that shit.
Yeah.
All that shit. Fucking disgusting, defeatist shit should be.
It's not defeatist. It's not defeatist. It's realistic.
It's
insane.
just realist.
You do not vote for the bureaucracy. You do not vote for the oligarchy. They are not on the ballot box. You cannot vote hard. There no amount of voting.
Or rather,
harder.
they are the only thing on the ballot box.
Yes, that too. But you actually can't vote them out. That's why we say things like vote harder because you actually can't. You can't do it. That's the problem. I think that this is because Restore is not going great. Restore is looking increasingly more catastrophic. And I think that's why Bo's upset. But Bo, I'm sorry. We didn't do this. The people who were the elite theorists didn't do this. All they were doing was from second one saying, we know what's going to happen with that. We have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen there. I know for a fact, and I can say, definitely speak for myself, that I wanted Restore Britain to do well. I know AA wanted Restore Britain to do well. He talked about it and then it kind of apologized. Basically apologized and had to go walk some of his stuff back and be like, maybe I got pulled in on this. This is the guy who wrote The Populist Delusion. And even he fell for it. A little bit. Because we would like it. The delusion is a pleasant one. It's a positive one. We would like it to be real. But it's not. It is a delusion at the end of the day.
Ridiculed into oblivion. Yeah, you stay at home in your basement then and do nothing like a bitch. Like a scared little...
What are you doing, Bo? You're talking in your office.
What are you doing?
You're doing the same thing that we're doing.
This is just fucking gay and homeless.
This is a...
I'm asking everyone in our neck of the woods in terms of our industry to just like take a step back and examine the fucking lives they lead, please, for the love of Christ almighty.
Fuck me, man. This was a bad showing. And again, I like Bo. I like Nate. So I don't...
We are all a bunch of fuckwits looking into cameras.
I do like everybody. I try to. I try to be pleasant.
Yeah.
And like people.
I don't.
You are the living embodiment of nice is not kind.
Maybe.
Pathetic bitch. Yeah, and let real men actually do the hard graft.
Look on Nate's face.
Let real men do the hard graft.
The temerity of this bold fuck.
What are you doing, Bo? What's the hard graft?
He's slowly becoming Anton Zizek.
I bet.
To turn this around.
Like,
yeah, you stay in your...
Nate's expression is this. Like, why are you saying fuck me for?
Yeah, what you say fuck me, it does seem that way, yeah.
Basement, like a fucking...
all of a sudden, why?
Like some sort of weird troon.
That is I believe, a swipe directly at Evelyn. Just saying. So certainly sounds like it.
Like a scared little girl being smug about gloating about and nothing can be done, and you were first to call it. Contemptible. It's very unheroic. Yeah, this is a battle.
It seems like a caricature.
Bo, I hate to break it to you, you sound like a cyclist. Am I wrong? Am I fucking wrong? That's like what you'd hear from some prick you just like who just ran into your wing mirror on the motorway and they're giving you fucking lip because they're on two wheels and you're on four and they think you're the fucking devil.
It's very unheroic. I'm sorry, he had a little bit of the
Jonathan Wass.
Yikes, man. I don't know are you okay? What's going on?
Bo, if you're going through some shit, just blink twice.
Like, genuinely. Yes, by the way.
Like, are you okay?
It
like,
is true.
Is it, if you're going for a rough, everyone goes through rough patches, like we'll take it in stride.
I think it's about Restore. Look, yes, in fact, many of us here in the chat, and definitely as some of us here, at least Spoon and myself, here in the call, yes, the elite theorists are in the room with you. However,
I'm an Evolian, so
man.
yeah, I am still an elite theorist
Oh,
myself.
so you are as well too. Yeah. Then okay, so we're all
I believe that 90% of people don't have souls.
Evolites, Evolians, whatever. Okay, sure. So
Evolian,
unfortunately,
I
all
think.
the elite theorists are in the room, but
Those who believe democracy is cringe and gay.
it is cringe and gay, as we just explained, and it's
Yeah.
causing you.
People talk with me
It makes you behave like this.
Yes, it's causing
Listen,
you psychological.
folks
It's
at
causing you
home,
psychic pain and distress that you can't actually do things the way that you
listen,
think you can do them, or you want to.
I
be able
don't
to do
need
them.
people telling me how to live my life. I can fuck it up all by myself. I don't need the extra help.
He's pissed because he still believes. Yeah, digital foil. It is about restore. Lamented. Yeah, I know. Yikes, though. This is whoa.
Sad state of affairs. Why, like, Bo? You could have done this without being mean about
They
it.
could have not posted this.
They could have just not. Yeah, there's the fucking key to the world. Is like you could just not do this thing.
I mean, this was.
Yeah.
Just don't post
And
this.
if you're gonna be such a fuckwit, don't make it public. Do things
Yeah.
discreetly. Have a little row in private. But no, it's like you smell the grift, so you're like, oh no, we need to make this a big brouhaha.
Yeah.
You need to make this a
Be a
big fucking like we'll
libertarian.
draw our lines in the
Don't people
sand
who
and we'll
don't
show
give a
whose
shit.
dick is bigger, and both people have had nothing.
What's that, Spoon?
So you don't just be a libertarian ranting your bedroom at the walls.
I mean, I guess. I mean, that's what you're doing, and then saying that's the hard graft. Well, it's not. We're
Yeah,
not
men
doing hard
the
graft
hard
either.
work,
None of us
well,
are. The only difference is that we're saying like, well,
I have a day job. Fuck you.
yeah, Bill actually does. But like, the difference is that we're not saying that we think we can
Gonna-
change
I work at a
things
co-op.
by
It's miserable.
words and by talking. In fact, I do think that we're a bit more honest in that sense. We were telling people like, look, there are things that you cannot change, and that doesn't mean to give
The
people
sun
need to get this.
rises, the sky is blue.
Yes.
And I'm still waiting on my fucking executioner sword.
Yes. The thing is, you can't change some stuff. This is how democracy works. And people who are elite theorists who are telling you that stuff are not saying to go roll over and die. We're saying that you are wasting your time and energy in this particular venue and venture. That's all we're saying. We are not saying don't go form community locally. Don't form relationships and connections with people. No. We're saying do those things. Just don't take all that exact same time and energy, which is limited in an entropic universe, on stuff that has no chance of working out the way you want it to. That's all we're saying. And the vitriol here is kind of crazy, if I'm being honest.
It's going to take years and years and years, and it's going to be difficult.
It's never going to happen.
Brutal, dark. It's going to take real men with conviction.
Yeah, and it's not going to be through voting.
It's not going to be any
That's
of
the
you.
thing. It's not going to be through voting. It is going to be dark and it's going to be hard. If you actually want to make change, it's not going to be through voting. That's not going to do it. And I think people need to realize that. You cannot vote your way out of this. You can't. We don't say that kind of stuff with a happy face. It'd be way easier if you could just vote your way out of it. But you can't.
And leadership. And it'll be stepping stones like this. Right? People want to, people want to ridicule Restore for being over.
It is, man. It's fucking over.
But it is, though.
Rupert Lowe wants to rejoin Farage. He wants to rejoin Reform.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
that was
slogan
kind of
tapped.
that was kind of the obvious one.
Well, yeah, because
And he was
he's
always going
realized-
to, just mathematically
He's realized
speaking.
that he was thinking to himself, it's okay if I act a tit, people will warn me. And then they did the fucking whole basically unfolding all like the criminal shit that was going on, all the fucking grooming gangs and shit.
Yeah.
And then he realized that, oh no, all these people around me will happily let me make a tit of myself with the layout of the fucking grooming gangs report. So I have no actual support. I've got nothing but yes men. So I might as well just fucking rejoin with Farage and call it a day.
Yeah, Rupert Lowe's in over his head. He does not want to act. He does not
He
like
always
the
wants-
ethnonats. He's made
He's
that
a
explicitly
Diocletian.
clear.
He doesn't want
Yes.
to be this gig. He wants
No.
to just get
He's
it
doing
done.
it.
Yeah, he did not. He doesn't like. He feels uncomfortable
He's a
about the
boomer.
ethnats, the actual ethnats, the people who actually want to do the stuff that he was signaling that he wanted to do as well. But no, it's too extreme for him. He doesn't like it. When he said shit like billions must go,
I'm no
he didn't mean it. I don't think he meant it. And he certainly didn't like the people that it attracted, which are the people who do think billions must go. Millions. Sorry, billions probably must go. Actually, I was thinking billions must die. That's a different slogan. Anyway, millions must go. But then he got uncomfortable with it because he didn't like the people who agree with that slogan. He didn't like that look, ethnats have shown up because of what you said. Restore is fucking over, man. It had a real great 6-month run. It doesn't give me any kind of fucking pleasure to admit that. I wanted it to be better. Even I, and AA, some people who actually, like I said, AA wrote the fucking populist delusion, and even he fell for it a little bit. That bit of hopium. But understand that we're not saying this shit because we're doom and gloom. We want everything to fail. No, we want people to succeed. We want to preserve civilization, and it doesn't happen through the democratic process. That's the problem, Bo. Damn, man. Fuck.
Or reform even for being over. It's pathetic to even support them.
Reform's going to be fine. That's just where the Tories are moving. They're just Tories 2.0. So yeah, reform will be fine. That's why Rupert wants back in.
Anyway, that you fell for it again. Yeah, well, something could.
This
sounds like a lot of hope.
I'm begging people to please learn how to form I know this is very rich coming from me, I'm actively fucking shit faced. I don't give a fuck. But I know regional accents are kind of in right now, but you sound like a twat. I'm sorry.
Hyper Omnimon for 5 says that demon denied the existence of all peoples except the Jews, and the decline of literacy means everyone missed the meaning of her words. You were talking about Melanie Phillips. Yes, she did. She absolutely did. Yeah. I think people did kind of I think a lot of people did understand the meaning of her words, but she did basically say that, yeah, humanity, right to live, is right to exist as a people, as a heritage, as a culture, only applies to the Jews. Yeah, that woman, yeah, she did.
Come out of that. Right, it might be Charlie Downs' grandson that finally leads our descendants.
Not if you keep going this way.
To victory. Who knows?
You realize how insane that sounds?
It is insane.
This sounds like
people onto a multi-generational. Charlie Downs, who is 22 or something like that. He's in his 20s.
This sounds like the American Baron Cope is going to be, or Baron Trump is going to be the Caesar of America.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Baron Trump will lead us across the Rubicon.
No, I hate to break it to you, bitches. The Rubicon is here. You're paddling.
Yes. We're in it.
Your options are to drown or to swim.
Yeah.
And I get the feeling you motherfuckers going to be drowning.
Yeah.
Get with the fucking program. Get paddling.
Basement and do nothing. Forget the basement thing. Just to sit.
What are you doing, Bo? You're in an office. You're in a set.
Okay, just
talking.
Okay,
just that looks like the casting couch.
Out of curiosity, let's just say hypothetically that the leadership comes from Charlie Downs' grandson or whatever the fuck. What did you do to make that happen? That would be his own journey. Like the next king who comes up does not come from the people. It comes from being a learned king, steward who comes up.
Yes.
So
that doesn't pop out of nowhere.
How does your influence help in this hypothetical of Charlie Downs' kid coming to fucking power?
Charlie Downs' grandson. This is the number of variables that you would have to calculate into this equation are incalculable. This is wish casting.
It's Stop talking.
It's wish casting.
It's dumb.
Yeah. It's I like Bo. This is just, but this is very silly. It's very short-sighted. It's blindsided. It's politically a bit illiterate, and it's a cope. The elite theorists are not. The elite theorists don't revel in this stuff. I know there's that perception that we revel in it. No, it's about being a political realist, not an idealist, because idealism gets you nowhere. It doesn't. Yeah. It feels nice to be an idealist.
There's a difference between idealism and heroism.
Yes, indeed.
There and do nothing and gloat about doing nothing on X.
We are not saying do nothing. We're saying voting is not what you do. It is when
voting is the instrument of the machine.
Yes, there is a broad gulf between voting being doing something and doing nothing, and we are not saying at any point any elite theorist that I know of, including AA, right? This is not even thinly veiled attack at saying do nothing. They're saying don't engage with this fucking process that drains your energy and time. This idea that we can vote our way out of it, because clearly we can't. Restore is fucking over, and I really don't like that. But Restore has embarrassed itself intensely. in 6 months, burned all of its political energy. MAGA has burned all of its political energy. That's the truth of it. Because voting isn't the answer.
And that anyone who tried to do anything fell for it. Fuck off. Fuck you. This is what it's going to take, is stepping stones, bit by bit by bit, until we get our countries back.
No. It's not going to work.
And it's going to happen. It's inevitable.
No, it can work stepping stones bit by bit by bit. But not by voting. Not by putting your faith back in the electoral process that has produced the exact conditions that you are currently trying to fight back against. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. Yeah, Nate does not look comfortable. Is that it? Wowee. Yeah.
I will make a video taking the piss out of this because A, it's funny. And also
funny, it
Nate
makes
needs to
me
be taken down a
sad.
peg. No, Nate needs to be taken down a peg just because he swore at me.
Did he swear at you?
Which normally I would. Yeah, you can read the comments. It's on the Discord there.
Oh, did you post it on Discord? Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yes.
Because I couldn't see it. All right. There we go.
So, I don't know why the hell he got so freaking angry at me.
Well, because he was very angry in that clip, clearly. Spoon says,
Yes.
hang on, Spoon, will you read this actually? Because I have to use the restroom again. I'll be right back. And I want to get my Fell For It Again award, which I bought from Mach, who was here. So I will go get my Fell For It Again award. I'll put it on and bravely display it as we go through this. Be right back.
So, Spoon, what should we talk about instead? No, don't. Yeah, you're going to the restroom. Go to the restroom. We'll busy the chat elsewhere.
Yes.
So, how's it going?
Drink of choice?
I'm drinking Glen's gin and White Monster because you are what you eat. Listen, I need to be up at 3 o'clock this morning to do 400 kilos of potatoes. So I might need that shit. Yeah, let me double check.
Oh, yeah. You need Monster.
I drank 2 White Monsters, became a third.
Oof. Does that stuff actually keep you up?
Helps.
Okay, because usually if I drink caffeine or whatever before, I tend to just sleep right through it. I don't know why.
If it gets down to it, I'll just like dry scoop a thing of pre-workout.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm gonna run the fucking wheels off this hoe. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I remember one girl I used to chat with. She said she ran pre-workout and Monster, and she's like, "I'm getting the shakes." I'm looking at her like, "Yeah, Kat, there's a reason for that. You're taking pre-workout and Monster, you fucking lunatic. It's amazing. You still have your eyeballs in your fucking
I'm
face."
doing this because this is like the biggest event of the year. I need to do basically half a metric ton of potatoes in one sitting. Well, I need the extra fucking ump. I wouldn't have done the shit otherwise. I'm trying to get myself off this shit. Those of you at home, get off the fucking booze. Get off the fucking like everything you can, unless you're on like nicotine and a man, and therefore you can play away with that one. But this is not legal advice. Just so we're clear.
At least not yet, anyway.
Not yet. It's a slow work day. What can we say?
So, did you read any of that? Did you read any
No.
of the? No, you didn't do any of it?
Finally, I can go for a piss.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I did to put it on the other side. There you go. I'll have to put it on the other side for it to actually be visible. Will you, Spoon, please read for me some of this interaction here, yeah?
Oh, here go yawning because it's late here.
I know.
I can't remember what I said at the beginning there.
I'm not gonna
I
get
think
through.
they were. Oh, the guy was. Yeah, that's fair enough. The guy was complaining about something along the lines of. Well, he was saying he appreciated the punch at the vote harder crowd, which I'm presuming is the anti-democracy side, which would be us. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. I just said like we're realists.
Yes.
I just realized just saying like, people need to understand this. When people, I don't know what the hell these morons think about elite. I know I'm going to say they're morons because they got really aggressively angry with me for no fucking reason. Realist does not mean you do not engage in politics. It just means you recognize the democratic apparatuses, the machineries, methods, and therefore engaging with it is not going to in any way get you the results that you wish, because voting is just ruled by proxy. That's all that is.
Indeed.
And as soon as your chosen politicians go into politics, well, they have a reputation for being snakes and fucking liars because they never do what the fucking hell the voters want them to do. That's fairly fucking obvious.
Yeah.
And then it says like, is it being a realist to resign yourself to no hope? Yes, actually, it is. It very much is. I actually agree with that.
We're not also saying no hope, just no hope in the way that you're. If
in
you keep
democracy,
doing
yeah.
that, then it's
Yeah,
real
but
quick.
these.
I just
Go
want
on.
to say, useless rabbit for 20. I believe it's Mexican peso. Says black pill maxing. I don't think it's clear
Apparently,
pill.
yeah.
It's clear pill maxing.
I may as well run with it. Yeah, it's to create a self-fulfilling prophecy. No,
Thank
I
you.
think that's what you people are doing from just that interpretation. Why not just end your life if you think you have no agency at all, dude? You do realize there's plenty of people who don't engage in politics who can still live lives, right? So what the fucking hell are you saying with that line?
Literally terminally political.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Well, I had to break it to you. Like, if all else
Seriously.
fails, you can still just go on a rampage and fucking run into the woods or some shit. I don't know. You can find, you
Yeah,
can live
pull out
outside of
Uncle Ted.
society. Let's face it, it's barely there to begin with.
Why don't you read
Yeah,
yours and
I-
I'll read Bo's responses. We'll do that real quick. How about that?
Yeah,
Real-
it just seems very strange.
Can we start
Yeah,
calling
it
Bo
seems around-
Bozo?
By the way, this is Nate.
Is it Nate responding here? Oh, you stated
Yes,
politics. Yes, it
I
is
was
Nate.
con-
Okay. So
Yeah, it says it seems a rather bizarre position to hold. No, it's just looking at the machinery and operating by how it operates. That's all that is. Especially when some people's alternative is merely to benefit oneself and learn and be a better individual without considering that politics can be effective for people becoming the same sort of person. I have no idea what that means.
I don't know either. Then you
Like,
said
I
I don't know either. I'll read Nate's parts then. You asked.
Yeah, I said like, what have you people actually done to functionally change literally anything? Because you're basically a news organization.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
I mean,
you're basically
yes, they.
engaged in the swap cycle.
I mean, Lotus Eaters have put in their lot officially with Restore as a news
Yes.
organization, but yeah.
But Restore is still failed. Okay, so look at UKIP, Homeland.
Yeah.
What does any of that stuff amounted to? Nothing.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm just saying. Like, I was kind of fed up with him just because he didn't answer my fucking question. Or just he gave me a snotty answer. Really, I didn't actually even answer a fucking question. I was like, all you do is engage in the slop cycle cheerleading shit. Like, and under the assumption that somehow, some way, informing the masses will result in magical mavericks coming to the system and follow the whims of the many. That is what you were hoping for. That's what you're fucking hoping Low was going to be.
Yes. That is what they were hoping
Is it
for.
not?
Yes.
Yes.
And he was the Maverick.
I say it's delusional.
It is delusional.
Yes.
He says, your entire position and questions are predicated on there being no merit on videos such as this. It is a video. Like,
Okay. Now, hold on a second. Now it's moving the goalposts because that's
Yes.
not what elite theory is.
it's not.
Elite theory is just looking how the system operates. It doesn't mean I'm having a go with your video format.
No.
It was just a mean at Bo having a fucking go with the elite theorists for saying, yeah, you fell for it again. Because how many fucking times have you seen this play out over and over again and you don't fucking learn?
Apparently not.
Yes.
There's this no benefit either on a spiritual level or a political level. There's a multitude of both.
This is waffling.
Yes, it is. Multitude of benefits and merits behind what we do. Not in terms of changing things, though. You're denying what is denying what is demonstrable. If you can wake up one person to the brutality, you may have literally saved someone's life. People who are already
It's
watching
quite
this stuff
ironic that
already
he's saying
know.
that because, but it's quite funny because that's what elite theorists would say as well.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's true as well. As they change,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
to being
just
aware
you
of the
would
system that
just
they
engage.
are
Yes.
pouring their
Yeah,
energy
that's
into a
kind of
system which they
ironic.
have no capacity to change.
As they no
They're
longer put
wasting
themselves in
their
harm's
time
way.
and
Yeah,
their
that is
energy.
If you're not an
literally
elite
what we're
theorist, what are you?
Kind of a
Is it being a
rube.
theorist?
As
Yeah,
they
basically.
change their habits and no longer put themselves in harm's way, yeah, by wasting their time and energy. I've never said a hero will rise. We do think one will rise, by the way. That's how elite theory does work, by the
Great
way.
man theory. Yeah.
Yes. A great man theory in particular, yes. You haven't addressed my response. Address it or don't reply, but don't pretend you're discussing it in good faith. You are discussing it in good faith. You see nothing from you.
I'm not
Smith,
actually.
Are you not discussing in good faith?
No,
Are you
I
being
don't
a
like him,
nasty
and I
boy?
think
Okay.
no. I want to say like, what is the reality of elite theory? Because like, no,
That's not good.
notice
That's
what
not
he's
bad
talking
faith.
about.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad
Yeah,
faith
but
though.
no, but the thing is, just based on that response, my thought was, okay, you don't even know what elite theory is because you seem to.
It's a bogeyman.
It seems to be more. Yeah, it seems
It's
to be
not
more
an
like a
ideology.
personality type of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more having to go with the
It's
personality
just a way of
types of people that
understanding and conceptualizing
Yes.
reality based on demonstrable empirical evidence, human behavior, human
Yes.
psychology.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all
a
elite
scientific
theory
method
is.
for political power.
Yes. It's not. It
Yeah,
is not a
it doesn't.
ideology or a belief system.
No,
Just
it
a
doesn't concern itself with how
organization.
things ought to be, just how they are.
Yeah.
Which I don't think Nate actually understands or knows. Like, I don't think
don't
Nate
know.
actually knows what elite theory is in any way.
From that diatribe, I don't know. It seems to be a bit of
Yeah,
a scapegoat.
yeah,
The elite
this
theorists are the
is what
reason
I
restore is
thought.
failing. We were just
Yeah,
telling you the problems. You know?
he was me getting a bit snotty because I was assuming I was talking to Bo.
You'd never do so.
Because Nate didn't. Yeah, but here's the thing, Nate said nothing during this, like, the last 10 minutes, especially with regards to the
He
elite
didn't say
theory
anything,
bit. So
no. He didn't say a
why?
single word, yeah.
Yeah,
I would've
exactly.
that's why I thought this was Bo
Yeah,
as well,
so yeah, that was my logic. Is like, Bo never or Nate never said anything about this. So why the hell are you betting for Bo's rant? It just seemed weird. So okay, then let me clarify. I have no intention of having a discussion with you, seeing as you people don't have the balls to talk to Scrum. I stand by that statement, by the way.
Well, Bo blocked
It's like
Scrump
as
after
simple as
this.
this.
There's another reason why I thought this was Bo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I said it's as simple as this. Like, you cannot use the machine to go against a machine. It's to keep them in power and you out of it. Yes, that is literally its function.
Yes.
It's like you can either accept this reality and act accordingly, or you continue to blow smoke up your own ass and, cope about it. It's true.
I don't even know who that is. And Bo blocked
That says a
Scrump
lot.
afterwards. This assumptions
If you don't even know who the
Reset the
elite
clock.
theorists are, then
who are you talking about? AA? I mean, I know obviously they're
who are you
talking
talking
AA,
about?
but I mean,
Yes.
assumptions make an ass out of you. Clearly, a common theme with the elite theorists, in quotes, is a delusion of grandeur. No. Delusion of grandeur. It's the
You're the
opposite.
one who think you can create
We
change
don't
by
think we can
engaging in the
change
process.
stuff.
You're the ones who think you
Yeah.
can do that at all.
It's a learned helplessness. It's an observation of a learned helplessness based upon your exclusion from the in-group. It's not based upon it's not like the communists where it's like, oh, we of course, when the communist revolution happens, we'll all be in a party, people.
No, you won't.
No,
And
like,
it is realism there ultimately. You're talking to Nate, and I have utterly no idea who Scrump is outside of a cider. So please drop the retarded pretenses and engage or fuck off. Again, maybe Nate doesn't, but Bo certainly does because he blocked Scrump after this.
Please read the next bit because it's funny.
Your bit?
Yes.
All right, you said, "Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? 'Tis very rude, sir. Do pardon my assumption that the author of the response, considering that it was Bo who took the jab and not you. You were silent most of the video. You asked my opinion, I gave it to you, and you still resort to swearing. Apparently, it's difficult for you to understand there are people who wish to engage with the political without the democratic means. Swear at me all you wish, but
Yes.
perhaps you should learn of elite theory instead of the people who've irked you." Nate
I
then
feel that's a
said,
very measured response considering how rude he's been.
It was a tiny bit cunty.
Yeah, okay,
he was a bit cunty as well.
Yeah, considering
Give me both, but-
Okay, I'm trying to be nice and not just say, "What the fuck is your problem, you whinging bitch?" That's what I would like to say.
Ginger Plumber asks why
But
we
I'm
always
going to
bring
be
up
nice.
Alcoholics Anonymous. Academic agent, yeah. Nate says no. Or,
Should
sorry,
be there, to be honest.
he says you didn't actually answer
Like,
the
you
question.
need to fuck off. Like, I'm telling you, like, okay, I hate this when it says like, you didn't actually answer the question, aka you didn't answer it how I would like it answered.
Yeah, essentially.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not once have you engaged with a singular question. None. You did. You did engage
did.
though. Don't police language.
Yes.
You did call him out for swearing. It's the epitome
Yeah, it
of
was a
being
bit
a childish
cunty.
cunt.
I didn't even read that bit. You were a bit cunty, I won't lie.
Learn about elite theory. Proceeds to ignore any of my actual questions were designed to understand the mindset. Spastic, utter spastic. Well,
Well, yeah, if you learn about elite theory, you
read
would
the
actually fucking
populist
answer
delusion.
me these dumb questions.
I'm sorry, but
Yes.
this diatribe was very, in many ways, very clearly aimed at AA. In which case, you should read the populist
You don't even know the
delusion.
person we're having a go at. Like, it's just really weird.
Read his book. It's laid out quite clearly.
You know what I've noticed is he accuses me of not engaging with what he says, but he's not engaging with anything I'm saying
No,
either.
neither one of you are really engaging with. But it's just this is the problem with low media richness communication. And then you said,
But see, the thing is for me, what does it mean to be a realist? Okay, and then he just says, "I wish to engage in the cycle," and my point was just, okay, what has that actually gotten you?
yeah, nothing. It
That's
won't
it.
get you anything, by the way, either.
Yes, that's all my point was.
Yeah. I mean, sorry. And then you said, "What do you mean understand all you've done? He has cussed at me like a pleb." You cussed at him too, or no, you tone policed him. Sorry,
I did not.
You tone policed him a little bit. Cussed me like a pleb, and you wonder why I won't engage with you. You're testing my patience, and there wasn't much to begin with.
Yeah, now I'm getting kind of snotty.
Now you're being Now you are being snotty and rude. But goddamn, that was
I was very polite considering how I would normally respond. You've seen how I respond on Twitter.
Considering, yeah, the word considering being brought in no instantaneous, like, yeah, I know I was being a bit cunty, but it was funny.
Yes, but like normally how I would be on Twitter, I would be calling him an F slur left, right, and fucking center.
Well,
yeah, I'm being content condescending
have some additional
because he's
shit.
being an asshole.
Yes. Did you see this woman? A former Tory,
Jesus fucking Christ! I could tell just by looking at her.
Edwina Curry, has a grand idea.
That's Edwina Curry. Fuck me, she's aged badly.
Yeah, has a grand idea of how to deal with the rape gangs. By the way, she's got a great idea of how we can
give them something to fuck.
Yeah.
The obvious thing that 1,200 young men are going to need in the middle of a village like Little Piddington is a brothel. I don't think they're going to provide that. I have a feeling that's not going to be allowed.
If you want to curb and curtail migrant rapes, make sure in every little village in Britain there is a brothel so they won't rape. This is a former conservative, Tory politician, Edwina Curry. Billy, I think you're muted.
Sorry, I was accidentally hitting the wrong button. I was hitting scroll lock rather than my usual like pause block. This room is evidence of like a clear cognitive decline into hoarding. Look at this shit.
Not far off. Yeah, that's a lot of shit.
You can tell it's early stage, but it's getting there.
Before we head out, and we're already running so late. There's so much shit this week.
We cannot miss out on that black child singing.
Okay, I want to real quick before we do that. Though, I want to real quick talk about the Matt Walsh, James Lindsay thing because okay.
Can we just point this out? Okay, the ring is not state.
No. State power.
The ring
is what Aragorn has inherently. Because
I was about to say, like, Aragorn takes the throne without the ring.
He doesn't need the ring to do it. Because
he is
the rightful king.
Let's give you the point of the last film, you dipshit.
The Return of the King
How are
is
you
the name of the third
stupid,
book.
James?
Oh,
yes.
Easily.
You managed to make the fucking good ending seem like the bad thing. You absolute
because he's a liberal,
blind mong,
and he hates it. As a liberal, he hates this. He hates the idea that book ends with the good guy, the king, winning and being restored to his rightful place of power, instead of being democratically elected or some gay shit. Yes, because he thinks it's tyranny. So James Lindsay posts this fucking.
James Lindsay is pro women, pro the non-whites, and I'm using that term very politely, and also the gays.
Yeah.
Like, he's everything you dislike about modernity. He's a basic bitch, 90s shitlib. Fuck James Lindsay, he's an idiot.
Matt Walsh wrecks him, saying, yes, you're in the woke right if you want state power. So anyone who has ever voted in any election ever, which is cringing gay, thus attempting to gain and exercise state power is woke right. More brilliant analysis from the great Twitter sage. But more specifically, let me be clear. Yeah. Matt is kind of off the point here. What James is explicitly saying is that when the right wing wields state power, that is the ring.
He's against it.
That is the evil. That is the corruption. Now, the left can wield state power all they like. The problem is when the woke right...
Yeah, because James is fundamentally a leftist.
He is a leftist. He's always been. He's a liberal who was slightly disaffected, but he's always been a
subversive cunt.
Yes, he is. He's a subversive cunt. He responds with right-wing influencers abandoning principles. No principles have been abandoned, James. Maybe Matt Walsh, I don't know.
They didn't have anything to begin with to get them abandoned.
To be clear, what he's saying here is that if you desire, as a part of the right, any form of power over the state, you are abandoning your principles. Your principles, as a right-wing conservative person, according to James Lindsay, are to never have power, give up, and get fucked.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're abandoning your principles of rolling over and being kicked like a dog. So, I would say also.
This is James Lindsay, by the way.
Yeah, of course it's James Lindsay. Is this the actual part where I said scroll back through these tweets?
James Lindsay smokes crack and can't do martial arts.
It's back.
I don't know what to say other than
that. Through this, yeah. Where it just this entire fucking thing was incredibly and utterly retarded.
That's not Hunter Biden.
Huh?
Hunter Biden doesn't know martial arts.
Aragorn was woke right.
He might be able to do with the amount of crack he smokes.
This is, by the way, like this is how this started. This
Remake a Drunken Master with Hunter Biden. It's just called Crack Master.
It all started with this Joel
I'd
Berry
watch that. That'd be fucking great. Hunter, fuck
was
this
gonna
politics
say,
bullshit. Go do some dumb films. It'll be fun.
Do some dumb shit.
Yeah, get yourself out of fucking trouble.
Joel Berry said, who, by the way, you know, this guy,
I
works for this
hate
producer
him.
for Jeremy
I
Boring.
hate him
Babylon B.
so
I can't
fucking
stand him
much.
either. He says, leftism, our people are good, so give us power. Post-liberalism, no, our people are good, so give us power. Americanism, none are good, so limit government power. That's how this comes out of it.
Oh,
If you
God,
have power, you're evil.
God, I hate him. I hate
if
him.
you
I
have
hate
power,
him so
you are
fucking much.
evil.
He is such
If they have
a
power.
insufferable fucking retarded prick.
Just devolve back into feudalism, balkanizing let people do their fucking thing. At this point, I'm just so fucking tired of American politics. Just cease to exist already.
Rare Matt Walsh dub here. So should conservatives not want power? Then what's the point? Even if I agreed that our motivating principle is to limit government power, you would still have to have power in order to do that. Yeah, you can't limit the power of the government if you don't fucking have the power in the first place. Joel, you fucking tard. Fuck. I mean, so
Joel is on the same vibe that fucking Razor Fist was on like 10 years ago.
Oh, Razor Fist is still on this vibe, by the way.
You're not the first person who said this, actually.
This is total Razor Fist vibe.
Fantastic. I'm glad that I managed to observe the worst possible outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one way or another,
he has fallen pretty hard as well.
Man, they fell off.
So one way or another, unless you want your movement to be totally impotent, ineffectual, and defeated, you want power. There's literally no other way to achieve even the aim that you've laid out in this post, and that's when James responds with woke right.
Okay.
Is the ring is state fucking power.
Okay, let's put this into metaphor.
You're
Let's
such
say
an
that
idiot.
the monster that you're dealing, there is a monster that occurs in your community. Who's a problem? There's like your Nemean lion, your Hydra, your etc. What do you need to kill it? You need power to kill power.
Yes.
Then you can wear power's pelt as a fucking trophy, and that improves your own power. Everything is a stage before the next stage. Everything is a platform upon which you stand to slay the next beast. If you wish to try and if there are monsters you can continue to kill them,
in the terrible.
Yeah, go full ham.
Yeah.
From the Daily Gondor, of course. Why Aragorn shouldn't seize state power. From Thormdor Gemcoller. If he's such a good guy, why does he want power? Power corrupts. Oh, what a nice truism.
That's not true.
It's not true, even a little bit. He's better off as a vanguard without any ability to change our plans while we command armies, guard and cities to do whatever we want to the likes of him while he flails in an impotent rage.
Daily Gondor don't miss.
This is what James Lindsay actually did. Yes, the Daily Gondor don't miss. But this is what James Lindsay is proposing because he's a fucking liberal fuckstick. By the way,
most reliable political outlet, the Daily Gondor.
They sure are.
Holy fuck, what a fucking
Here's
time
Tolkien.
to exist. I really do wish I was burned in kerosene.
Here's Tolkien on Francisco Franco. We're not gonna have time to read all this, but
I ain't got
Tolkien
time for that,
did
Frank.
have positive things to say about Franco.
Taste.
Well, it's the reason he was around till the 70s. If he was such a fucking problem, he would have got rid. He was like before World War II till the 70s. If he was that big a problem, we'd have dealt with him.
This bit in particular is
Franco
about.
or Tolkien?
This is specifically
Either
about
or.
Tolkien trying to convince C.S. Lewis to also back Franco. That's what this particular letter is about.
That must have been a really confusing letter for C.S. Lewis.
To his
like,
son.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like we're gonna try to get.
I don't remember being involved in politics, Jay. This is a strong stance to take. Why do I give a shit what the Spaniards are up to? They're not even white.
All right. It's 11:30. I got some more. I got so much shit. We didn't get to the.
We have one video we need.
But let's watch our one final video. We can keep. I'm a bit tired. How are you guys feeling? Do you want to do another half an hour, or do you want to end now?
Sleepy.
I thought Spoon was
EP, but I can't do anything about it. But
I
I'm
thought Spoon
gonna
was
look after
EP.
my boy Spoon.
I know, and I did ask if Spoon was EP. So let's end. Even though I've got a whole bunch of stuff still left, maybe we'll do another stream this week because I
I'm
got
like
so much stuff.
10 minutes away from just screaming slurs. I won't be.
I know.
won't even
Well,
lie.
he can do it for you. All right, friends. Thank you so much for showing up. We do have so much stuff left this evening. It has been a bit of a crazy week. I'm sorry. I know that at least Lamented did not like how long we went on with the quarter and stuff, but I thought it would be funny, and I do hope that it did end up being at least funny, because holy shit. But that's your big tent, sir. That is your big tent conservative politics. Some fucking retard who loves Israel because they paid him $14 and hopefully 88 cents. Anyway, most beautiful N-word I've ever heard. Shall we?
Also, Spoon, you lied to me. This is a soft day, not harder.
Oh, is it just a soft day? That's not too bad.
Are you sure?
But, no. Let's listen to it. Listen.
All right, let's give it a listen.
Oh, the only fans.
Look at the pipes on this kid. Oh my god, that was
Props
great.
to that boy. His braces are perfectly set.
Indeed.
Yeah, she has a good dentist, unlike me.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys, I'm gonna take off my phone.
I really like the picture of the dog under it as well.
It is, yes. All right, guys. I'm gonna actually take that off and have to look at it. All right. Thank you all for showing up, for hanging out with us, for enjoying the fucking circus. There's more. We didn't get to Dean Withers. Now, he's not in the big right-wing tent. And we didn't get to that woman who killed her kids, which, to be fair, are not also in the big right-wing circus tent. So, we actually did cover the main topics of the evening.
Oh, the setup and the spike.
So, we will see you again next week, same time, same place. And I think we're doing Overcast tomorrow. Although, I've not spoken to anybody about it. So, we'll find out. Maybe Overcast tomorrow, hopefully. We'll find out. All right. Yeah. Cheers, guys.